We have a huge announcement today. We have officially changed the name of the radio show.
Oh, really?
From now on, we want to be known as Savage Animals.
Savage Animal.
I'm a savage animal. You're a savage animal. You're a savage animal. We're all savage animals.
The show is a savage animal.
I love it, man. It just rolls off my tongue.
Rolls off the tongue. Dude, give me 5 seconds before you say anything. Let it sink in. Savage animal. What a tool. Sebastian is a tool.
Sebastian Bach from...
Bro.
I know, but what's the show on VH1? Supergroup.
Supergroup.
Right,
Supergroup.
So we want to be known as Savage Animals.
Ripping them off. Hoo-hoo.
It's going to look good on a T-shirt.
Savage animal.
Your morning starts with the Savage Animals.
Oh, that does sound like it could be one of those shows.
I know.
Join the Savage Animals every morning at 6.
They're going to have a savage party this weekend at Hooters. Or we could call ourselves the Ku Klux Clowns.
Yeah, Ku Klux Clowns.
One of the greatest band names ever. That hasn't been used yet, by the way. That's Al Jorgensen's from Ministry, by the way. Don't take that one. Don't take that one.
What a lunatic.
The Ku Klux Clowns. There's a lot of people that didn't hear the second half of the Opie and Anthony show on XM Satellite Radio yesterday.
Yeah.
I finally left the show around 10:30 because I had tickets to the U.S. Open. I'll get into that maybe a little later. My stories are boring compared to what I was listening to on the radio after I left, by the way. But we had Al Jorgensen and his bass player, was it?
Yeah.
Who still had his makeup on from the night before.
His eyeliner, yeah.
His eyeliner, whatever. They were drinking lots and lots of red wine.
And like wine, they're just chugging it down. They were hammered.
Right.
And sweating profusely.
Yeah.
I got to give Steve the picture that I took with Al at the end of it. The guy was so funny. He's like, I got to get a picture with this guy. This guy's such a rock star. He won't even promote where the hell he's at.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I got to get a picture with this guy. So I'm just like, Al, can I get a picture? He's like, all right, you knucklehead. And he comes walking over. And he's dressed all in black, so I couldn't tell. And I go to put my arm around him, and it was literally like he had just stepped out of a pool.
Like you're hugging a sponge.
Not even kidding how wet he was. It wasn't just damp. He was sopping wet.
Oh, yeah, it's like that Ben Stiller movie where the shirtless guy goes by him in basketball. It was disgusting. So I immediately am like, oh, my God. I'm like, quickly take the picture. And he does the thing where he leans in with his head up against my
Which
head.
is also just soaking wet.
Oh, just a cloud of hepatitis floating over me.
There was heat coming off of him.
Right.
There was like an actual heat emanating from him as he was sweating. So Bill comes up to me, because I'm still in the studio, and so is everyone else, and goes, dude, he's soaking wet. I just took a picture with him, and it's disgusting how wet he is.
My shoulder on my T-shirt was like wet.
Just soaked through, right?
He goes, it's wet. So now I got to try to plot my escape, because I don't want to be touched by sweaty guy. I don't care if he's a rock star or not. The guy gave us great radio. He was hysterically funny, but he's soaking wet with sweat. I'm out of there.
And it was totally the moment where you attract what you fear. You
right.
had that posture of, whatever you do, don't come up to me.
Al sensed my fear like a German shepherd. And as I'm trying to slip out, he goes, hey, man, comes over to me. So I know I'm going to have to sacrifice something in lieu of the hug.
And for the new listeners, you got to understand, Anthony... possibly a germaphobe at this point.
Nah, not a germaphobe.
Possibly.
Not a germaphobe. I'll be clear about it, because I have no problem with it. I'm a disgusting thing of a phobe. Like, I don't care. Germs don't bother me. I've dropped food on the floor, picked it up, and ate it. I don't care.
You guy's a rebel.
Wow, look at you.
I'm a madman.
You're ready to be a savage animal,
Crazy,
man.
savage animal. But I don't like disgusting things. I don't like bodily fluids from anybody. Anything. Out of the ears, the nose, like people that blow their nose and then open the tissue. I'm like, why? I can't even look at my own. Like, I'll blow my nose. I got to be in front of a mirror. because I got to make sure everything's clean, and then I'll take it and kind of like take a tissue and roto-rooter. But
what the fingers were made.
No. And then pull out, make sure everything's clean.
And it's like a wrench set, too. You got all different sizes.
Different sizes.
Depending on what you need done.
Metric hand.
Right.
Allen wrenches.
Yeah, exactly.
But I need another. So I'm disgusting phobe. I just don't like disgusting things. It's not a germ thing. I won't go outside or not.
What you're basically saying is you don't like alcoholic back sweat.
Right. There you go. Drunken, sweating like he's on crystal meth kind of sweat. I don't want near me or on me or anything.
I picked the wrong day to go home early. I was so bummed.
Oh, it was great.
But go ahead.
So I figure I slip out the door. He comes up to me. Now I know I'm going to have to sacrifice something. My hand. My hand's going to have to be sacrificed. I'll shake his hand. I'll go into the bathroom. Wash. I'm out. No, it didn't stop at the handshake. He grabbed my hand and shook it, and then he grabs my other arm with his arm, pulls me in for like the back smack hug thing.
Like, come here.
And it was just wetness.
Oh, he got the inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame hug.
It was
Did it, man.
awful.
I think he's been inducted into the Opie and Anthony Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, without a doubt. That, too, was one of the funniest as far as the shows I've been on.
Let's go to Donnie in Iowa. Donnie, what's up?
Hey, guys, y'all owe me $75,000.
Why?
I was listening on XM on the replay last night, and the guy talking about the ostrich in the zoo.
Yeah.
I got to laughing so hard I wrecked my damn semi.
See, that's why we got the greatest jobs in radio. We got the best of both worlds. We love the fact we're back on commercial radio because we get to reach a lot more people right away.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get to we still get to do all the crazy, dirty stuff for XM after this show ends. And Al Jorgensen of Ministry with his bass player there, we're describing a story of tripping on acid.
Yeah.
Overseas at a zoo. After everyone went home, they
hid in one of the bathrooms until the zoo closed.
Tripping on
dropped
acid.
some acid and decided to walk around the zoo just looking at the animals tripping.
Right.
So they're walking around and they pass by the ostrich enclosure, and it's at night, so one of the ostriches has its head kind of on the ground. I think that's where the rumor came from, that they actually bury their head in the sand when they're scared. They kind of sleep a little weird. And the rest of the ostrich is stuck up in the air. Its head is in the ground. Its body is kind of perched high in the air. At this point, one of the I believe it was a keyboard tech that he was with, decided it was a good time to perform some type of ostrich sexual assault.
Put it this way, the ostrich with its head in the ground was looking for its rape whistle.
Yeah, it had to alert the authorities because this guy decided, tripping on acid in a zoo at night, that was the time for amore.
Amore.
A little ostrich love was going to happen that night. And the way Al described it, he described the guy just starting, and he goes, and the ostrich was pissed. It's like, yeah, no doubt that's going to anger an ostrich.
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't like it when another ostrich is doing it. There's probably one of those nature fights. You ever see it never looks like animals are enjoying themselves in that act? Like lions will sit down and then the male will do what he's supposed to do with the female's kind of laying there. But at some point the female just goes, turns around and bites them.
Or most of the time they just sit there and just eat while it's being done to them.
They're eating.
What, Donnie? Jesus!
Yes.
If somebody out there does not have XM and they're listening to you on regular radio, they're missing the best part of the show.
All right.
Well, I wouldn't say the best part, sir.
Well, I have never heard a show.
He's
still talking.
all my life.
Hey, Donnie, what are you hauling?
What do you want?
What are you hauling
Donnie,
in your truck?
Thank you, Donnie. We greatly appreciate the support there.
I think we need to explain to the terrestrial, the FM listeners, if you will, and AM at this point now, sure, Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
The satellite radio draws in a lot of truck drivers.
We love the truckers.
Because they can go coast to coast without having to change the station, which is a great thing. But they yap. They can talk. They are so alone in that cab. How long can you talk to the dead hooker body that's in the sleeper next to you? You gotta talk. You need some more human interaction. So they don't shut up.
The dead Denny's waitress.
Yeah, the hooker, the friggin' girl he picked up at the truck stop, just some decomposing body in his sleeper cab.
Yeah, so it got crazy on the second half of the Opie and Anthony show yesterday, and
yeah,
I left with Al Jorgensen just completely hammered with his bandmate, and 2 porn stars getting ready to just do crazy, crazy stuff over there. And I had to take off and go check out the U.S. Open yesterday. What a bad timing on my part.
Yeah, what porn stars do we have? We had Samantha.
I don't remember the...
Rachel Ray.
Sunset.
Oh, Rebecca Love and Sunset Thomas, right.
Sunset Thomas.
I thought it was Rachel Ray. It wasn't her?
No. It was Sunset Thomas. I kept calling her Jenna.
Did you really?
Oh, she was getting pissed. She was getting so angry. But then they brought out some toys and stuff and started doing things, and Al was just, doing some commentary. It was really a lot of fun.
He was obsessed with Sam, one of our guys.
Sam.
Who was filming the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And he was calling him a weirdo. He's like,
a weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
Look at you with that camera. Get in there. Like he's forcing him to get closer to the action. I don't think he wanted to be that close to.
Right.
Talking about how his face was expressionless.
Yeah.
As he was filming all of it.
But he was obsessed with you, Sam.
He's got a job to do, and he's just doing it. Look at him, you weirdo. He didn't like you very much.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't displaying any emotion while I was filming.
You're consummate professional.
Oh, yeah, you were focused.
He called me a bicycle seat sniffer.
Yeah. Amongst other things, he certainly did.
And apparently he called Ben after the show and called him after the show, after he's home, I'm driving home, and Ben called me to tell me that Al called him to make sure that Ben realized I was a creep.
And I guess Al Jorgensen refused to leave. Like, I left early. And people are asking, did you listen to the show on the way to the Open? Absolutely. I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
And then Anthony left.
I left the second we were done with the show. I said, all right, we'll see you tomorrow. I could not get out the door fast enough. I got my soggy hug.
He looked like he was trying to sneak into a movie as he was like,
I couldn't get out of there. There were too many people that I didn't want to touch in the studio. So I bolted out of there. I didn't even, one of my best friends, Adam Ferrara, was on yesterday. I didn't even say goodbye to him. I'm in my truck, and I realized, I'm like, oh my God. So I called him up and left a message. I was like, Adam, thanks for coming on. You were a lot of fun today on the show. And I just had to get out of there.
And Al Jorgensen of Ministry, after that, he just stayed in studio and just continued to obsess on Sam.
Yeah.
You're a weirdo.
Because they gave him wine.
He finally left, but it took forever, like a half hour, 40 minutes later.
They had to chase him out.
His wife was trying to convince him to leave, and he wasn't leaving.
He had a great time. Wine will do that to a person, I guess.
Yep.
The wine thing doesn't make sense,
What, a rock star drinking the wine?
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's the daytime. That's the daytime beverage. It almost feels like they're drinking grape juice or something that isn't really alcohol. I'm sure at night it's all about Jack Daniels and just pounding and acid. Ostriches.
Yeah. They look like middle-aged Lost Boys. Remember that movie?
But the video of the ostrich story, I guess, is up on our fine website that we're not allowed to promote yet.
Hear him tell it in all of its fine detail.
We're going to have a meeting about all that stuff next week and figure out some things. Cause,
we got to figure out how.
This is a very interactive radio show. We have to be able to promote our websites and our message boards and all that stuff.
You Google our names, believe me.
Yeah, but
it comes up.
Our main website has Al Jorgensen telling the ostrich story.
Mm-hmm.
It is really, really funny. It is so out there. It's one of the funniest things we ever had on the radio, I think.
But we can't tell you how to get to it.
No, of course
the
not.
next show.
Of course not. That's
the internet. You know how to find it. Who can't find anything on the internet anymore?
Well,
who sits there lost?
Yeah, but the people that are working behind the scenes that have nothing to do with our show but have a lot to do with this station we're on.
Yeah.
They should realize that's really important for us to be able to, promote our websites, and they should try to figure out how to get this done.
I understand.
And they should have had this done already.
Yep.
I don't know what they're waiting for. If you understand the Opie and Anthony show, that's very, very important to us. We like to interact with our listeners more than any other radio show out there. So they need to get their asses in gear and figure it out for us.
I agree, and that will be done. We will have.
Well, we've been here almost 2 months. We're heading toward 2 months quickly now.
In the meantime,
and we're the ones that have to push the issue.
Yeah.
You know, you got to understand who you hired. We're very interactive. We have lots of websites out there. We're putting video up online every single night, aggressively, like a ton of stuff every night, and we can't promote it yet? That's stupid.
Yeah.
Just for the record,
Figure it out.
I can't find stuff on the internet.
No?
I would literally type in the New England Patriots, and it'll say New England Patriots official site, and I click on it, and it's like a sale on like washers and dryers.
Fake, like, Patriots site.
Yeah.
You gotta watch. The latest thing that really annoys the hell out of me is you put in some keywords, you hit search, something that seems perfect comes up, and you click, and it's just another search engine.
Oh, yeah.
with like a couple of the keywords you put in, and then 20 other things that have nothing to do with what you were talking about.
Yeah, they're screwing that up for us.
Or when you put in something like, I don't know, blonde hookers, and it says, Amazon.com, would you like to purchase blonde hookers? Like, it's just something that couldn't possibly just be at Amazon.
Right.
Yeah, the Apollo 13 mission. Would you like to purchase the Apollo 13 mission? I don't think I can. Really don't think that's feasible, possible. No.
That dude from NSYNC already tried it.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Hey, we're going to take our first break. We're going to get on schedule today, hopefully. Stephen Lynch coming in. Who else is coming in today? I don't have the list in front of me yet. Maybe that's it.
Tony Award nominated.
Right.
Stephen Lynch.
Oh, we also
Broadway star.
Director Davis Guggenheim.
Guggenheim?
From the
One movie?
Does he have a museum?
One movie? Why would we know what movie? Why would we know that?
Ben?
Al Gore movie.
Oh, that Al Gore. Oh, we'll have to get Steve in here. I watched the movie. I'm so glad I have a hybrid vehicle now, and I'm thinking of getting another one.
Is Steve over here?
Why are you against the environment?
Steve, I'm not against the environment. I'm against the BS that comes out of some people about the environment or the importance or lack thereof of the environment and global warming and things that are happening. It's just the way it is. Have you look at the Earth? It constantly changes, whether we're here or not. It just changes. And a lot of the change is based on the life that inhabits this planet, whether it's dinosaurs or mammoths or early man. What they do on this planet affects it somehow, and the planet then changes, adapts, gets rid of some species, whatever it is. We're just another one. We happen to have a little more of a divine spark in our head, so we can, pull dirt out of the ground and make things that fly, which is pretty amazing if you think about it.
And because of that divine spark, we're able to ruin the Earth a lot faster than any other species. Done
it doesn't mean it's
before
wrong.
us.
Doesn't mean it's wrong. And we're not. Who says we're ruining it? Who says changing it is wrecking it?
I think.
Why does it have to remain like it was 10,000 years ago? Why does it have to be the same?
I don't want to worry about getting a sunburn in January in New York City. That's why.
People got sunburns all the time.
That's why.
That basically, if you're concerned about the continual survival of people, then it would bug you. But if you don't have a problem with dinosaurs were around and then they're not, we're around.
Do you know how long dinosaurs were around too?
Yeah, but they weren't
millions upon millions. It was their time. Get off already. And we've been around for a while, not that long, but
compared to the dinosaurs, not,
but I don't,
not much at all.
Unless there's some cataclysmic event like a meteor that wipes out all the life on the planet, we'll be here for a long time. We'll figure it out. We run out of fossil fuel. Oh my God, we're gonna put on loincloths and run around. Believe me, we'll figure something else out.
We'll figure it out.
The way. That's how we're the laziest things on this planet. That's what happens. We wait until we need something.
Global warming, it's like a global term paper. Like, what does this thing do?
Yeah.
You got to have this done by 2011. Right.
I'll wait.
Yeah, these next 4 years, it's like a weekend.
Global warming. Do you honestly believe that the polar ice caps are going to melt enough where they show Florida is a little nub sticking off? Just stop it. It is not going to happen.
This is going to happen.
This is going to be the audio.
Maybe thousands upon thousands of years when Earth takes its normal course of changing, because this planet changes. You look at the original.
It really sounds like he should have a lab coat on right now. With
I have a microphone in front of me. That's all I need.
Don't you know what that means? That means
you're
he's
a
an
professor.
expert.
We have come to the conclusion that as long as you have a mic in front of you and you're broadcasting to more than just one person, you're an expert. No matter what's coming out of your mouth.
This is the audio that's going to play as the water rises, and all you hear is.
But if you're on TV, you need a microphone and a podium.
And a podium to lean on. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for inviting me.
Now you got into some. Now the phones are crazy.
Good,
we have to take a break so we can go to it next, okay? Rashid, real fast.
Hey, I want to call out Billy Burr. Yesterday he went with a Rachel Ray reference, and he tried it again today, and nobody even noticed.
Uh-oh.
2 days in a row.
What was it?
The Rachel Ray?
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I figured there's somebody out there who watches the Food Network. I'm not just playing to these two people.
Rashid's calling you out for 2 bombs in 2 days. Same one.
That's hilarious.
What a bastard.
These guys are asses, man. They pay way too close attention. Hey, Jim in Washington, what's up?
Earth days are numbered.
Yeah, Anthony, what about Stephen Hawking saying that the Earth's days are numbered?
Earth days are numbered. I didn't tell you that number was 8,623,000. That's still, plenty of days.
Dude, the dinosaurs didn't put a hole in the ozone layer, though. You know what I mean? They were just kind of walking around eating leaves with each other.
And by the way, they are. What do you think fossil fuel's made of, my friend? Dinosaurs. It's all their fault.
Yeah. No, but it was in the ground. And we took it out.
And we had the gumption to pull it out of the ground and make something that makes cars run.
They were plotting against us millions of years ago, and we didn't even know it.
Instead of saying how bad everything we do is, why not look at how we can take rocks and things from trees and things out of the air and put them together and make something that flies? We're amazing. We're an amazing species. So what? A couple of spotted owls have to pay the ultimate price.
You ever heard a frog with this kind of arrogance?
Yeah, exactly.
This is why we already have enough statues of ourselves. We've carved our faces in the sides of mountains.
We're wonderful. We are the most amazing thing on this planet.
We're not.
This planet's ever seen.
We're locusts.
We've been to the moon with stuff we built that was just sitting in the ground. Rocks.
Who's we?
Rocks. We.
A few guys.
The human
A few guys
race.
have been to the moon.
Humans.
Anthony,
they don't allow us to go to the
locusts.
moon. Hey,
we're locusts.
We're gypsy moth.
We can continue this rant after the break.
All right.
After the break, you guys are going to kill the show if we go way too long here. Really fast, Bud Light presents the Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus, the comedy event of 2006, coming soon, to a venue near you. We got 3 dates so far. Hopefully we'll add a few more dates in the coming weeks or months. August 5th, Worcester Centrum in Boston. Yeah. August 26th, PNC Bank Arts Center in Jersey. September 9th, the Tweeter Center in Camden, New Jersey. It's all the comedians you know and love from this show. 8 to 10 comedians at each venue. You got, where's the lineup really fast?
If the Earth is still here.
Basically, it's Rich Voss, Patrice O'Neill, Bill Burr, Bob Kelly, Tracy Morgan, Bob Saget, Carlos Mencia, Jim Norton. Who have I forgotten? Ralphie May is on the bill at some of these venues. Don Marrero, Jimmy Schubert. All the lineups are on the website we cannot mention. And tickets go on sale this morning at 9 a.m. through all Ticketmaster locations.
Anthony, you sound like a comedy club owner in the 80s. This boom is going to last forever.
Presented by Bud Light. Always worth it. Once again, the Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus, the comedy event of 2006, coming to a venue near you. Tickets go on sale for Worcester, Jersey, and Philly this morning at 9 a.m. through all Ticketmaster locations. And I guess you could try to find the lineup of the show in your area by going to the website of the station you're listening to us on. I believe. All right, thank you. We'll be back. It's the O&A virus spreading across America. This is the Opie and Anthony Show, 1-866-313-FREE if you have anything for the program. Once again, tickets going on sale for the comedy event of 2006. The Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus. Tickets go on sale this morning at 9 a.m. through Ticketmaster outlets all over the ball field. 3 dates, Worcester, Jersey at the PNC Bank Arts Center and the Tweeter Center, across the river there in Philly, in Camden, New Jersey. That's September 9th. Tickets on sale at 9 a.m. They're going to go pretty fast, I do believe.
That sleepy little town, Camden.
Oh, nice little bus pic video of a kid getting the crap beat out of him. Obviously, some black kid beating up some little white kid on a school bus.
Now, Anthony, let's not go there.
Well, sorry. Look at how little that white kid is. That's sad. That guy should be dissed by his peeps for beating up such a little white kid.
That little white kid, he deserved it. Probably said something mildly racist to him.
Probably.
I just got to try to balance it off on the show, you know?
Hey,
I like that of you. Thank you.
I'm distracted. Dan Yo from New Hampshire, explain. It says, where to, Opie? I'll ask if Ant won't.
Where to?
I hate when people write dumb stuff on the
internet. What does that mean? Makes sense. What?
You just announced
what?
Something during the break they probably heard on Pal Talk.
Announced what?
That you were going away the long...
Oh, yeah. I forget that we have the Pal Talk cameras on.
Oh, well, still, be more specific.
All right, I'm sorry, Daniel. I forgot that Anthony had the audio up because we have Pal Talk cameras in the studio, so when we go to break, you kind of get to watch us just kind of hanging out and talking.
Saying stuff behind the scenes.
Trashing people and all that fun stuff.
Whatever else.
All right, so now that makes sense, and I apologize to Dan Yo. Yeah, I'm going away for the long 4th of July weekend. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yar?
Yeah. Steve's in studio. I guess E-Rock was saying that through the instant message system, whatever, that Steve was losing his mind when Anthony was talking about the environment and that Earth's days are not numbered.
Oh.
Yeah, he was saying... Hold on.
Steve's very passionate about this.
I'm not very passionate.
There's nothing wrong with being passionate.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'll back you on this one.
E-Rock.
He was saying that he was getting aggravated, Anthony, saying that New York City was going to be underwater, and Jesus, Anthony, you don't know what you're talking about.
You watch too many movies.
No, I don't watch too many movies. I'm not basing this on the Day After Tomorrow scenario.
You're basing it on the Al Gore movie?
Yes, entirely.
Oh, Jesus.
I form all of my opinions on Al Gore documentaries.
Al Gore.
No, Ant, you're such a smart guy, and when you start,
Thank you, Stephen.
And when you say things that are so completely contrary to what's happening,
Mm-hmm.
It infuriates me because it somehow I think you're doing it because you know it's going to get a rise out of people.
No, not at all. I'll tell you what it is. No. Anthony has a different perspective on everything. He doesn't give a crap what happens to this earth after he's gone. He's one of those guys.
But it's not after.
He doesn't really care.
It's not after you're gone. It's happening.
Do you
now.
honestly believe? Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Do you honestly believe if the ocean's levels and water levels on this globe rose to a point where, I'm not even talking about where they said the final point was, where I swear to you, I saw a clip of Florida, and it's pretty much gone. It's a little nub sticking off the bottom. That's their projection. Not even talking about that.
Okay.
I'm talking about if it rose to a point where people went like, wow, hey, excuse me, Mr. President, the water's really rising.
Problem is, it's not going to happen immediately, and that's the point that this movie, An Inconvenient Truth, makes. It doesn't happen immediately.
No,
it happens over the course of 50 years.
Evolution doesn't happen immediately. No. Things that this planet doesn't change immediately. It takes thousands of years, but it constantly changes. Yeah. And that's what this planet is, a living kind of thing.
The vast majority of the populations of this planet live in coastal regions. When all of a sudden you start filling those coastal regions up with water, you're going to have a lot of displaced human beings that are
I know, but
no, they're gonna, but there's another thing happening. I see Anthony's point now. This stuff will happen at such a slow pace that these people will be slowly moving out of these areas and going elsewhere.
Steve, do you understand that there were
if you lost Florida a week from today,
wow, that would be a problem.
That would be a really big deal.
However, in addition to that,
matter of fact, New Orleans went under and it wasn't even a big deal in the end.
But imagine,
and people are like, oh my God, how can you say that? But look around, man.
Look at the big picture. Look at the big picture.
Look around. They got a Mardi Gras happening already.
Sure.
And
they relocated to Houston.
But imagine if hurricanes like Katrina started happening more frequently, and all of a sudden more cities started getting hit with those kind of hurricanes. Then you've got more cities than just New Orleans.
Do you honestly, and you honestly believe that because we're doing what? That we're making... No, we're obviously doing something bad.
Yes.
Something bad.
Well, these people
that is making hurricanes stronger. How are we making hurricanes stronger?
I'll tell you exactly why.
All right.
the way that heat from the sun hits the atmosphere, historically, it comes through the atmosphere, hits the planet, hits the oceans, hits the glaciers, and most of that heat usually goes back up into space. What's happening with the burning of fossil fuels and pollution is it's thickening up the atmosphere. And that heat, less of that heat is going back up into outer space, and it's going back into the Earth, and it's melting glaciers, it's melting snow on mountaintops, and all that water is causing the glaciers to melt, is causing...
you do know the whole planet was, well, not the whole planet, but a lot of the northern and southern hemisphere covered with ice. Really, just about 10,000, 15,000 years ago. Relatively short amount of time in human existence.
But in terms
and what happened to those glaciers? They pulled back. Why? Ungugu's campfire was throwing off a little too much smoke.
The rate at which the climate of this planet is rising has happened so much faster over the last 20 years.
Has it?
Yeah.
I heard Al Gore say that the 10 hottest years so far in history have happened in the last 12 years.
Sure, that's one of the points he makes.
Maybe that just happened?
No.
Don't you think more...
No, it doesn't. It's just a coincidence.
Doesn't it?
It's a direct result of human intervention.
I like the whole philosophy, too, that as the water's coming up, like, oh, excuse me, the water's starting to come in, we need to do something. All the oil companies will just be like, yeah, okay, to hell with those billions of dollars. Let's switch this on Monday.
Yeah, as the mediator, I can't go with your point,
Look,
Anthony. I can't.
Thank you.
The odds of that would be
I think
ridiculous.
his nonchalant attitude is irresponsible.
I think it's that. How long have we been? I think it's arrogant to think that we've been keeping weather records for how long? Really,
very
such a relatively relatively very short period of time that we've been keeping.
I want to know what the weather stats were for the year 3.
Really, give me the year 3. I bet there were 20 years in a row that were hot.
You know what he's like? You know who he is? He's the guy going right before the Titanic leaves. Not even God could sink her.
Exactly.
Shut off, matey!
Now he's got me killing people on a ship.
Nonchalant arrogance.
Could you at least make me the cigarette guy that sits there and goes, you know, the medical community is really chastising us, and why do they want you to stop smoking? It's all about politics. No,
it's good
I'm
for
saying
you.
this.
Smoking relaxes you.
This issue, how did they explain then? That in the beginning of the industrial age, when every state in this fine union and a lot of countries in Europe were just pumping out coal, everything ran on coal, we had more pollution over this country, especially back in the 20s and 30s, than we do right now.
I think I'm actually trying to remember, because they do address that, but one of the things they do,
of course, they do.
You can drill into glacier ice much in the same way that you would drill into a redwood tree to track chemicals in history to see how old the thing is, and they can check the amount of CO2 levels that were in the atmosphere 100 years ago.
Right.
And they
take
can
a nice little core sample.
Exactly. And they can look and see, look, it was rising at this incremental level over this period of 5 years to this period of 5 years to this period of 5 years. All of a sudden you hit the last century and it rises drastically.
Yeah.
And it's a direct result of human intervention. And scientists aren't refuting this.
I'll agree with that also. You'd have to be stupid to think that all of a sudden this new thing we're doing, burning fossil fuel, coal, powering things, nuclear energy, whatever it is going to somehow affect the environment. I'm saying, how bad is it really? That we
I think the fact that New Orleans was underwater last year.
That was a big hurricane that hit New Orleans. Don't blame it on everything we're doing. It could have just been a big hurricane that hit New Orleans.
Ocean temperatures rise, and you've talked about this before. The water's too cold up here for there to be a hurricane, but the water is warming up in southern parts of the in the southern hemisphere
for a few years, and then all of a sudden it'll cool down.
Yeah, it's called an ice age. 3/4 inch steel, matey.
You're gonna
damn the torpedoes.
More of these violent storms because the ocean's getting warmer.
Life on this planet. My point is, life on this planet has constantly changed the planet.
Sure.
Before we were even here, it changed it.
And
it will continue to do that because we are the smartest things so far that we know of that has been on this planet.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, of course. Things are changing. Sure. Yeah. We can adapt. The planet itself, I love when people say, we got to save Earth. Believe me, this planet will be here for a long time after even we're gone.
What's the Carlin line? The planet will just shake us off like a case of bad fleas.
Yeah, it's like a wet dog. Just get off. And then something else comes here. All the buildings we see out this lovely window.
Gone.
Some Planet of the Apes scenario where it's just piles of vine-covered dirt after a while. That's fine by me. It's just the way things work.
Oh, see, now I get it. He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't.
Fine. Okay.
I don't care because there's nothing to care about.
Well, first, I actually thought he was saying it's not happening, but now I realize he's saying he just doesn't care.
And by the way, what's your point?
He just doesn't care.
What's your position here, people? Are we running out of oil? Or are we going to use it until we burn up the ozone layer? What's going to happen first? If we run out of oil, hey, problem solved. Problem solved. There's no more fossil fuel being burnt. We can't screw up the atmosphere. Everything goes back to normal. If we don't run out of oil, hey, great, we don't want to run out of oil.
But so many things are dependent on fossil fuels for their production.
But we're going to run out.
Yeah.
And then what happens to the environment? It goes back to being cool again?
I think by the time the oil companies
one problem or the other. What's the big issue? What's the biggest issue? Running out of fossil fuel or the fossil fuel affecting the environment? He's saying both are a big problem, but only one can last long enough to affect us.
Whatever is least financially destructive to the companies that are actually...
Drill Alaska dry. That's what I say.
Horrific.
You ever been there?
Hey, have I ever been there? I am a road hack, sir. I have been there.
You've played the Gnome Ha-Has?
Like Choo Choo Charlie's.
The Chuckle Hut in Anchorage?
Yeah, I actually
just dial 1-800-555-BURR.
Well, this is going to get interesting because the director of Al Gore's movie is calling the show later today.
Bring him.
Davis Guggenheim.
Bring him. Guggenheim. Been to the museum. I didn't see one dinosaur bone.
By the way, Steve...
He won't even be open to this guy. He's already like, I got my truck, Lottie. I can put it in four-wheel drive.
You can't get a bigger SUV than I have. I love it. And you know who I drive in it? Me.
You know, me. In the summer blockbuster disaster movie, he's that guy who creates the monster and then it turns on him like, I made you. I made you.
Exactly.
Hey, by the way, Steve drives a hybrid. As you drive your...
Yes, he does.
Yes, I certainly do, and I'm going to buy another one.
Let me ask you something about this, because I think those things are BS. Is it true that they only don't run on gas or oil when you're not moving?
No, not true.
That isn't true.
At slower speeds, you can go completely electric, yeah.
Well, really? How low? How fast can you go?
Like city driving, like in the Toyota I have, you can go like 20 miles an hour, and you're not using any gas. I mean, it's when you hit the highway that you get up to speed and then you're using your electric motor to coast.
Those things are such a scam.
Here's some audio of Steve driving in his hybrid. Put her down, Steve. And look, now it turned into a suitcase, and he carries it into his house.
I back you, Steve.
I
think you're on the right road.
Billy.
We got a physicist on the line, Jerome from Boston.
You,
Jerome, let's go.
What's up, fellas?
Hey,
this is a physicist. What's up?
100%.
Thank you,
Anthony?
sir.
Yes.
Wait, are you the guy that is a physicist, but it's from like a community college?
Exactly. Did you hear him? He's not even...
No, I'm not even kidding. There's a physicist that calls us, but he got his degree from a community college.
Sir, can we have your credentials?
It's not a community college.
What was it?
Who knows? It's Curry in Milton.
Yeah, you've called the show before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
College in Milton, that's right down the street from me. That's from people who don't study in high school.
Oh, and what college did you go to, Billy Burr?
I'm not saying I'm a physicist.
All right, enough.
I'm not a physicist. I went to Emerson College.
Wait,
better school than Curry.
This guy is not.
It is.
This guy's supporting you, Anthony.
I didn't graduate high school. What do I know?
He got his degree going to the 13th grade.
13th grade degree? I don't care. He's a
13th
physicist.
grade, he gets a physicist degree there.
Yeah,
he's a physicist, and he agrees.
This guy, I'm a brain surgeon. Brain surgeon, you're on line 1. What's up, guys?
Steve's just mad because he does 40 on the on-ramp to the expressway and gets passed by everything.
No,
and his foot is to the floor.
I do not.
My hybrid goes, I can't get on the expressway. Here's him in the morning when the sun isn't up with charging his solar panels. Oh, come on. Oh. Honey, do you have any vinegar I can put in the gas tank? I think that works.
If I could get solar panels put on my house, I would. But I live in
solar panels.
It's great if you read about this stuff. You get all your power from the sun, obviously, but it goes back into the grid.
I got solar panels.
Sell it back to the power company. Sell it back to the power company. Yep.
Steve, you're totally making sense to me.
Thank you, Billy.
100%.
Of course he is.
Is it true you're building a windmill above your condo?
Oh, I would love
I got a windmill.
I love you, Save the World schmucks. I can't get enough of you, Save the World idiots.
Look, I'm not.
As opposed to what? You morons in your SUVs with your guns?
We know what's right. Where did guns come in?
You have guns. You have guns.
When the floods come, I'm going to need them.
You have guns.
I'm going to have to shoot people that are rushing for my dry land.
Well, that's
so what was your point? Where did the guns come from? Your home, you jackass.
Exactly. What do guns have to do with this conversation?
Where did guns come into this? He actually gets aroused.
Don't you make me bring guns into this conversation, my friend, because you're going to lose. You'll be at the losing end of that argument. We're talking about pollution. He's got to bring my guns.
I'm going to tell you right now why our side will lose is because this side, might makes right, maniacs like him.
We are armed.
He, I swear to God, is 2 days without food from just taking the AK to his neighbors.
AK? It's an AR-15, my friend, American-made weapons. I don't go for that commie crap.
Steve, you done or what?
Guns!
All right, Steve's done. We're going to take a break.
Thank you, Steve.
Once again, let's not forget the Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus, the comedy event.
100% right.
Let me get this in, bro. The Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus, the comedy event of 2006, coming to soon to a venue near you. We're playing Worcester, the PNC Bank Arts Center in Jersey, and September 9th, the Tweeter Center across the river in Philly there in Camden, New Jersey. Tickets go on sale this morning at 9 a.m. through all Ticketmaster locations. Check out the lineups by going to our MySpace account.
It's by the river? Oh, geez, I hope it's still there by the time we do the gig. Bring your life jackets,
Anthony's
people.
going to be there dumping antifreeze in it. See, look, it's doing nothing. There's plenty of fish. There's plenty of fish.
I like how Bill went, Steve, you're 100% right.
Exactly.
Thank you. This is what
Based on nothing, he's given him 100.
Look,
not even 99%.
I have a microphone too, sir.
Yeah.
I have a microphone because you just get totally trashed. You got the sound effects. You completely get trashed. Somebody has to come to his defense.
100%.
Thank you, Bill.
At least 99% of. He's giving me not 1%. Not 1% you're giving me.
Because he has on a MASH windbreaker with horizontal... I can't even listen to this guy. This dirty baseball hat. Let me tell you how about the world. What did you base this on? A movie you saw made by scientists?
Exactly.
Let me tell you something, buddy. I have a PlayStation and an Xbox. I know about the atmosphere.
I never heard of this Professor Al Gore scientist.
He's the fucking... Oops.
Potty mouth.
He's the spokesperson.
Yeah, he's just a spokesperson giving a lecture. He's just presenting scientific
There'll be a
evidence.
scientist coming here.
Spokesperson. He's what I call a jokes person. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, listen, we got it,
At least I could carry on a mature conversation without cursing.
Oh, really? Captain XM? Potty mouth? Been fired 18 times?
Right. Before 9 o'clock.
All right, the director will be calling in later today, Davis Guggenheim. That's going to be a very interesting phone call. The director of Al Gore's environmental movie.
Bring him.
And once again, don't forget, the Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus, the comedy event of 2006. We got all the comedians you know and love from this program, including Bill Burr. Of course, Jim Norton, who will be back on the radio with us on Monday, and everybody else. Bob Kelly, Voss, Patrice O'Neill, you name them. Go to the radio station's website that you're listening to us.
I've never had such a passionate argument before 7 a.m.
Oh, I know, and you should.
It's great. Tickets go on sale this morning, 9 a.m. through all Ticketmaster locations. We'll continue in just a bit. It's the ONA virus spreading across America. The ONA virus spreading across America. Lots of instant feedback coming in today. If you got something for the show, 1-866-313-FREE. Bill Burr sitting in, doing a great job.
You know how Derek is back at the XM studios typing in what is called pad data? It gives a brief description in a couple of words of what we're talking about.
For the XM radio.
Yeah. When we were talking about the ostrich, Ostridge.
No way.
Ostrich.
No way.
Ostrich.
Like a partridge?
Yeah, ostrich. Derek
The ostrich
is a
family.
dope. Wow.
We finally got something on him because we thought he was perfect.
I thought he was like the smartest guy in that room. It turns out he's a blithering idiot.
Here I am mocking him. I don't know how to say. Is it T-R-I-C-H?
Yeah.
T-R-I-C-H,
Rich.
yes.
Like Rich.
Yes.
Hey.
Like Rich, except it's a bird being raped.
Right. Exactly.
By the way, Mr. 455 picked me up this morning.
Hi.
He's at my door, and he goes, "Be careful today. There's a homeless guy sleeping outside your place." Right, Kenny?
Just today?
Lily.
No, I'll explain in a second here, but you pulled up, and what'd you see?
Yes, sir. Somebody must have threw out a couch, like right in front of your front door there. That was the first thing I noticed, and then I saw the nice Nubian gentleman sprawled out on the couch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, to the people of New York, I guess someone moved out of my brownstone, so all their stuff that they don't want anymore is waiting on the curb to be taken away, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you leave a couch outside your place, you're pretty much setting up shop for a homeless guy in New York City.
That's like a homeless guy's luxury apartment.
These guys,
Just a couch.
These guys, that's all they do is walk the streets, figuring out where they're going to sleep. And as soon as they see a couch,
Yeah.
this is like
MTV Cribs.
this is
Oh,
like
yeah.
this is like a 4-star hotel to a homeless guy. He's like, you
It
gotta be
is.
kidding me.
They sleep on the sidewalk, on the subway grates,
Like
like
I was-
just on a blanket on the ground. A couch?
Like I was commenting yesterday.
These walls are a
In
ceiling.
June?
Ah.
I do a lot of inline skating, and you got to sit, after the show,
You mean
you got to
rollerblading,
you got to
Anthony?
sit down somewhere and put on your skates, right? You can't sit anywhere in New York anymore because they're making sure homeless people don't sleep on
They put
flat
spikes.
surfaces.
They put spikes here in New York on every flat surface. Every flat surface
So a
in
little
New York
side of the building
has
where it
spikes.
would be a nice little, sit down real fast, maybe, do your cigarette break, or in my case, throw on my rollerblades.
Big wrought iron spike.
Dude, I used to say rollerblades, but
inline skating.
no, I used to say rollerblades, and then all the guys like, that's a brand. That's a brand.
Is that a angry typing guy?
That's a brand. It's called inline skating.
Dude, in case you didn't know.
You're right, Bill. It's rollerblades.
Rollerblades.
I'm going back to saying rollerblades.
That's old school.
But I would get emails. Rollerblades is a brand. It's called inline skating, ass.
There's nowhere for me to sit and tighten my skates with my skate key.
But the reason for this is because the homeless people, they're just walking the streets looking where they're going to sleep. So if you throw a couch out like this idiot in my building, now the homeless people are camping out until they take the couch away.
Now they can be comfortable. Those bastards.
Not in front of his house.
Not only did this guy get a couch to sleep in, he also had a really nice comforter that someone threw away.
Ooh.
So he's all bundled up nice. He took his shoes off and everything.
Why, you should have just given him your bed and you take the couch.
Took his shoes
Make it sound
off.
so comfy.
Before we learned this in our building, there was a hose out front because some people have decided they need to grow herbs in the 2x2 dirt area outside our building.
You city dwellers are hysterical with your growing of greens.
So they're like, wow,
Window boxes.
a perfect place to grow herbs. So we have a hose out front, and someone had the actual nozzle on the hose. That was a bad idea because the homeless people, realized they could shower right outside my bedroom window.
Oh, so they would use that little spigot?
Well, first they were using the actual hose because the hose was still connected. And then they got the bright idea, okay, you take the hose away and the homeless people won't shower anymore. No, they just reach their head down in between the nozzle and the concrete. It can't be more than 8 inches of room. And they'll stick their head in that way and shower that way. But now, finally, they took the handle off so you can't turn the water on anymore.
Unless you have vice grips or
And now they're going to
pliers
smell.
or something. And that's why they smell so much,
Yeah, we
like
should-
Tippy Tom.
But to the
We
people
should hose them down.
To the people in New York, really, when you throw out a couch or a mattress, you're just setting up shop for a homeless person outside your joint.
And you don't care, but it's in front of your place.
Honestly, I don't really care.
No?
Nah. I just walked by it. It gave me something to look at this morning.
The cops don't
It looks
route
like
them.
homeless IKEA. Like one of those little living room sets that they set up.
This guy was loving life. It made me laugh, actually. We walked by, and we were just laughing. I'm like, this guy is out cold.
Is he the tough guy on the
He's in
block?
dreamland.
Because you would think only the tough guy. They got to fight over it. They got to fight over that
I've had a
couch.
few drunken nights. I would have grabbed the sofa on the sidewalk. Just I
gotta go to sleep. I can't walk anymore. You know, though, that like some guy got woken up with just a punch to the face. Get off of my couch. But
that's right.
Step up and punch him in the face as he's sleeping.
Yeah, that's not the nice mother shaking you awake.
Go to school. It's time for school.
You want some French toast?
Just some big meat fist hitting you in the side of the head, throwing you off of now his couch. It's a jungle out there.
Beating you with your bag of mismatched sneakers.
This guy was in dreamland, though, man. So I hope they take the garbage away today. Is today garbage day in New York? I don't know.
I don't know. The cops used to roust them more than they do now.
There's always one that always ends up in a garbage truck. Is that what it is? They just pick up the sofa?
That's where that joke came from.
What joke?
Throwing away a perfectly good, guy.
Of course the cop is laughing extra hard.
Oh, yeah.
Of course the cop laughs extra hard.
And he's heard that joke a few times.
It's in its original form, right, Kenny? Yeah. Wink, wink, huh?
Yeah,
look at him. Yeah.
Kenny wrote that one.
Well, it was funny when we came out and we slammed the front door to make sure it was shut and locked. Yeah. The guy got jostled and went and rolled over a little bit.
He was annoyed that you were interrupting his sleep.
Yeah, this guy was
going to work at 4 a.m. He's pissed.
Yeah, this guy was in heaven, man.
No sympathy.
I'm telling you, a 4-star hotel for the homeless guy this morning. So
good for him.
Oh, I just figured out that joke.
Yeah. It's a classic.
People, does it always have to go the Klan route?
It's a classic. I didn't say anything. Never even said the punchline.
What you do is you cast. You're like a racist, fly fisherman. You just sort of cast it out there so you don't say it.
The only people that understand what I just said are people that know the punchline and are racists. Okay, look, I'll fix everything.
There you go. There you go.
That's the inappropriate bell. Whenever anything inappropriate is said, we acknowledge it's inappropriate by doing that, and it makes it all better.
By the way, speaking of the homeless, we did homeless radio again on the second half of the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
We get to fool around a lot when we do our XM show, exclusive XM show. And when we decide to do a little bonus radio, sometimes we do some dumb things. Yeah. And the other day we had Tippy Tom doing homeless radio. We just give him a mic. We give him Than just to kind of keep the show going. Mm-hmm. So it's Tippy Tom and his friend Blue this time around. And they just sit where we sit. And Than kind of runs the show and, kind of directs the ship a little bit.
And takes calls. It's a real caller-oriented political talk show. They could talk about the issues of the day. They ask him questions about Iraq and Iran and and let these guys just...
And before we got fired, we had this concept going. We're like, if some radio station would put a homeless guy on every morning or every afternoon, I would have to listen every day. I don't care what they were saying.
And just let him take calls about, whatever's going on in the world and see what their point of view is.
And there's no radio programmers out there brave enough to try that.
Because they're not very... They don't have enough information... up-to-date information to really say what's going on, but they have just a little of what they think is going on.
Radio programmers are brave enough to try David Lee Roth, but they're not brave enough to really go for it with a homeless guy doing radio. So Tippy Tom, this is Homeless Radio Volume 2, a little taste of what we got to hear the other day. It's Tippy Tom and Blue. I guess there was some controversy with KFC. A lot of people, Than, you know this story? Yeah, Than's coming in. There was a big story earlier this week about KFC.
Every so often that pops up.
The story's basically they're being sued about the amount of trans fats in their chicken.
This one comes up, every so often.
Apparently
people can't put the goddamn chicken leg down.
Trans fats kill 30,000 people a year or something.
And why is this KFC's fault?
It's the highest amount. It's the fast food chain with the highest amount of trans fat. The news story said something like one 3-piece KFC bucket has the same trans fat is 30 McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Wow.
But it's good stuff.
Are there people really out there thinking that they're eating healthy
It's
when
healthy
they go to
when you
KFC?
go to KFC. Yeah. That's one of those things where you
That
just...
used to be my hangover food, KFC.
You know what the weird thing about KFC food is? If I eat it when it's hot, the second I'm done eating it, I feel like I'm going to die. But you put that in the refrigerator and you eat it cold, I don't know if the refrigeration kills some of the trans fats or gets them to a nice cool level.
Yeah. Do you eat the skin, too, when it's cold?
That's the best part.
When it's hot, it is. Not when it's cold. See, I'm the opposite of you again.
I know, right? I like the environment. I don't dislike black people. I'm crazy. I'm crazy like that. I don't even know how I'd fit in on this show. I give people a chance. I'm happy the homeless guy got a couch. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
you're right.
You're making me feel like a hippie over here.
What the hell are you doing here? You're right.
It's my childhood anger. That's what keeps me...
I didn't really mind the homeless guy on the couch. It was just an observation that the homeless guy...
Look at Opie trying to get in. Hey,
but
I didn't mind the guy. Some guy that sleeps on the couch is some of my best friends.
I just thought it was... I just looked at the humor angle, actually. That,
Yeah, I'm sure he finds a lot of humor in it.
You throw this stuff out, and they migrate right to it. Stupid me, I thought if you threw a couch out, no one would touch it. No, they turn it right side up, and they set up a little hotel room for themselves. Right.
You get mice.
So the KFC thing.
Yeah. So I brought this up to Tom and Blue, and they've reacted very strongly. Apparently, they're big fans.
Yeah. The key was set up the story again because this is really funny because he misunderstood you obviously.
Oh, the trans fat.
Yeah. I said they were being sued for too much fat in their chicken. And Tom thought I said something else.
Yeah, and here it is. A little taste of homeless radio with Tippy Tom.
Dan from Rhode Island, you got a question for Tippy Tom and Blue?
Yeah, I got a question for Golden Bun.
Hold on. That was the wrong one. That's about global warming, which is good, too.
Well, of course.
We'll do that one next. But
I'm sure he'll bring up Bill's point. Exactly.
Here's the KFC.
He'd be 100% right.
Well, some other stuff we got going on in the news. Kentucky Fried Chicken's getting sued for being too fat.
Whoa, why?
KFC getting sued for what?
People are saying there's too much trans fat in their foods, and that kills too many people with the fat in the foods.
Well, we gotta put some vegetable shortening in it, though, isn't it? What? He said put too much cat in the chicken?
Too much fat, Tom.
Too much cat? That should bring me up there now. I'm getting sick of this. I'm eating cat. Oh.
No.
Well, I think I'm eating chicken.
Tom, do you think the company should stop selling fat chicken or people should stop buying fat chicken? What do you think?
The company should stop selling cat chicken. And I'm sick of it.
All right.
No more cat chicken. I am sick of it. I want something different. Put some turkey in that chicken. But no more cat in the chicken.
Who wouldn't listen to this every day?
Put some turkey in that chicken.
I don't want any more cat chicken. Cat. I like how he runs out of air.
Yeah.
I don't want no cat in my chicken.
We run out of air, too. Any room he's in runs out of air.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
What a wreck.
What an aroma.
Stephen from Bayshore. Tippy Tom can't find a home or a coherent thought. Beautiful.
I like how, because you had covered a bunch of subjects that were really hard-hitting and very relevant to what's going on today. But that was the one where it's like, Kentucky Fried Chicken, whoa, hey, oh.
They didn't react that strongly to the issue of homelessness.
Well,
whoa.
Tippy Tom.
I don't want no cat in my chicken.
Tippy Tom with his sidekick Blue, homeless radio. Here's what he has to say about global warming. A little taste of homeless radio.
Dan from Rhode Island, you got a question for Tippy Tom and Blue?
Yeah, I got a question for old Golden Buns. Hey, Tom, what do you think about global...
Golden Buns.
What do you think about the global warming issue, and how should we solve it?
Well, I believe in heat. I like warm. So global warming is good.
Yeah, if you sleep outside.
Blue, your thoughts? Global warming?
Global warming?
Yeah.
I want more heat. I get cold.
Cold. I get cold.
I get cold. You hear that, Al Gore?
I need heat, and I don't want cat in my chicken.
If he sobered up, he could probably be a good jazz singer.
Oh, yeah, with that voice?
Oh, no,
Yeah, scat singer.
Scared a cat singer. I don't want to be no cat singer, Bill.
I don't need no cat in my music.
Put some turkey in that singer.
Hey,
oh, he is too much, man.
Hey, we heard him sobered up once.
Sober? Whoa.
Remember, he sounded completely different
from the hospital.
From the hospital. There was one time they tried to clean him up, and he was doing well for a while. And
picked him up. He had an ulcerated leg, so they picked him up and brought him to the hospital, detoxed him, put him in there, and he was laying in the hospital. They cleaned him up, cut his hair, shaved him. We sent a listener down, or somebody down there, to take pictures of him, and he talked on the phone, and he sounded normal. Sounded like a normal gay guy, actually. He just no raz to the voice.
No, he had a little of this in his voice.
Got a little bit of this going on, like, well, you know, sometimes I just get a little crazy, and the booze really gets to me. It's a different guy.
That's
then you get a few beers in him. He's like, hey, cat my chicken.
Men, women, I don't care.
You want to?
Wow. He's like he's like an urban grizzly man then, basically.
Yeah.
Instead of living with the grizzlies, he's living with the subway rats.
This one was one of my faves.
That's a big rat. Yes, it is.
Someday you might kill me, but I don't care. I like to eat.
Yeah, one more clip here for now. Homeless radio. Alzarkawi, excuse me, was big in the news this week. So obviously you got to ask Tippy Tom and Blue about Alzarkawi.
Yeah.
And this is what he had to say on homeless radio.
Your people are telling us we got to wrap this up, so we got one more topic. The recent death of Alzarkawi. Did you hear about that?
No.
The head, one of the head terrorists in Iraq got killed. The U.S. bombed him and killed him. What do you think about that?
What did he do wrong? Number one.
He beheaded some people.
He killed people.
Yeah, cut off their heads and also...
What's the U.S. doing over there?
Bombing him.
Why?
We're going to go around in circles, aren't we?
Why?
Because he was a bad person that was blowing up Americans and other people.
He was doing that?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know this. If he was doing that, he got to get his ass beat. The thing is this. I don't know.
That's true, The thing is this. I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what's funny, though? If you listen to his, after you said that he kind of had the gay accent thing going on, if you listen to his response to that,
you could kind of hear
all of a sudden, instead of being like, whoa, it was kind of like, whoa.
I don't know. Fella. Tippy Tom.
Showing a little ulcerated leg.
What are they doing? Is he a bad boy over there? Alzarkawi, it must be...
What did he do?
What did he do? How do you not know? It's just the complete lack of any news.
Yeah.
There's got to be a certain amount of bliss in that. You know, even though you're on the streets, you stink, you're getting ulcerated legs, you're getting beat up for whatever little possession you have, there's got to be this bit of bliss that I don't know what's going on, and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, you just get boozed every day.
You think he cares that there's a war going on, or even knows, or...
He doesn't even know that Earth's days are numbered.
Earth's days are numbered?
He has no clue.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, when you're homeless, global warming is a good thing.
Global warming, I want to be warm.
He has no idea the Chinese are coming. He doesn't know anything. Nothing.
Building an empire over there.
Huh?
I wasn't aware of that.
Apparently they're building, a lot of stuff. They're breaking into the industrial age over there. And it's kind of hurting everybody.
The Chinese are on their way, Bill.
That's why all
That's
the oil.
what's going to get us in the end.
They're using all the oil. They're building a mechanized, a little machine over there. Chinese machine. That
I don't think they have enough people to pull that off.
No. I think that's the only thing that's kept them in check for so long. It's too many people. They went with the whole... It's like a big game, this planet. And they went with, let's go with the strategy of just filling up the game with people.
Right.
And then they realized, you got to feed them and everything? This ain't work. Keep them in control? We here at this station, we just went with weapons. We just went, let's get as many weapons as we can and just let people know that we're not afraid to use them at any given moment.
They're too busy trying to
strategy.
They're too busy trying to figure out who is who.
Yeah. Literally.
You gotta admit, though.
They're wasting a lot of time going, now, but he looks like...
You isn't who?
This is the thing. You got to give this to Asians, though. They have stepped it up in the haircut department.
Yes.
But back in the day.
No, they haven't. They're now trying to highlight...
It's 80s, though. It's a lot of 80s stuff going
there's
on.
definitely, the big 80s thing going on. But before, I remember when I first got into comedy, every comedian, that was like a hacky joke. They all had the same haircut. But they don't now. They all look like they're in, Bow Wow Wow now.
Now there's, some spiking going on top.
Yeah, there's
some highlighting.
They're ready for the flock of seagulls.
Yeah, they finally
They're just about there, man.
Well, they're as mad, a lot of them are as mad that their hair is just straight black hair as, the person with curly hair is that, they can't have it straight.
Mm-hmm.
It's so they got to do something with it after centuries. They decided, a little hair product. Maybe a little highlights.
Hey, we're going to go to break with Drew Boogie singing about Tippy Tom.
Yes.
I don't think this side of the Opie and Anthony show has heard this yet. It's Drew Boogie remixed the Grey Wolf song. Yes, Grey Wolf, another one of our homeless friends who has a very, very good singing voice.
Yeah,
and he's got some skills on the pan flute there.
Yeah, he plays a flute and
he sang a little thing in the studio. Then Drew Boogie, one of our guys that spins for us from time to time live in studio, took the audio and made something out of it. And we really believe this could have been a hit. So we tried to get Grey Wolf to, get another verse going and redo it, and it failed miserably in studio.
His voice is shot.
In an actual studio.
Yeah, it's all about Tippy Tom, though, this song.
He sings about Tippy Tom. It's Grey Wolf, another homeless friend of ours. Yankee Red Sox talk going on during the commercial break.
It's got to happen.
Oh, my God. I've heard it a million times.
I went to a Yankees Red Sox game. Actually, the one where we got killed by the Yankees, 13-5. But the great thing as a Red Sox fan is now you go there and they can't chant 1918 anymore. They have no chance, so they're trying to come up with something, and they're going, Red Sox suck. Trying to still have it 1918. It's dude, at least put enough words in for those syllables. Just go Red Sox suck.
Or can't you just, Red Sox suck.
Yeah.
Red Sox suck.
It's
that's where the 1918 used to go.
You can't put the syllable in there, an extra syllable on
great.
suck.
It is fun, though, even though I've heard the argument a million times.
Yeah.
When a Red Sox fan and a Yankee fan gets together, it's just...
Plus,
you go back to being in third grade or something.
All we needed was that one championship so we can just keep talking trash. Yeah. And then you root for the Red Sox and the rest of the league. So as long as they don't win, it's the one thing we go, when's the last time you won it? And then they go, but we got 26. And it just degenerates down to that.
Oh, I know. I'm rooting for the Red Sox this year and my Mets.
The Mets are doing great.
I want a 1986 rematch.
A lot of girls will
20 years later.
Happy.
How cool would that be?
Gonna be a lot of happy women. That's a chicks team, right?
No, it's not. That's a chicks team.
I thought the Mets were a chicks team.
It's not a chicks team.
The little pink hats.
You walk around Manhattan
with the little pink hats with the Mets logo on it.
Wait, you're high, dude.
That's right.
What the hell are you smoking when you're not doing the radio show? There are more pink Yankee hats than pink Met hats.
The brothers wear the pink Yankee hats.
And to be honest with you,
the brothers wear the pink Yankee hats.
They do.
You don't see white guys wearing pink Yankee hats.
Brothers aren't wearing
because they like the colors. Brothers can get away with wearing
Yankee
pink
fans wear
like
the
that.
Pink panties.
Yeah.
I'll go as stylish as you're going. With your gay orange seats. Out in the fucking.
You finally messed
up. One out.
And he moved as close as he can to me. Give me my Mets abuse.
And then he throws a curse out, hoping they dump out of the line before that bombed. That's all you got to do is curse real close to what you just said.
I openly admitted that the Mets have the worst colors in all of sports.
Why do they have those colors?
I don't know. You know the answer?
For the love of God.
I don't know.
It's when the Giants and the Dodgers left. This is the awful team that they try to replace them with, and that's Dodger blue and Giant black and orange. That's why.
Say it ain't so.
I really didn't know that. I swear to God.
How did you not know that?
I've been a Mets fan my entire life.
That's because those jets are flying over and you're bleeding that fuel.
Yeah, that jet
horrendous
fuel.
stadium.
They're dumping their tanks before they land right over the stadium.
At least Veterans Stadium, they didn't run out of money. They could actually build a complete circle. I've never seen a ballpark with no outfield seats. It's like you hit a home run.
Taken out of it.
You hit a home run and you see it go through the windshield of your car.
They couldn't put that piece there or else the landing gear would hit when they're coming into LaGuardia. They needed like a notch in the stadium for the jets to fly through.
That awful 7 train, they still have those red cars from like the Leave It to Beaver era.
I have, you know.
It's horrible. It's like
this
a time machine.
We never trashed the Mets on this. This is about time.
You know what?
Look at us getting together on this.
Yeah, here we go.
I can't argue.
Last time you won it.
I've been saying for years Shea Stadium's the worst baseball stadium in the league.
Oh.
It is the worst by far.
You know what I like?
Don't make me pull out the atom bomb, Bill.
Hey. Let me tell you what I like about
one more, and I pull out the atom bar.
Uh-oh.
You should have leaned towards me.
One more, and I pull out the atom bomb.
I like the Mets.
When they get a home run and that apple pops out of the top hat, it's a magical moment at Shea.
Go ahead, Bill. Add to that.
Huh?
Go ahead, add to that.
Bill,
don't be mad at me because you have a little apple coming out of a top
Go ahead,
hat.
add to
Bill,
that.
Mr. Met, and go.
Go ahead. Go ahead, add to it right now. Go ahead. My finger's on the button. Go ahead.
Big baseball
I dare
head.
you. I double dare you.
He's got a Red Sox A-bomb.
One more. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What are you going to throw out Bill Buckner?
That's right.
We won, though.
Oh, let's...
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yep, that used to be painful. Not anymore. Now,
it still stings a little.
Hurts a little.
It still stings a little.
I sit and I laugh. I actually think about us having the champagne ready to go. It's just all funny now. It's like when the Patriots, all the crap that happened to them.
You think back at the pain you felt at that moment, my friend.
Nah,
because
look at the Yankee fans still wanting me to have pain.
Please,
it still affects you.
It
doesn't. It's over.
I just remember watching, going, look at the Mets. What a choke team. What a choke. They stink. They can't. Oh, a little blooper. What the hell's that? You know, Sutter Rally.
Yeah.
What was that, Carter? Got something Mookie.
All I know is Keith Hernandez was already drinking a beer and smoking a cigarette. He thought it was gone.
Oh, I love that clip.
All right, listen. Let's,
Until they won it, I swear to God, I couldn't watch a night game at Shea. It would just remind me.
Yeah.
And if I went to a Met game, I would look at first base like,
there
it happened.
Who is it?
It's really Bob Stanley.
Hey, Timmy in Queens, what's up?
Hey, you know my favorite thing about Shea Stadium is?
Huh?
The one speaker in the outfield. The one speaker, and when the wind blows, all of a sudden you can't hear anything the PA guy's saying.
That stadium stinks, man. It really is bad.
But you know, it's got good atmosphere there because it's young and all the Latinos with their flags.
Hey, by the way, Vinny in the Bronx, Bill, you idiot. The Mets are blue, orange, and white because those are the New York State flag colors. They added black a few years ago to sell stuff. Learn your stuff.
That isn't true, jackass.
Giving erroneous information about the Metropolitans?
I'm not. That's why.
Are you?
No, I'm not. That's how they came up with it. It's Dodger blue and Giant black and orange. I stick by that.
I'll have to look into that.
I'm 100% right.
Of course you are.
Yeah, let's say how
if I'm wrong, this is going to be a catastrophe.
Look how he tries to steer it on towards
That's
you.
the game. That's how the game works. Get it off of you.
You are
and
brilliant,
pass it off
Bill.
to somebody else.
You really are. You've learned so well. I love this.
Through years of getting pounded, I've learned that's what you do.
I have nothing to say.
Get it off of me.
And put it on you.
Chris in Houston, what do you have?
Hey, boys.
Hey, man.
I was wondering if y'all had a chance to check out little Jimmy Norton last night.
I wasn't able to. I had to sleep.
Yeah, I had to sleep, too, because I was at the U.S. Open. And I had a long day, and I was in bed by like 9, I guess. Hey, we got it in front of us. We should play it here.
Who else was on the show with him? Who? Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale.
And Jimmy, I guess, called Roland from L.A. going, you got to get Kate on the show.
Really?
Yeah, I guess he was obsessing about her. Every time Jimmy's on Jay Leno, there's some hot chick on the couch.
I think they do it they've been doing that on purpose because it's worked out so well. He's had some really funny moments with the hot chicks that sit next to him. Right. He's such a creep.
Right.
He sits there, and just him looking over, and his shoulders go up to his ears, and he looks over at the girl and kind of nods and goes, hi. And the audience loses their mind. They just start cracking up like, look at this little creep talking to this beautiful girl.
Little did they know he wants to get him back here to go on the Liberator.
Oh, of course.
What do you got, Ben?
There was also a cute little moment between Kate and Jim last night. At the end, when they're all brought out, for the thank yous, she stumbled a bit and fell back into Jim, and he had to sort of support her.
Oh, God.
I can't wait to see the video.
God knows what kind of evidence is on her dress now.
Oh, I know.
I DVR'd that. Hey, before we play Jim Norton really fast, Bud Light presents the Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus, the comedy event of 2006, coming soon to a venue near you. So far, August 5th, Worcester, Centrum in Boston. August 26th, the PNC Bank Arts Center in Jersey. September 9th, the Tweeter Center in Camden, New Jersey, across the river there in Philly, okay? Mm-hmm. Tickets on sale this morning in like a little over an hour.
Little over an hour. Tickets going on sale. Pick them up, my friends.
Through all Ticketmaster locations. Presented by Bud Light. Always worth it.
Nice.
And the lineups are just unbelievable. For the PNC Bank Arts Center show, Saturday, August 26th, you're talking about Rich Voss, Patrice O'Neill, Bill Burr, Bob Kelly, Tracy Morgan, Bob Saget, Carlos Mencia, Jim Norton. Are you excited to be part of this, Bill?
No. Excited to go to Worcester.
What's wrong with going to Worcester?
Brings back memories of when I used to perform at the Aku Aku Chinese restaurant.
Yeah?
For Dick Doherty.
I never...
Oh, that's right. There was a Chinese restaurant up there that did comedy. I
never got that whole thing. There's plenty of them. There's like all over the country they got like Chinese restaurants where you guys play, and I never could figure that out.
Horrific.
Right.
They'd have up in Boston, they have the poo-poo platter. The little flame is in the middle, and they have chicken fingers.
And you got to make these people laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, especially when I was doing those, I was never closing. I had started out, so I was like one of the first guys up, so people were just chowing down as I was up there. As soon as you made them laugh, there was like egg rolls coming out of their mouth. It was terrible.
What's up, Jimmy?
Hey!
Oh, my
Look
God.
Who's in.
Also, the Boston Worcester show on August 5th. The lineup, Rich Voss, Patrice O'Neill, Bill Burr, Ralphie May, Bob Kelly, Tracy Morgan, Bob Saget, and Jim Norton.
I thought that was like a listener who looked like him. I
know.
Still in L.A. I was like, that's uncanny.
And you said, hey, Jim, and I looked at the phones. Like, is he calling in?
And finally, really fast, Camden, New Jersey, across the river in Philly at the Tweeter Center. Jimmy Schubert, Don Barrera, Rich Voss, Patrice O'Neill, Bill Burr, Ralphie May, Bob Kelly, Tracy Morgan, Bob Saget, and Jim Norton. Don't forget, tickets go on sale this morning at 9 a.m. through all Ticketmaster locations. All right? Jimmy, we're about to play your Leno set.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
We didn't see it either because we went to bed early.
Tom says break before that.
Tom says break before that? Who the hell is he?
Well, you tell Tom, okay.
Tippy Tom?
Well, I tell Tom.
Whoa.
Well,
take a break. You gotta take a break.
Well, I tell Tom, go outside and don't be scared of the sun. That's what I say today. Wrecking the flow of this show. All right, we'll take a break. We'll take a break.
What are you selling, cat chicken?
That's like a homeless, what the hell what was the girl's name we used to make fun of?
Tara Reid.
Tara Reid, yeah.
Tara Reid, oh my God, you guys. Welcome to my show, Terrible. And we're going to do something today. We're going to go paragliding, what is it called? I don't know what it's called, but we're all going to go down to the beach. What are you talking about paragliding? And we're going to go down there. Whoa, hold on now. Why don't you get naked? Just take your clothes off. Oh my God, this guy smells so bad, you guys. We're all going to go paragliding today. I'm Tara Reid, your host for Terrible, and this guy... All right, Tara, we're ready. You ready to go? Oh, my God, you crazy? I'm not going to do that. I'll just hang out and watch everybody do it. Hook me up. I'll do it. I'll do anything. Is it warm up there? I get a little cold.
And she wonders why her show got canceled, by the way. She never would do the things they wanted her to do.
Oh, my God, it's going to be so fun. We're going to do some water skiing here in the Mediterranean, the Gulf of the Mediterranean, whatever it's called, something med. And we're going to have fun. And I'm going to get out there on water skis. It's going to be awesome and everything. All right, Tara, we're ready for the water ski segment. Are you crazy? There's sharks out there. I'm not doing it. Tara, you got to do something. I'll just I'll just drink and not be able to talk.
There was one episode she was doing windsurfing on the beach.
Oh, my God, you guys
on
were
the
supposed
sand.
to do windsurfing today.
She went through all the training, I guess, or they did the piece, and then they showed her just on the sand.
Yeah, on the sand, holding it. Oh, my God, I bet this is so hard in the water.
It was so much fun.
But I'm not going to do it. It was fun even on the sand.
Oh, yeah, she was going to run with the bulls, and she didn't do that.
I'll run with the bulls and Pam somewhere with a P. And it's so much fun. It's so dangerous and stuff. I'm just going to sit here and drink daiquiri. I just have another drink. She never did anything but drink and smoke.
All right, we'll take a break. Jim Norton's in the house here.
Jim Norton, oh, my God.
We want to play his Leno set, but now we got to wait till after the break to...
Whoa. What do you mean you got to wait till the break?
I don't know, to stay ahead of the game a little bit.
Sell some chicken, cat. Cat chicken.
Actually, we could play another clip from Tippy Tom, Homeless Radio, as we go.
All right.
It's a shorty.
That sounds good.
He's talking about the homeless problem.
Problem.
He asked about the homeless problem.
Mirror, sir.
Here's Homeless Radio with Tippy Tom.
Jeff from New York.
How would you solve the homeless problem if you were president of the United States?
Tom.
Tippy Tom. Oh, the homeless problem. What I would do is take all that taxpayers' money and I'd build more housing so these people have to live outside. Okay?
In the rain.
I'm a homeless man, and it's not that expensive. They spend billions of dollars on military weapons. Why can't they spend $1 billion
for the homeless?
Building? Yes.
Why can't you live in a missile?
Get rid of the military. All right, we need a strong military. I'm all for that.
A dirty bomb.
But the thing is this, is that we got people that need a place to live.
And there you have it, Homeless Radio with Tippy Tom.
Just a missile of, like, mosquitoes and fleas.
Fox 1, missile away. We have a dirty bomb headed toward the palace.
Wait, why am I flying? Why am I flying through there? Where you sending me? I don't want to go there and explode. Why don't you strap a chicken to a bomb? I hear it's dangerous.
All right.
Dirty bomb.
We really got to take a break. It's the O&A virus spreading across America. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Hope you're enjoying the festivities today. Bill Burr in-house and Jim Norton, fresh from a red eye, I guess, huh, Jimmy?
Yeah, the plane was like 45 minutes late. It was really irritating.
He was on Leno last night, and he's here this morning. Like, somehow that doesn't make sense to me at all.
Miracle of modern transportation.
Yeah, man, I like to get out of town. You know how it is. You don't want a gig, you just want to go, man. I don't want to stay in L.A.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
As soon as I can.
L.A. People there.
Yeah, disgusting.
The clubs.
Had a nice chat. What's her name? Kate, the chick?
Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah. We were just talking during the break about how awful L.A. is, and what a little potty mouth she is.
Really?
Oh, she dropped the C-bomb. I'm in love with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
During the commercial break?
Yeah, we were talking. She's like, yeah, I live here, and she's like, oh, it's so boring out here. I'm like, yeah, it sucks. She's like, yeah, if you say C or you light a cigarette, they freak out. And she said it. I was like, I really want to hold her.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a good egg.
She's a good egg.
Lovely girl.
She sounds sweet.
Yeah, Jay was asking for you guys, of course.
Jay.
Tell him we said hi.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Buddy
Jay was asking about you. You know that, Jay.
Because of Jim.
No, he actually, no, he's aware of the fact that the show is doing well, and he knows
that is really
Tell him I read his Popular Mechanics article every month.
I didn't mention.
Damn it!
I was too busy nodding, going, no, okay.
Well, we got to play Jim's set. Do you mind, Jim?
I probably won't listen to it, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, oh, yeah. I know how that is.
It makes you feel all, like,
oh, my God.
Warm.
I can't wait to actually see it. I DVR'd it.
But you're funny.
Thank you, but you know how it is, man.
I know. You were up too late for me last night, so.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame you, dude.
Well, we're very proud. I mean, Jimmy was on Jay Leno last night. We should play his set here on the show, definitely. So from last night, even though he's in studio back here in New York, our pal Jim Norton.
I don't want to take the whole show up with it.
No, we're playing the whole thing.
I'm shy.
It's Friday. Who are you kidding? We're sailing today.
Hey, have you been a Haitian male this whole time? Thanks a lot, everybody. I appreciate it.
There he is, little Jimmy Norton. Very good.
Oh, man.
That's a great set.
I know. I can't believe the stuff he got away with. That was great.
Jimmy's talked about it on the show, how much Jay allows over there. So,
The condom joke was killer.
Jimmy ran into the bathroom during that.
He's shy.
He's shy.
He doesn't like the attention.
He's scared.
What's wrong, Jimmy?
I hate listening to myself.
You did a great job.
That was a massive set.
It was good. It was good. I had to switch something last minute. There was one I told you what they wouldn't allow, so I was kind of annoyed that I had to switch that, but not with that.
Yeah, but you didn't have any. Okay, I'm doing a TV set, cheesy material.
No,
I was very edgy.
You didn't have like the.
No, it was my regular set, pretty much.
Yeah,
it was very edgy, even for Leno,
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
I'm wondering if any of his material that was on Leno will make the dump report on this show today.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
I know, right?
Was anybody listening?
I don't know. I didn't really hear anything.
Oh, if they dumped out, Jimmy will lose his mind later on.
I didn't hear
when we
anything
go to
that
XM.
should have been dumped out.
We'll have to wait and see
That's
on
for
that.
Sure.
And then Jimmy sat down, did panel. It's only a minute long. Could you sit through another minute? All right.
Nothing got done.
And then Jimmy got to sit with Leno on the couch there.
Of course he did.
Jimmy, you killed, man.
That was great.
Wow.
Thanks, man. It was
Killed.
That joke is funny, and I don't know how the hell they let you say that.
They actually, that was supposed to be my third joke. They made me put it first, like on panel. They know what you're going to do on panel.
Yeah.
So just so you know, and they made me put it first.
That got a great laugh.
Yeah, that got a nice one.
Like people caught on to what it was about. It took like a little beat there, and then oh my God, it's a gay guy face thrust into the couch joke. Wonderful. Oh, congrats! I'm always so proud when you come back.
Look at that, Jimmy just hanging out with Jay Leno. John in New York, what's up?
Hi, fellas. How you doing today?
Hey.
Jimmy, oh my God, absolutely killed. Outstanding.
Thank you.
And you know what? But you know what I noticed most of all? I'm watching it back right now, actually, and you're so natural with your hands. I don't understand why you have such a problem when you're acting.
Well, it's just different when I'm
Because he's just being him.
Yeah.
See, when he has to play another person, his hands just go awry.
Yeah.
Where do you put them?
I don't know.
What do you do?
I try to sit on them.
They hang there?
Yeah, no,
too
but-
far from the body or too close?
I'm watching it right now. I'm watching you the tone of voice bit, and it's amazing. Anyway, punching out, guys. Great job.
Instant feedback going nuts. Everyone loving the the couch fact joke.
That is a
rave
funny
reviews
joke,
on
man.
that.
Thank you.
Hey, when you did your set, did you mic or no mic?
I never use a mic there. They
Really?
prefer you don't, which is always weird, so I make myself practice with it in the stand when you do it when you're warming up for your set, because it's really weird to not hold a mic.
I did that one time on Conan, and halfway through my set, I started getting self-conscious because you're so used to holding a mic that I did like 3 jokes with my arms crossed, like Ed Sullivan or something. And I just watched it back, and it just looked. I think by the end of it, like my shirt was wrinkled around my waist. It was,
no!
Yeah, it was brutal. It's brutal. It's like and right after that, I've always used a mic.
What do you have? Just one of the clip-on collar?
Yeah. Put them in your pocket sometimes, or like on your hips. I never know what to do with them either.
That's weird for a comic because the mic is kind of part of
you hold on
what
to
you're
it once in a while.
doing.
You ever grab the stand for security? Sometimes, like, you're really nervous. You just hold the stand for a second. It just kind of centers you and focuses you.
How do you do the metal detector joke? Oh, that cracks them up.
I try to mime like a broom, like I'm sweeping up.
How do you do the big dart stuck in my head joke? Oh, put the mic stand down as a prop, stupid.
Wait a minute. I had a joke where it was a metal detector. Wait a second. What joke?
When?
I did it on TV, too. I think
When, though? How long ago? It better have been 1980 something.
No, it was in the 2000s.
Oh, no.
It better have been Comedy on the Road.
It was after Y2K. Wait a second. Wow.
Oh. What about the fat guy? Can he come out and move it aside and go, hey, just let me get this out of the way so you can see me?
He's got to mimic moving something.
Yeah, right, because there's nothing there.
He moved nothing.
A couple more
to
phone
lift
calls.
his neck fat up off the microphone. Let me lift this out of the way so you can hear me.
Hey, it's Ralph on Long Island. Ralph.
Hey there, Ralph.
First thing first, no homo.
All right.
Right? He looked good the other night, Jimmy.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh.
Last night, yeah.
And hey, listen, I know.
All right.
You said no homo.
Okay.
He still felt
all you
bad.
got to say.
Let's go to Tony on Long
Listen,
Island.
I know. I mean,
A lot of Long Islanders today. Tony, what's
Little
up?
homo.
Hello.
Hey, go ahead, there, Tony.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Jim,
What do you got? A brother jewel in your ears.
You want to say you're unbelievable. Let's go to Sammy in Queens. Sammy.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
How hot is Kate Beckinsale in person? Because she looked great on TV.
She is despicably attractive. It was depressing how good looking she is.
I mean, the last time was Keira Knightley, Kate Beckinsale.
They put me with the hottest chicks, but I didn't have time to interact with her. I had a really creepy one ready, too, but I just didn't have time because they let me go longer on my set, so I only had time for like a minute and a half on panel. But I had a weird moment with her. At the end, you walk over with Jay to where the band is, and then you do promos and say goodnight and all that stuff. So I'm walking with her as the band wrapped up, and she steps on my foot, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, well, how funny would it be if we both just fell and really hurt ourselves? And she's like, it would be really funny because I'm not wearing any underwear. And she wasn't kidding.
Jesus.
She wasn't kidding.
Are you?
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was dead serious. I'm like, yeah, I can't go, Commando. And then she said something else, so I knew she wasn't kidding.
She's a dirty girl.
I think you had a shot.
Well, she took my
a
information.
lovely girl.
She what?
She took my number.
She what?
She's going to be in New York.
You have.
No, she has
you
mine.
gave Kate Beckinsale your number.
Yeah.
Did she ask for it?
Yes. Well, she said to me.
He just shoved it in her face.
Just take it, bitch.
Call me. No, she's like, I'm going to be in New York next week. Are you performing in New York? And I'm like, yeah, I perform at the Comedy Cellar.
Holy.
And she's like, well, I'd love to come see you when I'm there. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, I'll give you my information. She's like, okay, sure. She put all the stuff down. I gave her my number.
Please mention
Can I hang around in the back when that happens?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I won't be creepy.
Yeah, sit there and make sure Sherrod or Godfrey doesn't talk to her.
I know, right?
Please tell me you also said you do a radio show in New York.
The first thing I told her was I would try to get you on the show. And I said, I called Roland last night.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier because that's all Roland would talk about in the office before the show.
All right, now I'm completely annoyed.
Why?
I just punched up a picture. Is that her?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
You've never seen her before?
I've seen her, but the name and the face doesn't ring a bell. But
she's beautiful, man.
If she calls you, I'll shoot you. Because she shouldn't be calling.
That could be the end of Jim Norton.
Yeah, that's it.
If I had a shot at dating her, I would change.
No, you wouldn't.
I would just take my blog down.
Would she be the one?
Please.
Like, would she be the one that would be like,
Please, someone get a hold of her and tell her to rip up that number. Because if there's any interaction with Jim and her and then it goes bad, it's over, man. Jimmy's jumping out that window.
Oh, he'll be so gone.
Just rip up the number now, please.
He'll be on 10-10 wins.
Right. I really thought I had a shot, too.
Little fat breasts.
Right.
Pinching my bosom.
Oh, I knew it. I always knew it. I can just see it now. Lose the number, please. We don't want to go down that road. Well, Pete's bitching that we're not mentioning the comedy tour enough.
What comedy tour?
Our comedy tour.
Well, if you mentioned it.
He's emailing Ben like crazy. He's got to mention it more. He's got to mention it more. Because tickets are going on sale in a half hour. I think we're doing a pretty good job with the announcement.
In Augusta, Maine.
It's and we got Bud Light sponsoring the thing now.
Bud Light.
The Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus, the comedy event of 2006, coming soon to a venue near you. We've been talking about this all morning. We got 3 dates. August 5th, Worcester Centrum in Boston. August 26th, PNC Bank Arts Center in Jersey. And September 9th, the Tweeter Center in Camden, New Jersey, across the river there in Philly. Great lineups for all 3 shows. Should we run through the lineups, or are people getting it by now? It's all the friends of the show, basically, on one stage, one night there. PNC Bank Arts Center, real fast, Saturday, August 26th. Rich Voss, Patrice O'Neill, Bill Burr, Bob Kelly, Tracy Morgan, Bob Saget, Carlos Mencia, and Jim Norton. Boston, Worcester, DCU Center, Saturday, August 5th. Rich Voss, Patrice O'Neill, Bill Burr, Ralphie May, Bob Kelly, Tracy Morgan, Bob Saget, Jim Norton. And Philly, Camden, New Jersey, Tweeter Center, Saturday, September 9th. That's a huge show. There's like 10 comedians on this bill. Jimmy Schubert, Don Marrero, Rich Voss, Patrice O'Neill, Bill Burr, Ralphie May, Bob Kelly, Tracy Morgan, Bob Saget, and Jim Norton. Tickets go on sale in a little over a half hour from right now through all Ticketmaster locations, okay?
Wonderful. Mentioned
again, yes.
Kate just separated from her husband? Is that what rumor has it?
I didn't know.
Because then I'm getting other things that say she's married or is engaged to be married.
Well, maybe she is.
But, or at least engaged, but then just separated from husband. I don't know. Trying to help you out here.
Well, she
Help
did.
me out here, Hendry.
Yeah, I'm trying to bang this broad. I ask you for nothing. She's prejudiced against nobodies. She just wants to come to a show, and so I would love to get her on the show, man. And hopefully Roland can call.
You know what?
Like XM material.
Can I talk for everybody? If she walked into this studio, we'd all just be like, we stink in front of hot chicks.
We had pretty girls on.
When?
We had Mila Jovovich, and we had a lot of fun
we did
with
all right
her.
with her, so maybe we're turning that around.
And then we had the girl from the Scary movies.
Anna Francis.
Anna
Opie, just be
Ferris.
I'm not the only one.
Cool.
One day we finally all admitted this, Bill.
Who was it, though? Because she was kind of hard to interview. It was some...
Well, it's either hot girls that aren't porn stars.
Or smart girls.
Or very smart, intelligent girls. Those are the worst, actually. We really fall apart when we realize there's a woman in studio that actually has a brain.
And can see us for what we are, which is garbage.
Yeah. We ought to just stay in Mantown.
Mantown.
Where no women are allowed.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, everyone. Pull them out. Come on. It's Mantown.
Stephen Lynch is here.
Ooh.
We'll talk to our old friend who's a
Broadway star, Stephen Lynch. Tony nominee, Stephen Lynch.
Look what's going on right in front of our eyes. Norton on Leno last night. Stephen Lynch, Broadway star.
Kate Beckinsale's phone numbers, all kinds of things going down.
Lynch used to sing dirty songs. Now he was up for a Tony this year.
I'm sure he won't admit to singing dirty songs now.
Yeah.
That wasn't I don't know what you're talking about. Let me do a number now from my Broadway show, Wedding Singer.
He's going to come in here with an AIDS ribbon.
It's a new song called Save a Kitten.
Hey, give me Kill a Kitten as we go to break.
Oh, no.
He's not getting off the hook that easy. E-Rock, get me Kill a Kitten. This is Stephen Lynch, who we'll be talking to next. This is the Stephen Lynch we know and love.
Not the one you see on the commercials for the Broadway show, The Wedding Singer.
Right.
Playing his guitar, smiling. People dancing behind him. This one, he's graphically talking about killing a baby cat. A cat? What is this, Kentucky Fried Chicken?
All right, now I got to find it.
Oh, boy.
It's the hidden track off his CD, A Little Bit Special.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted that track hidden.
It was hidden. Now I got to find it. Hold on.
I know, hanging out with Rosie O'Donnell, discussing global warming and breast cancer.
You know, I think we can make a difference. We all get together and,
How am I going to play this?
We're having this benefit down in the village.
I'm there.
You got another version of it? Yeah,
Rosie, you couldn't keep me away.
You know, one of the great things about being an entertainer is you get to help people. I'm always willing to loan my time to a cause.
You know, in my Broadway show, The Wedding Singer, we're all having a lot of fun, but some people with cancer don't have fun. I'm here to tell you to give generously.
He starts playing a violin instead of his guitar.
It's fun to laugh, but don't forget there are those that cry.
Give me in studio. I don't know.
He's going to smash us when he comes in now. And, well, he should.
They're holding him down in the green room.
Oh, yeah. In there. Just let somebody you ales.
We'll do this. We got to figure out what version we can play on this half
E-Rock.
Why don't you play?
What do you want us to stall any longer? Come on.
Kidding.
How much longer can we possibly?
Well, if they dump out, we lose 4 or 5 seconds of the song. So I'd rather play the version that might have a beep in it. So if you hear a beep, relax, XMers.
We'll trying to think of what Kill a Kitten.
Huh? I don't know. There might be.
Doesn't
something.
do that to the.
We'll go to break with Stephen Lynch, Kill a Kitten, and we'll talk to him next.
And why kill it?
Unfortunately for you, the show never really halts. It continues during the commercial breaks. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The O&A virus spreading across America. Bill Burr in studio. He's playing Caroline's all weekend long. 212-757-4100 for tickets. Jim Norton just back from L.A. Did Leno last night. How cool is that? And then we got Stephen Lynch in studio.
Yes.
Our old friend Stephen Lynch.
Opie, call me Broadway's Stephen Lynch.
Broadway's.
In fact, call me Broadway's Tony-nominated Stephen Lynch. And don't look me in the eye. Thank you.
Mr. Lynch.
How the hell did that happen, man? Just amazing.
I don't know.
Comes in, sings some fun songs and everything.
Songs about kittens and Nazis.
Yeah.
And
then
next thing you know.
Hey, there's Stephen Lynch on TV.
Look at him playing the guitar and dancing and getting in a fight.
See that little dance move I just did?
Yeah.
A little leap in the air.
Oh, you're kissing a broad.
Look at you dance.
That's my lady. Little flash dance moment.
No, little thriller moment.
Yep.
Wow, what a
Make out at the end.
And there it
The
is.
wedding singer.
For tickets, call Tell It
You guys
Joe.
see that every day?
Every day.
Every day, and we just laugh every day.
And go, how the hell did that happen? The institution that is Broadway. The stars
you
that
guys
have come
probably
out of-
won't believe me when I say this, but one of the first things that ran through my mind when I got cast in that was O&A are going to give me so much crap about this.
No.
No.
No, I'm very happy.
Well, you like the show, though, right?
My sister.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
I sent my
waiting
sister and
for
my
the-
niece.
You know what I do? And I'm not kidding here. Every time I think you guys are coming, I throw in stuff for you.
Oh,
like into the show. Like every Wednesday afternoon, I'm like, oh, O&A are in the audience. And like I have to introduce our band. I say, we got Sammy on the bass and George on the keyboards and on drums. It's a guy named Jim. And I've taken it upon myself to change his name every night. I mean, it's got to be Jim. But so I've been throwing in like Lil Jimmy, Fancy Jim, Lucky Jimmy. Thinking, oh, there's one guy out there who's laughing. There's Opie. Nothing. No Opie.
Oh, no.
I sent my
Waiting
sister.
at the backstage door.
I
like
sent
a
my
little
niece.
kid.
They loved it.
They liked it. That's good.
Actually, I was going to that show, and you told me not to.
Yeah, because it's a G-rated show. You don't want to go to that show.
No? They
decided
matinee?
to make the Wednesday matinee for kids, which is, I think, ridiculous. So we had
Wow.
to take all the profanity out of it.
Don't you say that's ridiculous. That's
right.
a smart move.
And Lynch, did you
Just kiss ass.
Did you or
but
did,
it sucks for the show.
did you or did you not after the XM show call me personally and go, don't come today, don't come today?
I did. Say
I
that,
was
yeah.
on my way there.
Yes,
to
I
the
did.
theater to
I didn't
see
want you
on
to see that
Broadway.
one. That's bad.
He had to play bills.
Huh?
Walking down the avenue.
That's right.
And Stephen was saying
Did you
during
dress
the
in
break,
your top hat and your cane and
The Great White Way.
Stephen was saying during the break how repulsive he finds the gay lifestyle.
Off the instant feedback. Speaking of which, Kevin from Connecticut writes, he should have sang If I Were Gay at the Tonys.
I don't think that would have gone over very well.
I kind of did.
Do you find a lot
really
of
watch it.
Do you find a lot of gay gentlemen involved with the production?
Well, it is the theater.
Yes, it
after
is.
all. But what people are telling me is that we have a crazy, inordinate amount of straight dudes in the show.
Straight guys?
Yeah.
On the show?
I mean, we play poker every day in my dressing room.
Yeah. As opposed to
And
poke
drink
him,
every night.
which is what they play at the other shows. A little poker joke.
Poker does seem like you're trying a little too hard.
To be a man.
Yeah.
We sit around in underwear, drink
we call
beer.
it Man Town.
Yeah.
Backstage.
That sounds like a Broadway musical, doesn't it?
Man Town. Where they all go to just be men. That's cool. How did you get it? Like, I know you do theater all over you've done theater all over the country, right?
No, I used to do
you've done nothing.
I did summer stock in Michigan.
Right, in Michigan, okay.
You know, where you mow lawns all day, and then you go have maybe a couple lines in a show, and then you park cars and do box office.
So,
and that sort of thing.
to the people that have toiled their entire life to try to work their way to Broadway, how did you go from a crappy summer stock to Broadway, starring, mind you, in a Broadway production?
I don't know. They were just looking for somebody who sang and could do comedy at the same time.
A manager or agent said they're auditioning for this?
Yeah, well, I was at William Morris at the time, and I had a comedy agent.
Little agency called William Morris
You may have heard of them. I don't know, but they they have a theatrical agency, and my manager was like, hey, if anything good comes along, throw his name out there.
Mm-hmm.
And they did, and I went and auditioned, and as legend has it, I'm the only person who auditioned for the role. But I don't know if that's true. That might just be a good story that they want me to tell.
That's a bad story.
Yeah, I'm the only guy who's
the only
willing to do it.
But it is perfect for the part because, you're funny and musicals, and that's what they're kind of looking for.
Yeah,
but it's
I
not
used
like
to get Adam Sandler comparisons all the time when I started out.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing comedy songs.
And for an entry level Broadway job,
Yeah.
it is good for you because it's not like, Les Mis. You know, now you got to kind of. I couldn't picture Stephen Lynch in Les Mis. You know, to start with.
Why not?
But maybe. Well, I'm saying like to start because that seems more than this. This role is kind of what you do.
Any jackass can get up there and sing.
Not any jackass.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I agree with you.
It's what you do. You play guitar. You're a funny guy. You kind of, you know, got that real attitude.
Chops to do the wedding
it's that.
thing.
But to be like, you know, the barricades are up and I need it. The revolution is, you know, that's a little different than what you're doing. Exactly. But are you learning like stuff from this that you think you might be able to take with you to some other production at some point?
No.
Not that I'm saying the show is, you know.
This is the end of my Broadway
Is this
career.
it?
I'm officially announcing my retirement.
Is it too much work?
It sucks. 8 effing shows a week.
8 shows a week.
How do you keep it interesting? Because you're singing the same stuff.
I do what I told you. I try to make my friends on stage laugh.
Right. Little things
here and there, you know.
Because it must get monotonous just, you know, every night.
And these are things that the audience would never pick up, obviously. But, you know, when you go out on stage, you say, and on drums, Lil Jimmy. You know, your friends know that you're effing around, obviously, and the audience is like, oh, okay, Lil Jimmy.
Oh, is that Lil? Oh, that's wonderful. Watch the movie and see if his name was Lil Jimmy in the movie.
Well, then there's those fans who are like, he wasn't Lil Jimmy in the movie.
How similar is it to the movie? Besides, you know, people dancing around a lot.
It's pretty similar.
Yeah, the storyline, pretty much the same.
Storyline's still the same. Yeah.
But then they throw dance numbers in.
There's big dance numbers.
Big dance numbers. Did you have a problem with that? How much dancing do you actually do?
Very little.
Very little?
Well,
as little as possible?
I'm not a dancer.
That's what I was saying.
There's a move I do in this song that's kind of like this New Edition song where all the dudes are trying to convince me that the single life is the life for me. And all I have to do is climb up on this bar and spin once.
Right.
I can't do it. I cannot do it. I fall off the bar. I trip on my... I get halfway around and stop.
Oh, no.
It's
that's
humiliating.
Facing the audience.
He's got to turn around.
You're singing to like the beer taps.
It's true.
Hey, where am I?
Oh, my God, that's funny. Yeah, because you're...
And then when I nail it, I'm like,
yeah, nailed it.
Did it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. But
I'm not a dancer, clearly.
No, but
that's not why they hired me.
It's not like well, you're no dancer. It's like, no, I'm not a dancer.
I do have to dance.
You have to dance,
dance moves. And
so they take you into like one of those rooms with like with the
mirrors
hardwood floors and
the bar and the
your hammies. Some guy with leg warmers. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was.
Oh. Well, you want to do the Latin hustle? It's a new album from Tavares.
I know something else that's a little different. You're drinking water there, Steven.
Instead of beer, you mean?
Yeah. Because you used...
I said I'd take a beer, but nobody...
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I've noticed...
Well, you think I'm trying to clean up my act?
I don't know. We're just trying to get to know you again.
I've heard through the grapevine. You think I'm,
We're trying to get to know you again.
Don't play Killy Kid.
When we first started on XM in mornings, he would come in and just continue drinking like we were still doing our afternoon show at NEW. He's like, man, you guys have changed.
Yeah, I did. I longed for the old days. When we sit around and drink beers.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
My God.
Let's bring it back
Afternoons ruled.
Come on.
Who can't be to work by 3 p.m. and you could just stay up and drink as late as you want? Now it's like 7:30. I swear to you, I was in bed, and I won't even say last night, because when the sun is actually still completely up, it's not even an inkling of sunset yet. There are kids, you hear like kids playing outside. It's daytime.
I'm putting on my makeup while you're going to bed.
Yeah, I'm taking mine off. That's another story. It's just awful. But yeah, in mornings, last time you did the show, a few beers. But I even commented Steven's lost some weight.
A few?
Steven's lost some weight. I'm thinking it's either you want to stay in shape because you got to wear some,
I'm running around on stage for 2.5 hours every
day. Everyone on Broadway eventually loses weight until there's just nothing quite left.
Hey, Ryan from West Point on the instant feedback, he writes, have Steven sing the awesome song from the show. You will have a blast ripping on him for it.
Jesus.
Yeah. I didn't write it.
Yeah, you rip on him. Real brave out there ripping. The guy's starring on Broadway, ass.
And then someone else is like, tell Steven Lynch to shut up and sing full-blown AIDS for everybody.
Speaking of which, do you think you'll ever do like Rent?
Ooh.
No. Speaking of full-blown AIDS, no.
Tie-in.
No Rent. Any dramas?
I auditioned for Rent.
Did you?
Probably 100 times when I first moved to the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
Wow.
never cast me.
Why?
Not gay enough.
Not good enough.
Not gay enough.
I hadn't done this
obviously.
show yet. I didn't have any exposed. Nobody knew who I was.
All right, listen, we're running out of show
Hey,
here.
Thanks, buddy.
The second half of the Opie and Anthony show continues on XM Satellite Radio. A
fast.
couple things. Stephen, how did they get tickets for the wedding singers? The telecharge?
Yeah.
Is that the easiest way?
Yeah.
What theater is it?
I don't know how they get tickets.
It's the wedding singer on Broadway.
The
Screw it.
Hirschfeld.
It's selling out like crazy. It doesn't even matter.
Go online, Hirschfeld Theater, and you'll find it.
And real fast, in less than 5 minutes, the Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus, the comedy event of 2006. Tickets go on sale through all Ticketmaster locations. All right?
And Lucky Louie on Sunday, you silly geese.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Fine
right. It's
episode
the
this week.
weekend. It's upon us. Yes.
Hilarious, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
10:30 on HBO, right after Entourage. All right, if
Bill
you're not
Burr,
joining us, yeah, Bill Burr, Caroline.
Isn't Jimmy sweet?
If you're not joining us for the second half of the Opie and Anthony show, have a great weekend. If you are, we'll see you on XM in a few minutes.
The Opie and Anthony XM walkover begins now.
That Bob Kelly promo's really funny.
Very funny. He was very angry.
Yeah.
Hey, stupid Bob Kelly, by the way, during the last episode of Tourgasm, he tripped walking up to the microphone in front of hundreds of people, that fat idiot. I haven't seen it yet, but Yoshi saw it, and he said it was really humiliating, and Bob tried to play it off like he meant to trip.
Was it because of his fat gut and weak knees?
I don't know what happened, but people thought he broke his leg again. People thought he hurt himself again.
As well he should have.
Yeah. Like manatee tumbling on a stage.
Manatee.
Let's start walking.
Yeah, let's go.
Is that what this little security guy
What's
is
that?
for? Keep the breezeway clear?
Somebody come up to you after a show and he's over there. People go, hey, can I get an autograph? Yeah, beat it.
Yes, scram.
For like half a second think that you're that much of a dick. I'm like, dude, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they do for that split second think you are the biggest dick in the world. Hit the bricks.
That guy's whole job is to make sure we're out of the breezeway.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's it. Pardon me.
And then as we start our walk, he goes, "You guys have a nice day," and he walks
Have
back
a nice
inside.
day.
Is he friendly?
You too.
No, I guess he's just doing his job as someone told him.
He looks like a fucking fat aborigine,
Good.
and I'm tired of him.
Then we got people trying to hand out stickers to people that are so far out of our demo they might as well live on Venus. They're like, this old couple walked by. Wow, sticker? Oh, yes, I know what that means, Sonny. The usual suspects snapping pictures.
Oh, that fucking creepola. Them stupid thin nose and glasses.
I've started to get names for them all. There's a few of them, nicknames. You see Leonardo DiCaprio following us around. I don't know. He's back there with a camera.
There he is.
Oh, yeah, the boss.
Cement mixer. No, this is the cement mixer guy.
Hey,
Oh.
there you go. There's Indian Santa Claus.
Look at the ears on this
What's up,
douche.
guy?
Oh, hi. Everyone's snapping pictures.
Yeah.
I love the people that are annoyed when you try to hand them
Completely.
something.
Exactly.
Excuse me. Excuse.
Yes.
That's funny.
White
She wasn't
people
even in my way. and
Coming through. White people coming
She
through.
panicked.
And again, I'm the annoyed guy when someone tries to hand me something on the street. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Oh,
Hello, sir.
hello,
Ma'am.
fatty.
Oh, Jesus. Really needed some time in a restaurant, did you? Wow. She had some bunt on her.
Did she?
I think she was shoplifting.
Fat skunk.
We made it to our corner. You know, Opie, I haven't seen any of our bus ads. I've been looking for them. I hear they're rolling out any day now, anytime. I heard that about a week ago, and I keep seeing ads for everything else.
I gave up looking, actually.
Somebody I know saw one. They told me they saw one on the back of a bus.
Really?
No.
That's how I know they're out. Yeah.
Really?
I think it's 2 buses. And they're in
Just 2?
and they're in Harlem somewhere.
Yeah, it does the Weehawken to Hoboken run in Jersey.
Want to cross this way today?
Oh, my.
Make it a little different than
Hey, there's that
yesterday?
couple.
Oh, that's the couple we see
There's
every
that
day.
awful couple.
Oh, with the woman that dresses like she's 17?
She's fucking horrible. She should be saying, I got a brand new pair of roller skates, and then shitting into a diaper.
But no one's brave enough to confront her. She's right there.
Because she's a tough
Let me
broad.
talk to him.
Oh,
This
God.
wasn't my first time at the rodeo, boys.
Guys, you guys want to do a radio interview? We see you walking every day. We wanted to say hi. Ugh.
Good job.
Yeah, all right. Well, they walked away. Hope you both die.
All right, now we
Okay.
know they're innocent enough, so we'll kill them next time we see them.
Fuck her.
All right, let's move on.
I would have.
Where we go? Oh, this way. All right. Ugh, savage cab drivers.
Oh,
Hi,
Arizona?
sir.
Cool.
Hey, Arizona. Wow. You're all the way in New York just for this walk. Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah.
You might want to get a life.
What do you think of New York?
I think it's lovely.
You like it?
Crazy.
You been stabbed yet?
Not yet. Keep my eyes on the ground.
Yeah, all you have to do to work on that is...
He remembered what you said.
The subway.
Huh?
You just close your eyes in the subway, go to sleep. Don't look at anybody.
Don't look at anybody, don't look in their eyes, but don't look away neither.
Don't look up at the buildings. He remembers what you said, Ed.
No, like, wow, look at that.
Wow, there's a lot of
stab
tall
you right in the chest.
buildings.
Very good. Oh, look at this mass of humanity. I hate you. Why don't you work already, you
miserable? Everyone miserable. Everyone miserable.
Hate
today.
you all. You bunch of miserable people.
I'm miserable. Everyone's
You're all miserable.
Hey, fat chick.
Wow, 10 people just turned around.
Hey, Mac, how you doing? Good. Frederick Douglass now. That is the funniest line, man. Hey, Frederick Douglass.
Burr line?
Was it Billy?
Bill, was that your line?
Frederick Douglass.
That was yours, right? From the other day?
Gotta give you credit, because now I can't look at him without thinking
damn funny line.
Douglass.
Or, Famous Amos.
Famous Amos. Ah, shit. All right.
Look at this lady.
Hey, oh, whoa, nice one. Hey, you almost picked Truman Capote over there. How you doing, Truman?
Oh, look at this lady. Look at this black lady. How her fucking head is tiny and the body is tapers into a mountain. Oh, you shrunken-headed fatso. How is she awful?
She was just supposed to weigh 100 pounds. That's it. What is this? Where'd you get this?
Where'd that come from?
Pay $10 to a golfer to get it on the subway.
Where was it supposed to be hanging?
They're putting them up on the subway stations now.
Yeah.
Subways.
Isn't that supposed to be hanging somewhere?
Well, sir, you should probably hang it.
Jesus Christ.
Make a golfer.
Buddy Hinton should punch you.
Please have him say Subway. Please have him say Subway 10.
Where the hell did you find this?
On the subway.
Really?
Where?
Which one?
Subways.
Which line?
I seen him on the G. Again, I got this one on the E line.
The E line of the subway?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this now, how does this hang up?
It sticks off.
I can't hear you.
It takes off. There's like glue.
What is it?
It's a poster.
It's a big sticker. It's a bill with.
In the subway.
Where?
all their audience. And the subway. They hang up on the subway.
Oh.
Did it. XM.
Subway.
30,000. Your whole audience. This is Opie and Anthony's whole audience here. I just want to say, Howard Stern has a huge cock, and I love him.
All right. Good job.
Keep talking. Opie and Anthony are douchebags.
All right.
Yeah, beat me up. Let's go.
No, let him go. Let him go. What else?
All right, guys.
What else?
What do we got here? What do we got here?
Well, look at it, stupid. You see what we got here?
It's called advertising for a radio show, sir.
What?
It's called ABC 92.3.
You look like a dope.
Remember where Howard used to be? And now there's about 100,000 people. About 100,000 people listening to him.
Is this the best you got? Come on, man.
I'm not a stand-up.
Dude, no, I don't mean comedy, but where's
Just
the
like
passion?
an insult.
You're going through the motions.
I gotta go to work right
You're going through the motions.
Why aren't?
I know.
And
I don't really like these guys. They just steal a lot of shit from Howard. I don't really like.
Of course we do.
Steal a lot of shit, like his radio stations.
His radio station.
Now he sits there. Now, that did it. There you go, asshole. Have a nice one getting your ass handed to you. You put your hands on Ben, did you? You put your hands on Ben, you fucking faggot.
How does that feel? How does that feel?
Feels good
fucker?
now, faggot, doesn't it?
Feel, fucker? How does that feel? Why don't you talk now,
Say I'm sorry.
Say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you better be. Asshole, put your hands on our fucking producer. You get your ass handed to you, fuckhead. Good job, douchebag. Good job. Good job.
That's good, but you should never.
Oh!
He spit on my fucking back. You should never attack anyone.
This guy just spit on me.
You should never.
Who spit on you?
Nobody spit on you,
He didn't
stupid.
spit at you.
No one spit on you.
Asshole, you want to be
You
a tough
grabbed
guy.
the producer.
This is being a tough guy.
You grabbed our
I was
producer.
reading my opinion. That's all
You
I was
grabbed
doing.
our producer, asshole.
I'm not
trying nothing.
There's fucking video of it. You grabbed our producer and pushed him against the wall, you fucking asshole.
After he spit
That's
on
what
me,
you
there's
did.
video
He
of that
didn't
too, so-
spit on. He didn't spit on. He can't even work up some saliva with all the cocaine he does.
Do you have any weapons?
No, are you crazy?
Okay, I let you up. But you give me one problem, you're going down.
All right, man.
Go ahead.
Make sure you call Howard and tell him what happened.
Yeah. Tell him what a brave guy. pushing a fucking producer. Good job. You pick one of the shortest guys. Go ahead. Yeah, you go now. Put him against the wall. Jerk off. All right. That worked out well. That was the best walk yet. Guy tried to assault Ben. Of all people, Ben. Ben's all hungover. What an ass.
I just lost my voice screaming at the
Oh, was that fun?
I just fucked up my voice.
Now the cops just threw him against the wall.
I'm not going to be singing.
Never seen Poe in action. How was that?
He's
the best.
Kenny. Well, Kenny too, man. Kenny
Yeah.
fucking, they both jumped in.
They grabbed him so quickly after he pushed Ben against the wall.
It really was.
Hold on, where is Ben, by the way? I want to make sure everyone knows Ben didn't do shit.
No, Ben didn't do anything.
Ben didn't do anything.
Ben didn't spit on
Yeah,
anybody.
move out of the way of the doorway. Where's Ben? Oh, he's talking to the cops?
Ben's talking to the cops. So what? How he said Ben spit on
No,
his
Ben
back.
did not.
But the thing is, they were face to face. How could Ben spit on him when they're face to face?
Nobody spit on the dude.
No one
believe
spit
me.
on him. He took Ben by the shoulders and threw him against one of the walls of the building, and that's when Kenny and Poe that guy was immobilized in seconds. In a fraction of a second, he was immobilized, apologizing.
Yeah, I mean, that was, he did put his hands on Ben, and nobody was going to stop him from talking. It's like, stupid
I
yap.
love that he was talking. He was burying
It
himself.
was funny to watch him running out of steam. Hey, you Howard. I got to go to work.
He realized it was a real bad idea. He thought he was going to be all tough, and then he was so intimidated it wasn't even funny.
This all your fans?
He wanted to rip up that poster, but he didn't have
Oh,
the
he
balls
certainly
to do it.
did.
He kept looking at it, eyeing it, trying to figure out what the move was.
He certainly wanted to rip that one up and try to run or something. Oh, what an ass. That guy looked like an ass on every level.
Yeah, he really
Verbally,
was a poop.
physically, everything just didn't work out for him. I think he better rethink any plan he has in the future to do something like that.
Yeah.
He got ripped apart verbally. He wasn't able to verbally spar with anybody. And then when he pushed poor Ben. Ben's hungover today. Let's just be truthful.
Yeah.
Ben went out drinking last night. He's not at his best. And he gets thrown against the wall by some asshole. God, but to see Poe work like that.
Well, Kenny, I got to say, Kenny jumped in first.
Kenny jumped in.
Oh,
Poe had the guy on the ground in one of those hoist Gracie holes.
Dude, I felt
where
bad
the
for the
guy
dude.
couldn't fucking move. He couldn't move if he wanted to.
Kenny and Poe have finally bonded, by the way.
Oh, my God. You're bonding a little ass kicking.
They bonded finally. But there's been this weird tension between those two. I don't think anymore, man.
You see how you understand how badly they can really hurt you if there's a problem. Oh, that was very impressive to watch.
He was so... I'm amazed, again, at how completely immobilized he was. The guy didn't have the power to move a pinky.
Yeah. And Poe didn't, really hurt him.
No, he held
put him down.
He put him down. The guy was being violent towards Ben.
Fucking Ben. Ben is about 100 feet away from us. All I see is him laughing. He's laughing.
Guy pushed me. Don't. Kenny and Poe, dude, it was great.
Wow, and then Poe was pretty much telling them, having the guy beg for mercy, man.
Yeah, it's like, why would you put your hands on somebody? It's just silly.
I like when he goes, I'm going to let you up. If you try anything, you're going down again. And the guy's like, all right.
It was just funny watching him. I enjoyed watching him verbally run out of steam. Oh, and I fucking... all right, let's go inside.
Well, so did Kenny. He's giving the sign, get inside immediately.
All
There's cops down here and all that.
Hairdo.
Well, you guys saw a great walk today, I'll tell you that much. Maybe the last walk. I think I know how these things end. And Kenny, everything all right? All right, thanks, guys.
Disappear.
Kenny's telling the listeners to disappear.
Disappear. Well, what a walk that was.
Well, that's exactly what XM has been worried about since we started the walk.
You know, and it's all because of Stephen Lynch and his Broadway show that just makes violence.
Spit on that guy.
All right, the second half of the O&A show starts in moments. Best walkover ever.
That was a good walkover.
Video going to be online. What
missed
video?
Wow.
What video?
That was some walkover.
What video?
Pandemonium, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, I totally missed it. I didn't have a mic, so I was joking to him.
Yeah,
he goes, yeah, you can just walk ahead. So I leave you guys, everything's cool, and then I get off the elevator, and the second I walk into the XM studio, all I hear over the thing is, "You fucking faggot! You fucking douchebag!"
Yeah, well, where was you? Where was you?
I was looking for you guys.
No, you wasn't.
Where was you guys? I was looking for you.
I finally had a front row.
All right, I'm bored with it.
Yeah, that was great. I always just miss it. I was right there.
That was, like I said, just watching that kung fu in action.
I saw him on the ground. I looked out. Remember we were yelling at the janitor? I looked down. I just saw 2 legs
immobilized.
But nobody, dude, no one spit on him. It was like, you dick. Nobody.
No.
I wanted to spit my gum in his face.
The green tea.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Steven. I'm sorry.
Green tea bottle, like in slow motion, crashed to the sidewalk.
That was unbelievable, man. I feel so alive today.
What a
I feel
tool.
so alive.
What a tool.
And as much as that sucks for that douchebag to get thrown down like that, you know how badly he could have gotten a beating? How fucking savagely he could have been beaten and raped by all of us? You know, just a bunch of men teaching one man a lesson.
Wow.
Make a fan out of him yet.
Let's go to Kevin in Buffalo. We'll start with Kevin. Kevin, what's up?
Hey, I just want to tell you boys that if Howard's one listener would have been listening to Stern on a Friday he doesn't work, none of this would have ever happened.
See? Yeah, I guess he's a little pissed off that Howard's not working Fridays anymore, so he has to get into our shit. And then he's like, you guys only have 30,000 listeners. 30,000 listeners on XM.
Oh, really?
And Jimmy's like, keep talking, asshole.
Yeah.
Guy just buried himself.
And then he's like, I gotta get to work. It was just great watching him run out of steam. It was like, because he's so used to, guys like that are so used to getting cut off after 3 lines. Like, go ahead, stupid, talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yap.
Whatever you want to say.
I only prepared 90 seconds of shit.
We're in the middle of
I didn't know it was going to be this long.
We were in the middle of a pretty cool bit, too, because this guy shows up with a huge Opie and Anthony poster. These posters are going to be on the back of all the buses and in the subways, I guess. So the guy is showing us what it looks like, and he's proud that he paid some black guy for it or something. I don't know. And it turned out we found out he couldn't really say S words, so we were having fun with that.
Yep. Just
and all of a sudden, this guy
say subway.
All of a sudden, this guy walks through the crowd and gets right up to us, and the guy holding the huge poster. I thought he was a listener. I thought he was fucking around at first, and then it was obvious he was a Howard fan.
Immediately, I knew what he was.
Well, he knew who you guys were.
Of course.
Yep. No, I knew
he
that.
asked me, he says, is this Opie and Anthony?
Oh, okay. So he was scoping us out
He
again.
just wanted something to call in with.
Well, call in with that.
Yeah, you know what I did?
Call in with that.
Yeah. You got
thrown down.
You got thrown down and completely immobilized.
And you apologized.
And apologized.
Oh, they made him apologize.
That was the guy's laying there.
So
it's like, apologize. He goes, okay, I'm sorry.
And he did interrupt our bit, that dope.
Yeah.
That was fun talking to that guy with the, and we tried to get S words. Going, where was it? Like the 8th time, the guy's like, the subway. Within the subway.
The subway. We were just having fun.
Anthony said, Buddy Hinton should beat you up.
Yeah.
What a fucking great line that was.
Baby talk. It's a wonder you can't
I didn't even hear that
steal
line.
a poster from a subway.
I didn't even hear that line, man.
That was a good one.
That was unbelievable what just happened.
Oh, he
out
was
there.
a lisping ass.
Man,
But he talks dirty.
Poe took him down and
Kenny, Poe.
Note to self: never piss Poe off.
No. We never really got to see Poe in action. We get to see demonstration, but in action like that.
That was a real life situation.
Oh, that was a real life situation.
He was on top of it.
He does it perfectly too. He didn't fuck up the guy.
Hurt the guy.
He didn't punch him. He didn't
put him in a
fucking
stranglehold.
He made it so that guy could not do anything else but apologize.
He just immobilized
the only thing the guy had the power to do was say, "I'm sorry."
And he patted him down a little bit to make sure he didn't have any weapons in his pocket.
He asked him if he had any weapons. The guy just grabbed Ben and threw him against the wall.
There was like,
Master Poe.
What these people don't understand, we got Master Poe, Club Soda Kenny, Steve, who's just a psychopath. Steve was right in the guy's face by the way as well.
Yeah,
and then
I was here. Steve wanted to get involved.
Stephen Lynch, of course.
Stephen Lynch started dancing in front of him and singing one of the songs from his Broadway shows, thinking that might distract him.
I immobilized him with a Sinead.
I had an aerial view, and I was giving information from above. Nothing.
Yes, sure.
Where was you guys? I was looking for you guys.
And then we have undercover cops that make the walk with us every day because they're fans of the show. What was the guy thinking?
And then I was there holding the mic, looking like a woman doing nothing while men tussled.
I liked how me and Opie tried to conduct an interview with him as he was pinned on the ground. Great interview.
How's it feel now, motherfucker?
That's what it was. That was our exclusive interview with that asshole.
Yeah. This was
It's like watching young Dan Rather
all over again.
Young Dan Rather at the convention.
How's it feel now, motherfucker?
The Democratic National Convention.
Wait, I really said that.
I believe you did.
I just clicked off.
I may be paraphrasing, but I think I might have given him the good job now, huh? I bet you're feeling like you did a real good job now.
Can we got to replay that because I don't even know. It's going to become evidence.
I got to hear exactly what happened.
We got to play it again before we're told not to.
The guy was
turned into an action hero
quickly.
from the 80s.
Yeah.
He had like catchphrases and shit.
We'll see you in hell, sir.
Let's go to Mitch and
Went from Opie and Anthony to Tango and Cash.
What do you think, Tango? Should we let him go?
I don't know, Cash. I don't think so.
Let's go to Mitch in Dallas. Mitch?
That guy made Poe's year. I think he got really excited. I don't think that was spit on his back.
Yeah, those guys aren't even back yet. Ben's not back yet. Steve's not back yet. Club Soda's not back yet.
He finally gets to do what he's made
Poe
to
is
do.
so trained. That guy, you just do not screw with him. You will end up just a mess if he decides it. That guy's life was in Poe's hands right there. That was
and
it.
you know, Club Soda Kenny has that extra pistol to put in the victim's hand.
What do they call that one? The throwdown?
Yeah.
The throwdown, just in case, hey, he didn't have a gun, all right. Keep everybody out of the way. Let me drop this.
But
the one in the sock.
They found weed in his back pocket already. It's like, what? Weed, what?
Says cook in your trunk. I didn't drive here.
Yeah.
It's your car. And taillights out.
Kenny shot Serpico back in the early 70s.
Stupid Kenny would put his own gun in the guy's hand. How did he have your... I don't know. He must have gotten it.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Yeah, then you shot him with that gun. There was a lot of tussling.
Let's go to Nick in Kansas. Nick.
Kenny's dumb. He'd plant a wallet or something that made the guy innocent. Yeah. Plant a banana.
Nick.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
What's up, Nick?
Easily the best walkover ever.
You think?
Yeah, that one was action-packed.
No, I think the marching band was pretty good, too.
Yeah, marching band.
The guy was just being a jerk off. He was just being a dick, and it was like, go ahead, talk stupid. And then he started to feel as stupid as he looked. Like, no one cares. What, this is not fucking Larry King. We're not going to hang up. All right, don't say that.
Yeah.
Talk, dummy.
Hey, make believe he's not talking.
Yeah.
Ignore him. We're not going to do that. You're gonna be able to. Hey, if you got something to say, speak your mind. Go ahead, hang yourself, because that's what he did. He's there with, I'm not sitting here with the pats on everyone's back here, but Jesus Christ, you're confronting people verbally that do it for a living, you asshole.
Yeah.
We are ruthless to each other. We sit here and bash each other, and he's going to step up and take all of us out?
I thought he made some good points.
I thought, okay, a couple of valid points. This one was the most valid. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, you know what he was like? He was like Maury when De Niro had the phone cord around his neck. All right, pal. All right, babe. You got your money tomorrow. You got it.
You gonna talk to Club Soda Kenny like that? Fuck him in his ear. Cigarette hijacking Mick.
I want you on the ground today.
What, am I a schmuck on wheels, Henry? Wait, I think I'm choking, stupid.
Let's go to Mike in Montana. Mike.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, where was Naked Guy during all this?
Where was Naked Guy?
Naked
the
Guy.
Superhero Naked Guy. He didn't show.
Love
when
the
we
show,
need him.
guys. Listen to you every day in Montana. So.
Thank you. Where's that lisping zilch in his poster?
Started the whole thing.
Let's go to Andy in
It was
O-Town.
his fault.
Bring it on, brother.
Yeah, you guys should start the Master Poe beating of the week. That shit was hilarious.
He didn't even beat the guy. He just took him down.
Mobilization.
It was him and Kenny that immediately stopped the assault that was happening to Ben. The guy was assaulting Ben. And that's their job, security. They immediately stopped that. And then Poe brought him down and made it impossible for him to do anything. Anything. It was fantastic
the second
to watch.
Poe wakes up, he's on constant alert.
Yeah.
Like you just feel that vibe from him.
You know what it's going to take for him to wind down? There were times where we had Poe come into this studio
we pissed him off.
to demonstrate. No, to
the
demonstrate
demonstrations
with
even,
people that, like, is a student of his, and he gets himself in this, like, zone, and he demonstrates without doing full contact. And then he goes back into his office, and he'll go, like, almost get in the lotus position. Like, his hands will be kind of interlace the fingers, and he shuts his eyes and just sits, and someone asks what he's doing. He goes, I really have to wind down from these things. And this is a demonstration. Do you know what he's going to have to do to wind down from what just happened out there?
Talk to a chick with big tits for more than 3 seconds.
Okay, that's another way he does it.
There you go.
Would you like to go out this evening? I'll tell you how I disabled a man. Disarmed him.
Do you know how many times he's probably gotten laid with that exact move?
Oh, please.
They're like, I'm too tough.
Okay, I'll fuck you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'll fuck you. Okay.
I spit it out the car window. I apologize. I won't do that again.
Figure foreskin, what's up?
Figure foreskin.
I was going to say, Poe is a savage animal, man.
Oh, there you go.
Savage.
It rolls off my tongue.
The supergroup band name.
But,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Wow.
I don't know if I ever really believed that.
E-Rock, go find out what's going on. Any of the guys back yet?
Was that?
Said he was.
Yeah.
And now I believe it.
Well, that's what happens a lot of times with the martial arts experts. A lot of people are skeptical up until they just see something like that.
I wish you could have played the Karate Kid song as it was
happening.
That would have been the best.
Oh, how great is that? Where is it? I gotta hear it.
How funny would it be?
I know, I feel unwhole unless I hear that.
That poor bastard's probably still picking like pebbles out of the side of his face.
Oh, you know it.
That was. Hold on, let's go to.
You like how I acted that out on the radio?
Yeah, I saw that. That's all right. Bill in Jersey, what's up?
Still doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, O&A, what's up, bros?
What's up?
Listen, I listen to you guys all the time. I fucking missed it. Could you please replay it?
Yeah, we'll replay it in a minute or two.
I gotta hear it again.
Hey, happy birthday, Rich. Punching out, guys. Later.
All right.
I'm sure that means something.
One more. Dave in Tennessee. Dave, what's up?
Hey, that shit was so funny. Man, that was like a sniper attack. We're sitting here listening to radio. Boom! He's down. You're hollering. Motherfucker!
It did happen real fast.
Yeah.
Like, it went from very civil, like, no, let him talk. Let him say what he got to say. And then he got all angry. It was the line where he said, well, you guys rip off Howard.
Hey,
and I said, yeah, we ripped off all of his radio stations. And and then everyone started laughing. He got really mad that he didn't have a comeback.
Yeah, I did the fake laugh.
Thought he was and then he's like, what's that with the poster? And like Opie said, he was going to rip up the poster.
He didn't have the balls.
He wasn't going to rip it up. He was looking at it.
He wanted to, but there was no way. And then he decided he was going to grab Ben by his lapel.
I started nodding toward the poster like, come on, go ahead.
Yeah. You know,
I was looking him right in the eyes like, I know what you want to do. Go. I was gesturing toward the poster.
You know what's amazing, though?
It's right next to you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ben's shirt was actually less wrinkled after the guy grabbed it and threw him against the wall than it was when he came in this morning.
Thanked him. Ben's trying to explain to the
Goddamn
officers
drunk.
why there's white, like, powder all over his shirt. What were you holding in there, son? Nah, dude, must be laundry detergent.
Time, dude. That was really the John Hinckley moment there. You guys all got pushed into the limo.
That was it.
Poe went into action.
Poe went right into action. Wow. That's something.
Do we have the audio? Where do you want to pick this audio up from, man?
Oh, please. Pick it up from the 6 o'clock hour.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just go home.
No kidding. How about...
Pick it up right from the moment I decided to walk away and miss it.
Yeah, and miss the whole
thing. Because that's when
Good
everything
work,
happened.
Pick it up as we're walking up the street and we see the guy with the big poster. Because we were into something, we were having fun, and then it was like... just
show that we were having fun.
The poster.
Like I ruined everything.
Oh, fucking mushmouth boob. I wish he was still here.
So just in case you missed it, you're just tuning in, well, there's a little
I actually
problem
walked
on the
away when the guy was
today.
making the illegal three-point turn, and that was the focus of the energy, and I was just like, okay.
You thought that was going to be it.
They're yelling at people in traffic.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel like a day where something's going to happen. I think I'll mosey on
you
upstairs.
moseyed, see?
Dan
missed the
Dan
whole
will
thing.
help you out, Ann. You're still looking for that, I think?
Yeah, I just, it never fails. I can't find shit.
What are you looking for?
I was just looking for the Poe theme. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Right where it says Poe.
All right.
You inspire me when you come in, is what it is.
Still no. Where's Steve? Get Steve in here.
Okay. This is what I wanted to hear. How great is this? Just Poe lays him out.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, no, I don't have weapons.
He went into the crane position.
I've seen people get their ass
Kicked him.
kicked, but I've never seen anybody have to apologize over the radio
You know
after
what?
getting this shit kicked out of
It's
him.
because me and Ovi had mics in his face. And it was like, apologize, you asshole.
Did I?
Oh.
Who made
Dude,
him apologize?
I don't know. It was either me or Opie. I thought it would be very degrading to have him apologize.
I blanked out.
And I think an apology was due. You don't push around Ben Sparks like that.
That's right. Steve, what's going on?
Yeah.
So from your vantage point, what
From my vantage point, the guy just spun around and got Ben in a. It looked like he started to choke him against the wall, but it wasn't going on for very long before Poe wrapped him up.
You trying to?
I tried to get my arms around the guy to stop him before I even had one of my arms around him. Poe had him wrapped up.
You straighten out our producer.
Steve was in on the action.
Oh, he was. Never dropped any of the O&A XM equipment and still got the arm around him.
Now, Poe was like a jackrabbit. He had that guy
looked
wrapped
like
up.
he was in there, but it
little
happened
bit,
so
but
fast.
It happened so quick you couldn't. It's sort of like when you're breaking up any of those things. There's one guy that pretty much is the driving force, and then you're just there going, yeah,
okay,
pointing at him, going,
you got him,
yeah,
you got him,
apologize.
you got him. Yeah.
Where's everybody else?
I think they're still outside.
Is there cops out there now?
Good.
Discussing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, dude. I'll tell you, it's cut and dry.
It's 100%.
The guy grabbed Ben and threw him against the wall and started choking on him. And that's it. Once you do that, that's not what you saw.
What?
You know what I think you saw? Singing and dancing.
That's right.
So he
saw West Side Story.
Yeah.
This is Broadway, fella.
You saw the Sharpie you were signing autographs with.
When you're Ben Sparks all the way. They got Ben dancing down the street. That dude just twitching. It's a new dance, new Broadway dance. Is him the herc jerk. Riff. Yeah, how come it never works like this with a musical soundtrack? Exactly what happened. Unbelievable. Still going on though. The drama continues.
What?
They're just talking. If the guy,
you can see outside the window?
Yeah, the guy's standing there. He's kind of rubbing his neck.
Sure he is.
He's standing. He's fine.
Gonna leave a mark.
He'll make a big deal out of it. But you know what, douchebag? You shot your mouth off. You were getting embarrassed because nobody gave a fuck.
Yep.
And then for whatever reason, you got set off and fucking you threw Ben up against the wall and you got smacked.
Yep.
Take it. Shut your fucking face.
Take it.
He martyred himself for the stern cause.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. A martyr. Like Howie gives a shit.
He's gonna love me for this one.
Oh boy, he's gonna call up. This will be his call.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah, you're on the air.
Yeah, yesterday, O&A were doing the walk, and I could click.
Wait.
All right, let's move on to something else,
Wait, is
Robin.
this guy calling Howard in the Hamptons because he's not even working today?
Oh, that's true.
He doesn't work Fridays because he cares that
Monday.
much about what he does.
Dude, Friday, like over there, click.
All right, let's move on to other things.
Let me tell you who I saw in the Hamptons, Robin.
When I was out there, let me tell you what happened. Me and Beth. Like the guy thinks it's going to be a big thing.
Well, it might be a big thing, actually.
Well, yeah, but not his phone call.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
I don't think the media listens to the show. It should be okay. Hey, you want to listen back to the audio?
I want to hear this.
Yes.
I want to hear this.
So I think this is where we're walking and we come upon the guy with the big Opie and Anthony poster that's going to be on the back of the buses here in New York.
What is this? Where'd you get this? Where'd that come from?
$10 to a golfer to get it on the subway.
Where was it supposed to be hanging?
They're putting them up on the subway stations now.
Yeah, isn't that supposed to be hanging somewhere?
Well, sir, you should probably hang it.
Jesus Christ.
Make a golfer.
Buddy Hinton should punch you. Please have him say Subway. Please have him say Subway 10.
Where the hell did you find this?
On the subway.
Really?
Jimmy jumped
Where?
right in.
Which one?
Subways.
Which line?
I seen him on the G. Again, I got this one on the E line.
The E line of the subway?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this now, how does this hang up?
It takes off.
I can't hear you.
It takes off. It's like glue.
What is it?
It's a poster.
It's a big it's a big sticker. It's a bit with
In the subway.
where?
Okay.
Oh, their audience.
Now, see, we are having fun.
Back up a little.
We're having fun with the guy, and then this guy walks up and says that this was all the people that were there were all of our
Opie and
listeners.
Anthony's whole audience.
Yeah, whole audience is here. We get it. We get it. Do you know? Our audience is so much huger than Howard's audience.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So lighten up, Francis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lighten up,
Whole
Francis.
audience.
Any you
Shut
homo
up.
chokes me out.
And I kill you.
I kill you.
Take off.
I can't hear you.
It takes off. There's like glue.
What is it?
It's a poster.
It's a big sticker. It's a bill with.
In the subway.
Where?
This is all their audience.
In the subway. They hang up on the subway.
Oh.
Did it. XM.
Subway.
30,000. Your whole audience. This is Opie and Anthony's whole audience here. I just want to say, Howard Stern has a huge cock, and I love him.
All right. Good job.
That was a huge cock.
Opie and Anthony are douchebags.
All right.
Yeah, beat me up. Let's go.
No, let him go. Let him go.
Oops.
What else?
All right, guys.
What else?
Savage
What
listeners.
do we got here? What do we got here?
Are you gonna, well, look at it, stupid. You see what we
He's
got?
looking at the poster, but he doesn't have the balls to
It's
go
called
for it.
advertising for a radio show, sir.
What?
It's called Avicii 92.3.
You look like a dope.
Remember where Howard used to be? And now there's about 100,000 people.
listening.
About 100,000 people listening to him.
Is this the best you got? Come on, man.
I'm not a stand-up.
Dude, no, I don't mean comedy, but where's
Just
the
like
passion?
an insult.
You're going through the motions.
I gotta go to work right
You're going through the motions.
Why aren't?
I know.
And
I don't
why?
really like these guys. They just steal a lot of shit from Howard. I don't really
Yeah,
like
of course we do. Steal a lot of shit, like his radio stations.
his radio station.
Now he sits there. Now, that did it. There you go, asshole. Have a nice one getting your ass handed to you. You put your hands on Ben, did you? You put your hands on Ben, you fucking faggot.
How does that feel? How does that feel?
Feels good
fucker?
now, faggot, doesn't
How
it?
does that feel, fucker? How does that feel? Why don't you talk now,
Say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you better be, asshole. Put your hands on our fucking producer. You get your ass handed to you, fuckhead. Good job, douchebag.
Oh, jeez. Can that please be like one of your sound clips? I'm sorry.
Would you? Can you play after that?
Opie, what happened to you?
Opie lost his mind.
Opie's like, yeah, you know, whatever. Say what you got to say. Then 2 seconds later, how the fuck does that feel? That was great.
Apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's what it sounds like when half your mouth is buried in a sidewalk.
Yep. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Wow. I looked
What
at it. I
happened?
looked at it from up here. Did you ever play Grand Theft Auto? You know when you had the aerial view of beating somebody with the bat? That's what it looked like. It was Master Poe.
Ass.
Oh yeah, when you drove through the Italian neighborhood, that's what he looked like. You remember that? You could never get through the mob part, and they'd shoot you with the shotgun. That's what Poe looked like.
Well, we got a little more to add to this. Okay, let's go back.
That's good, but you should never spit on my fucking back. You should never attack anyone. This guy just spit on me. You should never attack.
Who spit on you?
Nobody spit on you,
He didn't
stupid.
spit at you.
No one spit on you.
Asshole, you want to be
You
a tough
grabbed
guy.
the producer.
This is being a tough guy.
You grabbed our
I was
producer.
reading my opinion. That's all
You
it was.
grabbed our producer, asshole.
I'm not trying nothing.
There's fucking video of it. You grabbed our producer and pushed him against the wall, you fucking asshole.
After he spit
That's
on
what
me,
you
there's
did.
video
He
of that
didn't
too, so-
spit on you. He didn't spit on you. He can't even work up to saliva with all the cocaine he does.
No, are you crazy? Okay. I let you up. You give me one problem, you're going down. All right, man. Go ahead.
Say calm down and tell him what happened.
Yeah. Tell him what a brave guy.
There you go.
Wow.
I say you guys won that round.
Let's go to Johnny on Long
That
Island.
was hysterical.
Johnny.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I just want to tell you how scripted the show sounded today.
Script.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Thanks
guy
a lot,
was
guys.
All right.
that guy was a plant.
a plant. Yeah, people are discussing if this show's scripted. Let's go to Mike in Pittsburgh. Mike.
Hey, boys, I'm wondering if Ben didn't start this. Did he threaten to punch his teeth down his throat?
Yeah, you know, Ben's been known to threaten people.
Ben's been threatening people lately, so.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Yeah, on Tuesday. Oh, wait, he didn't do his line right. Go ahead.
I think right before Poe took him down, I think I heard him talk about how much money he made. It upset Ben.
What is it? I don't get this joke. Bobby in Florida. I'm not sure what you're getting at here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was on the 3rd floor, and prior to this all happening, I saw little Jimmy, the marshmallow pit little zilch, give this guy $20 in an 8x10 glossy of Ben. No. Nothing.
All right.
Oh, you'll get something.
Sir,
Poe should pin you down on the ground.
you should have told that joke over Hiroshima. Fucking, and he tripped over Marshmallow.
Yeah, he really couldn't.
Is that an Oswald reference of some sort?
I don't know. I think
He's gone.
I think he's trying to say that you gave him a dossier, money, and
let's go to Mad Medic. Mad Medic, what's up?
Hey, I was just wondering, does this guy now qualify for 72 virgins?
Yeah, he martyred himself for the cause.
Craig in Arizona. Craig.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up?
Oh, that was impressive. Number one, Anthony kind of was maintaining, but Opie, you had that adrenaline falsetto kicking in your voice when you were yelling at that guy.
I love to hear Opie yelling again, because that was really the best part of the whole thing.
I fucked up my voice bad.
Yeah,
That was really...
He went Mariah Carey on that. He went up like 7 different octaves up.
Kind of black. And you know it was serious when you're kind of blacking out and don't remember yelling.
Well, I'll be the first to admit I'm not stable.
That's me.
That was your Howard Dean moment.
I used to say a lot.
Howard Dean.
Don't underestimate the psycho factor in my head. It comes out from time to time. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's say hi to Mike. Hey, Mike, what's up?
Yeah, I was just thinking, this is great. We have little Jimmy King's conquering Jay Leno, and we have Tony-nominated Stephen Lynch. And what's the highlight of the day? Poe and Kenny kicking the shit out of somebody.
Didn't it seem like it was a lot longer, man?
It always does. Things go into slow motion.
God, it was seconds. You listen to the audio back. It was only like not even a second. He had him down.
Happened real fast.
Let's say hi to Mike in Jersey. Mikey! I needed his help, too.
Hey there, Mike.
He just said he got his tickets for the comedy show.
Oh, good.
Let's not forget.
They're on sale.
The Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus, the comedy event of 2006. Tickets went on sale at 9 o'clock this morning through Ticketmaster. All right, we got 3 shows so far. I don't feel like doing the lineups. We can promote it this way. Go to opieandanthony.com to see the lineups for the August 5th show in Worcester in Boston, for the August 26th show at the PNC Bank Art Center in Jersey, and for the September 9th show down there in Philly, actually in Camden, across the river.
I like the fact we have a lot of time in between each show, too, just to relax and collect ourselves.
Yeah, we might have to add a couple other shows in between there. You never know. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster. If you need the lineups, go to opieandanthony.com.
We should only do comedy clubs with 400 seats and charge like $1,500 a ticket. We're all lazy. We want to do 10 minutes each.
Let's go to John in New York. John?
Hey, guys. Great show.
Hey, John.
You missed the line of the day, though, I think.
Huh.
You could have told the kid to go get his fucking shine box.
Oh.
Well, we show him a poster right away. He's getting fucking fresh.
Fucking fresh.
None of us
What's that, boys?
Paul ought to teach that kid some manners.
Yeah, teach his kid some fucking manners. He don't mean no disrespect.
Can we go to break with that audio one more time?
Yeah, I gotta hear that. Gotta hear it.
I can already say before the end of the show, what did I learn today?
Yeah.
Never walk away during the fucking walk.
No.
And honestly, there was nobody out there. I can't believe I fucking missed it.
Yeah, we'll do it from the guy with the list.
You're gonna love that.
I was right there,
love that
too.
up close.
First time I never see stuff close.
No.
You ever see a head come apart like that?
Apart like that.
He was close.
Come on, do it for Manny.
He was closest to Jimmy. Jimmy
Sal.
was sharing a mic with the guy.
Yeah, let him talk. And then all of a sudden he turned around, and Ben didn't do a fucking thing.
No.
Ben really didn't. I mean,
Nope.
I saw Ben's dumb face. He didn't fucking spit on the dude. Ben's not aggressive like that, dude.
I agree.
He's not going to spit on anybody.
You do look at Ben and want to hit him.
You can't not. But Ben was all sluggish and tired. Ben didn't do a fucking thing to this guy.
Well,
and this guy just had an ego bruising because he was bombing.
Yep.
He's making an ass out of himself. Nobody gave a fuck.
Thought it was going to be a big
When
moment.
you guys were all going, ah, ha, ha, that's what got him.
taunting him.
That got him.
Yeah, when everyone started laughing, and then he started trying to talk back, and we all were going, ah, ha.
Maybe that's what-
mature
maybe-
like.
Yeah, you can see the flip switch in his head.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what Ben did. Maybe he laughed at him and then fuck whatever the fuck the guy. Maybe the guy thought he was another fan and didn't know he was a producer and thought it would be okay to fucking shove him.
Yeah.
Oops, wrong person.
Move, silly goose.
Wedding singer star involved in melee on 57th Street.
Yes. Wedding singer star,
terrible.
but involved in gay bashing.
But he danced his way out of it.
Yes,
Anthony did call him a faggot. I don't know.
They're going to call him in, and they're going to have like that whole conversation where they, you, as a star of the show, you really have to think about who you're hanging out with, who you surround yourself
Point out
with.
in your contract.
But they'll be going, we understand you had a relationship with these people beforehand, but you just got to give it some thought whether these are the people you now want
want to still align yourself
A
with.
little known fact.
You're in a new job now, a new career ahead of you. It's not a time to look to the past.
A little known fact, Stephen Lynch distracted him by doing jazz hands.
Yeah, he was doing Fosse. He was throwing some Fosse at him. Come on, my baby. Come on, my darling. Over here.
And Lewis Black right now is going, "Bleh, bleh, I'm glad I stayed away from those guys. Stay away.
Lewis, whatever. Tom in Connecticut, what's up?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, Tom.
Hey, you got to make a ringtone out of that punk fan. I'm sorry.
The I'm sorry is hysterical.
The best part.
It is the best part.
It's one of the greatest.
And I know what XM's going to do. We want to continue doing the walk. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, and by the way, you may have heard the end of the walk.
No, absolutely not. We're not stopping the walk.
Oh, it's got to be West Side Story, because then there'll be 10 Stern fans.
Yeah.
We
And
got
do what they did?
a random Bob Edwards fan.
We could start a new Guardian Angels program.
Right, just for the walk.
Get the One pests out there in their awful freaking uniforms.
They got to wear
berets and vests.
I got to admit, if I'm ever going to take a karate class, I think I got to go with Poe.
Got to go with Poe now.
You gotta go
that was
with
one of the best endorsements for his dojo ever. Exactly.
It is a war now. And I mean, what if more people keep showing up?
You know what? I want to go to break, but now the observations are coming in. Gorger, it looks like, from Michigan. George, what?
Gorgar.
All right, Gorgar, what's up?
Holy crap, talk about mob mentality. I was just waiting for somebody to start shouting, "Pump that pussy."
I gotta tell, this guy speaks the truth.
They had pitchforks and torches.
You see
Let's go, college boy, you're next.
You see the videos on TV, you're like, oh, the one guy's taking care of the situation. Why 5, 6 guys have to kick the kid in the head?
Yeah.
You never understand when you see those videos.
Well, that was good, too. Like, everybody was kept at bay.
Dude,
like, it wasn't one of those situations where, a crowd is going to come over and start kicking him in the head.
It was handled.
It was handled the way it should have been handled.
He was thrown down.
With the exact amount of force necessary to keep him from assaulting our stupid producer.
Poe and Kenny didn't throw a punch at him.
Nope.
No one.
He was
immobilized.
Pete Papalardo, is this the real Pete Papalardo?
This is me, guys.
All right. Pete, what's going on? Why are you calling the show?
I just wanted to let you know, obviously you guys know we went on sale at 9 o'clock this morning, and the ticket sales are huge. I mean, we're talking about having to open up more Boston.
More what?
Having to open up more seats in Boston and Philly already.
Wow.
We didn't put lawn seats on sale yet because we wanted to see how they sold, and they're blowing out pretty quick. We're going to sell out the pavilions in both those places today.
Nice.
All right, good. So what are you saying, that we should quit promoting it? Because Pete hates a fast sellout. That's one thing Pete hates.
Yeah, Pete hates that.
Wait, how many seats today?
18.
You got about 6,700 in Philly and in Boston and in Philly and New York to get through. We're about 3/4 of the way through those already. We sold 3,000 tickets in the first 15 minutes in each of those cities.
Holy shit!
Wow, all those fans out on the sidewalk.
I guess that was all of our fans out there. Wow.
Almost all our fans have bought comedy tickets.
Jeez, damn.
You don't understand what happens when you put Norton on the bill.
Right.
You fucking get ticket sales.
Hey, buy a ticket.
Comments, Bill.
Or Master Poe will punch you.
Tonight show's Jimmy Norton.
Worcester's doing well, but you guys got to kick your Boston fans in the ass.
Boston? Why? Are they fucking up?
No, they're a little slower than Philly and New York.
Well, Dan in Boston's saying the Boston show's selling fast as well.
All right, Dan.
Hey, come on, Bill. Talk to your people.
No, it is selling fast. We're probably about somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 tickets in Boston in New York and Philly. And we're probably about 25 to 3 in Boston already.
Right, I'll help. Go
Your
Sox.
Boston fans are a little low.
I'm a Sox fan now.
That's right. Whites only at this show in Boston. White people only. Watch that red sold-out sign fucking pop up. Animals in Boston.
So there you go, guys.
Fucking hypocrites. The truth of the matter.
Hey, come on.
Oh, Bill, no, I'm teasing. I don't.
Wow, that's great news, Pete. Give us another update before the end of the show today.
Liberal New Jersey.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Dan.
I never heard Pete on the radio before.
I know.
He has
stinks.
The fucking pizzazz of an anal tumor.
He needs to be choked.
Guys, you're right. Doing ticket counts. His fucking phone is fading out. Pete stinks on the air.
He needs his own phone is hanging up on him.
Oh, it's just awful. Guys, you got to do. We're going to open lawn seats.
Yeah.
Wow, let's put that to music.
He needs to go 2 seconds with Master Poe.
The next time Pete calls his radio show, I hope Poe chokes him.
Yeah, let's go to Chris in West
He has to
Virginia.
apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for calling it.
Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, me and my buddies got tickets for the Philly show.
Did ya?
We're going to make a weekend out of it. We're going to go to the Philly show and then end up in Atlantic City.
Awesome, man.
Oh, cool.
Thanks.
Have fun. Yeah, good luck.
I hear there's something that you can't hear in the tape, but you got to listen real closely. After he apologizes, he goes, more importantly. Yeah, trying to get out of it.
Let's go to Joe in Chicago. Joe.
What's that for? What's that from?
Oh, you were out in Hollywood with
you
your
were doing
friends.
Hollywood.
Kate and I were talking.
Inside joke.
Joe.
How you doing, boys?
More importantly, you
quickly,
hold on.
Quickly, Joe. Yeah, let me just explain because it really is one of those things that you would have enjoyed had you been here. It was a guy calling up and he bombed. He bombed at something, and instead of just taking his bomb, he goes, more importantly, and started talking about something like that, like what he just said.
No, he lied.
Yeah, he lied, is what it was.
It was whatever. Say I make it simple. I said my name's Bill, and he goes, actually, your name isn't Bill. And I go, no, actually, it is Bill. And he goes, well, more importantly, he just continued on with this.
So it completely blows off what you just said and the controversy of what had just happened.
He wanted to wipe the slate clean of his bomb.
Yeah. And more importantly seems to be okay. More importantly. No, not more importantly. You stunk it up.
We've had our fun, guys, but let's move on to the business at hand.
More importantly, let me get on with my point that has no point.
More importantly, let's get back to the show.
Joe in Chicago. Joe.
I would like to congratulate Opie. His homeboy lessons are paying off. The usage of the word motherfucker was beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Opie's getting a brother saying your usage of the word motherfucker was used perfectly.
Right on.
You will be hanging out uptown in no time.
Something's going on with the black listeners and my part of the Opie and Anthony show. When we were at Tower Records, I had 2 people say they liked me on the show. 2.
The homeboys.
There were well over 600-700 people there. I only had 2 people say, you're my favorite on the show. It was 2 black women with huge boobs.
A couple of reasons. A, because you're the one of the 3 who does not do constant racist humor like we do. And you're blue-eyed and blonde-haired. You're the epitome of a white person, and they figure if they can get along with you, it gives them hope.
I'm like, man, I'm blown up with the black ladies. That's a good place to start.
The 2 fattest disasters in the room, too.
I probably heard about your obsession with Florida Evans.
There, yeah, right? All right, we got to take a break. We're going to play the audio again as we go to break.
Oh, please, I got to hear it again.
And by the way, I just got a communique from Elo. All it says is, holy shit.
Uh-oh.
That was fine.
Oh, they're going to be discussing this all weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we got to. I think we got to stop the walk.
Is there going to be a problem?
We got to stop the walk. It's obvious. We got to stop it. So
no,
the walk continues.
That was a great episode. You guys were on fire.
There's someone here saying that all of our listeners are just buying 200 tickets apiece. You fucking scripted failures.
All right. We had a little problem in the walkover if you're just tuning in. I think a lot of people are listening right now because they heard about it already. Here it is as it went down.
What is this? Where'd you get this?
Where'd that come from?
Paid $10 to a golfer to get it on the subway.
Where was it supposed to be hanging?
They're putting them up on the subway stations now.
Yeah.
Subways.
It's not supposed to be hanging somewhere?
Well, sir, you should probably hang it.
Jesus Christ.
Make a golfer.
Buddy Hinton should punch you.
Please have him say subway. Please have him say subway 10.
Where the hell did you find this?
On the subway.
Really?
Where?
Which one?
Subways.
Which line?
I seen him on the G. Again, I got this one on the E line.
The E line of the subway?
Yeah.
Wow. So now, how does this hang up?
It takes off.
I can't hear you.
It takes off. It's glue.
What is it?
It's a poster.
It's a big. It's a big sticker. It's a big with.
In the subway.
Where?
So their audience. In the subway. They hang up on the subway.
Oh.
Did it. XM.
Subway.
30,000. The whole audience. This is Opie and Anthony's whole audience here. I just want to say, Howard Stern has a huge cock, and I love him.
All right. Good job.
Keep talking.
Opie and Anthony are douchebags.
All right.
Yeah, beat me up. Let's go.
No, let him go. Let him go. What else?
All right, guys.
What else?
What do we got here?
Well, look at it, stupid. You see what we got here?
It's called advertising for a radio show, sir.
What?
It's called ABC 92.3. Remember where Howard used to be? And now there's about 100,000 people. About 100,000 people listening to him.
Is this the best you got? Come on, man.
I'm not a stand-up.
Dude, no, I don't mean comedy, but where's
just
the
like
passion?
an insult.
I mean,
You're going through the motions. You're going through the motions.
Why aren't?
I know.
And
I don't
why?
really like these guys. They just steal a lot of shit from Howard. I don't really like.
Of course we do. Steal a lot of shit, like his radio stations.
His radio station.
Now he sits there. Now, that did it. There you go, asshole. Have a nice one getting your ass handed to you. You put your hands on Ben, did you? You put your hands on Ben, you fucking faggot.
How does that feel? How does that feel?
Feels good now, faggot, doesn't it?
Feel, fucker? How does that feel? Why don't you talk now,
Say I'm sorry.
Say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you better be. Asshole, put your hands on our fucking producer. You get your ass handed to you, fuckhead. Good job, douchebag. Good job. Good job.
That's good, but you should never.
Oh!
Spit on my fucking back. You should never attack anyone. This guy just spit on me. You should never.
Who spit on you?
Nobody spit on you,
He
stupid.
didn't spit at you.
No one spit on you.
Asshole, you want to be a
You
tough
grabbed
guy.
the producer.
This is being a tough guy.
You grabbed our
I was
producer.
stating my opinion. That's all I
You
was
grabbed
doing.
our producer, asshole.
I'm not trying nothing.
There's
I'm
fucking
serious.
video of it. You grabbed our producer and pushed him against the wall, you fucking asshole.
After he spit
That's
on
what
me,
you
there's
did.
video
He
of that
didn't
too, so-
spit on. He didn't spit on. He can't even work up to saliva with all the cocaine he does.
Do you have any weapons? No, are you crazy? Okay, I let you up. You give me one problem, you're going down. All right, man. Go ahead.
Make sure you call Howard and tell him what happened.
Yeah.
Hey, you're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Bill Burr in studio playing Carolines this weekend. And Stephen Lynch, big Broadway star. Exciting.
Broadway star.
In The Wedding Singer on Broadway. He doesn't know how to get tickets, though, so don't ask.
Argentina's 3-0.
Oh, very good.
Nil.
Very
Everyone
good.
with the nil.
I think we're playing today, actually. U.S. is playing Italy.
We play Saturday.
Oh.
Playing Italy. If we lose that one, we're out.
Yeah, I think Heather Mills is starting for us. What an abominable fucking soccer team we have.
I didn't even know we had a bad soccer
It's
team.
awful. Larry Flint is the goalie.
They were talking.
I thought they did the World Cup every year. Not
Every 4 years,
Every 4
apparently.
years.
I don't know.
Who knows? Who cares? Unless you're one of those.
Oh.
Yes. If your foreskin's been removed, you don't care about soccer. It's just the way it works.
So there's a lot of action still in the street.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all we know right now.
Yep.
We're waiting for updates.
People hustling and bustling on their way to work.
We're waiting for updates, and we're not getting any, so.
Is this guy calling in for global warming?
Yeah.
That should be an interesting segue.
This is the guy that put out that movie.
What is this?
Text message.
From?
I don't know.
ELO?
ELO.
Is it ELO?
About my raise?
Oh, that's great.
What?
Nothing.
What song is that?
My girlfriend now officially thinks I'm scary. Great.
Oh, good. Took that long?
Really? That didn't give her confidence that you're a man who responds
That's wonderful.
after somebody else responded?
Yeah. Fucking. He's the National Guard talking shit after the Marines sweeping.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But I wanted to.
Dude, I was fucking this close.
Somebody threatens you, honey.
But I wanted to.
I'll get in his face after
I've been that
somebody
guy.
takes him down.
Maybe
I was about to.
Maybe 18 months of people telling me, you really can't hit people anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Made a difference.
Well, you can.
You know what's even great is you're eating yogurt as you're telling me this.
Blueberry yogurt.
Not allowed to hit people anymore.
Where do we go? Where do we go now?
When are you going to play to tennis? I saw that on the email yesterday, today.
What happened?
Aren't you watching tennis or something one of these days?
No, we're watching World Cup soccer. Jim.
You're joking, right?
No.
Yesterday.
I got the email, the mass email. I didn't. Honest to God, I got a mass. Not a mass email.
The U.S. Open?
Yeah.
Oh, the golf. Boy, that's the same thing Iraq thought.
I thought tennis. You said U.S. Open.
Opie said he was going to the U.S. Open, and Iraq thought he'd be nice to Opie and told him, bring some suntan, some sunscreen, because the sun reflecting off the clay courts can really burn. And he was serious.
It's serious.
Like,
and we killed him for 20 minutes. So
no, I didn't hear any of the show.
The US Open.
Okay.
It's the golf
That's
one.
why I wasn't sure if you were going with the Iraq abuse or whatever.
No, I just remember. Was that yesterday or today?
Yesterday. I had a great time.
Okay.
Great time, man. It was a lot of fun. We have a golf channel on XM 146. is doing the U.S. Open coverage, and those guys are really cool. It looks like they love to drink. The Wedding Singer, the musical. Oh, is that the Wedding Singer, the musical.com? All one word, the Wedding Singer, the musical.com, or 212-239-6200.
Oh my God, Steven! Don't.
What's wrong?
Steven just goes, well, you know.
I know what's going on.
You do?
Yeah.
Right.
You want ticket sales to drop so you can move on with your life. I know. We know, Steven.
You know me so well.
We've known you for a while.
I want my life
It's
back.
hard work. You thought it was a good idea at the time. Now you're like, oh, the same.
He wants to be a rock star again. That's why he's wearing the Brian Johnson hat.
This is my Newsies hat.
Newsies. See, it's been on Broadway long enough that it's officially a hit. It's not a bomb like the Julia Roberts crap.
Right.
So you're now like, all right.
How long have you guys been going with this?
A few months.
Few months?
Well, I mean, we opened out of town, but since we came here.
So you've done the show like what, 60, 70 times?
100 times.
How are the crowds?
Wow.
How are the crowds?
They're great.
Really?
Same fucking fat women every day.
Yeah.
They're really
cheering and standing and telling their buddies
to feel good, play,
Sons
and
of bitches.
And speaking of Julia Roberts, Steve was just saying on break what a twat she is and how glad he was that her play bombed. Nothing on that? Jesus.
Oh, God, right when they bring the dump sheet in. I'm sorry,
You're going to get me in trouble with the Broadway community.
You deserve to laugh, Jim.
Yeah, we didn't listen. I'm sorry, Jimmy.
Wow.
No, I did say that.
Only 2?
Somebody was
both by Bill Burr.
Somebody was asleep at the wheel.
Burr.
And we need the dumps for the week, by the way. We got to see who took the title this week.
Live from the Opie and Anthony Show studios, the Daily Dump Report.
Wow, here it is. The dumps.
Looks like filthy mouth.
Yeah. Today at 6:53, he's the fucking ... oops. Bill Burr in the heated global warming debate that we had.
No pun intended.
Oops. Heated global warming. And at 7:43, just a plain old fuck. Bill Burr after bombing a joke.
I bombed a lot on that one. I'm surprised I just had one.
And tried to cover it up by saying fuck, hoping they would dump out of the bomb.
Oh, that's like if you bomb on the Apollo. If you get booed, you just curse your brains out so they can't air it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good philosophy, actually.
Good one.
Yeah, let's go to Barney in Montana.
Sure.
Barney, what's up?
Throw the
Hey,
N-word around.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell Jimmy that was the best set last night that I've ever seen on The Tonight Show.
Oh, thanks, man.
Because it made everybody so uncomfortable.
Thank you, buddy.
Good.
Yeah, they let me do what I wanted to do, and that's right. Yeah,
it wasn't because he made everyone so uncomfortable. It was because he made everyone laugh really hard.
Oh, there were some times though there was some dead space on some of his real good lines. So, but I was dying.
I heard nothing but
job,
big
Jimmy.
laughs.
But sir,
I mean, his material was edgy, but he was also getting big laughs last night. All right.
There's always a couple of groaners.
Yeah, that's fine. I was happy.
It's usually you at the back of the club starting them.
There's nothing better. Nothing better, because Voss is so stupid he still hasn't caught on. Or when Bob Kelly's on stage, just to go, ah, like in the doorway, they're selling and watch other people going, what are you fucking groaning at? What are you groaning at me for?
You never heard that he starts the groans, and these idiot people in the back of the club, just they hear that, they're like fucking chimps, they just start doing it.
Oh, that's a good bit. Debbie Davis from the other day.
Oh, Debbie.
Hi, boys.
What's going on?
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you, sweetie.
Isn't this great?
Some good iced tea. It's my birthday, too.
What's that?
Yeah, Debbie?
You know, I have a sticker stop going on at the Laconia Motorcycle Rally right now.
Is there a lot of Opie and Anthony fans up there?
There is. I had quite a few people come up and tell me that they heard me doing the walk. Of course, now that douchebag today kind of stole my thunder. I had the best walk up until today, but yeah, a lot of people heard it. A lot of people getting stickers.
Good. Very good.
Are they going to put them on their motorcycles, though? Do you put WOW stickers on a motorcycle?
We used to have WOW stickers for the helmets back in the day. Maybe we could get that again.
Fellas,
on their helmet, and a lot of truckers coming up.
All right, Debbie.
Whatever.
Thank you. Have a great weekend up there.
Thank you. You too. See ya.
All right.
Yeah.
And bikers,
Bike rallies, truckers.
Bikers don't need fucking wow stickers. I mean, all they gotta do is like wave a little baggie of crank, and the fucking chick will show her tits. That's a wow sticker for a biker. Fucking baggie with a little yellow fucking.
What's up, Ant?
We're getting Take the Wig is his name. Fellas, I'm getting that nervous Sex for Sam 3 and assault on the media feeling.
Now you should.
I sure hope you can continue the walk.
All is well. Of course, we're going to continue the walk. Why wouldn't we?
We're waiting for updates, but no one has.
Why haven't we gotten an update?
Actually, more people are going downstairs at this point.
It's actually one of those things, like, I know, like, the time that I've been involved with the show, we fucked up. I knew it, and today I got not even a little bit of uncomfortableness, because I know I watched the whole thing happen, and nobody on the show did
We're minding our own business, doing our dumb thing we do every day.
Absolutely.
And this guy, he confronted us.
Absolutely.
Hey, I was there at the walk, and I didn't see anything.
He was right next to Jimmy, confronting him first.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
like, that's all you got.
Very civil.
Really?
Mike E. says, fast forward 17 years. Stephen Lynch starring in the longest-running musical on Broadway history.
Oh, my God.
Now and forever.
What would you do, man?
Well, I don't have to do it for 17 years.
He's the fucking McDonald Carey of Broadway.
Do I? I don't have to, do I?
It'd be like that. Who's that fat dude in Cats?
Great.
Remember that guy?
What, the guy that was in it for, like, the long haul?
Yeah, there was always, like, that one person who just never moved on.
You read the playbill. He was a part of the original cast.
He started out as the thin cat. Just, like,
turn him into the fat.
He grew into the fat cat. He was doing it so long.
Playing a panda.
You mean Rum Tum Tugger?
Yeah.
Rum Tum Tugger.
Ew, is that the actual cat's name? Ew.
He was the in-shape cat.
Ew.
Then there was what's his name? Old Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy.
Yeah. Hey, one more thing about Jimmy on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Mark in Virginia. Mark.
Yeah, I stayed up late to watch Jimmy on the Tonight Show, and he killed. The look on Kate's face when she stumbled backwards into his hog was priceless.
Oh, did you see that at the end of the show?
I'm hearing it's really funny.
She probably felt something.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody. She was really very attractive, but yeah, she stepped on my fucking...
Thanks, Jimmy. You're the greatest.
And tumbled into your cock.
Well, it happened to be there. LOL. Take that, you goose. She is pretty. I think she fucking dug me a little bit, man. I really do. We got a vibe going.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
She's a pretty lady.
Oh, she's a fantastic.
Well, got your phone number. We know that.
I'm just trying to clear some lines.
I give her my digits.
Tell us if she calls.
All right.
You know what a douche I'd be if I started dating her?
Oh, my God.
Forget it.
Hollywood.
We had a lot more stuff to do on the show today, but we were very distracted.
Oh, my God, now. I need updates. I need to know what's going on.
Yeah, we can't just sit here and wonder what's going on. I looked out the window, and Ben is just pacing up and down the sidewalk.
He'd
on his
do
cell
that
phone.
normally. On his cell phone? Yeah, wow. So it's any day of the week, ever?
He's probably,
He's waiting for a pizza.
He's probably fine, but he's just sitting out there, gossiping about Tom Brady. Just taking advantage of the fact that we think something real is going on down there.
You know what's odd? I looked out the window. I saw Paul Mercurio asking to be arrested.
You guys are doing Sex for Sam again, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, for Sam the intern. If you win a prize, you get to rape him over the console. Sex with Sam.
Stephen Lynch has a lot of balls asking that question.
Yeah, I know.
You were the one.
So much fun.
You were the one that couldn't make it that
You were
day.
fucking. You
remember.
You were Paulie.
I have so many close calls with this show.
You were Paulie, who was supposed to drive the Godfather around to get his fruit that day.
That's right.
That was you.
Paul Mercurio was
and then I was Waylon Jennings. Was it Waylon Jennings not getting on the Buddy Holly plane?
on the Buddy Holly plane.
'Cause I was supposed to be on the
Voyeur bus.
Voyeur bus too.
Yep.
Well, Paul Mercurio took your place that day, my friend.
Yeah.
You had to be, I don't know, in Michigan or something.
Doing some kind of I think you were doing Grease.
Steven, pull over. I got to take a leak.
Yeah.
You guys have made amends, though, right?
Yeah. Leave the gun. Take the playbill.
We got Britney Spears on Dateline. Where's that clip we were having fun with yesterday?
Oh, yeah, we
the
got
Matt Lauer one. Because we were getting to the one about we were finally getting to where she cries, but
Britney does.
Yeah.
Why?
It's the one that's kid.
Which one though?
Did she hear her husband trying to talk like a black person and just get embarrassed and weep?
They
I actually fucked this guy. Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Yuck. Do that.
They do a good job of crying. They try to make her cry.
No,
K-Fed.
Ask Danny. This clip, you got to hear Jimmy.
They try to make her cry.
Yeah, Matt Lauer's like, they say Britney Spears is...
No, they don't say, is what it is.
What?
It's not that they're saying...
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, they're calling you a bad parent. And it's like, well, I'm not. She goes, bad parent, she goes, it's not like they're saying you can't sing. You're the... And so like yesterday, we just went through a laundry list. It's not like they're saying your big, fat, pregnant face isn't attractive anymore. It's not like they're saying... It's not like they're saying that once fine ass is just a stretched out mess of blubber. It's not like...
They're not saying your TRL days are a decade
way behind you. What they're saying is...
No one's implying that your beautiful body was destroyed by Wigger seed. No one is saying that.
And that's exactly what he's doing. Oh, what? The incident... No way. It says the incident has made allaccess.com. How does that happen?
No. Go to allaccess.com.
There ain't no way.
What?
You know it's on YouTube already.
What?
It's, of course, on the New York radio message board.
Is it really?
Somebody picked up on the fact, I didn't even think of that. That kid said, Howard Stern has a huge cock and I love him.
Yeah, well, that was the call. That was the battle cry of the guy outside.
Wait, see, we're trying to do more material, and we can't.
Well, I want to hear the Britney stuff.
Yeah, we will. Where's that? Is that fine in the clip?
He might have to reburn it real quick.
Oh, he's going to reburn it. Why? These are all new clips?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Tell Danny to speed up before he gets a backhand across his face.
No, we
love to slap Danny.
Well, now we're distracted. Go to net news or something like that.
I might. Smack his dumb face.
Shoot.
When is this guy calling in?
Someone asked, can O&A ever stay out of trouble? And people are like, it's what trouble? The producer was grabbed.
What are you talking about?
Stop blaming the victim.
And where's that?
On New York radio.
Go to New York
message
radio
board. I can't find anything.
No, do this.
All access.
All right.
Yeah. Anything we do. Anything we're involved in.
Stern fan O&A scuffle. On the walk from Free FM to XM, a Stern fan started mouthing off to O&A and their fans that were following them. The Stern fan grabbed O&A's producer, Ben, and was taken down to the ground by security. All this was broadcast live on their XM show. Police are now involved. Can these two ever stay out of trouble?
These two handled themselves very well, as did the fucking security and everybody else. No one stomped the guy.
Well,
imagine if that was Hot 97, he would have had fucking, his teeth would have been kicked out, he would have been shot.
No kidding.
That's true.
This is what happens with white stations. There's a scuffle, security takes somebody down and holds them there and says, you're going to behave. That's what happens. There's no fucking hip-hop wars, no one gets shot. No lives have been threatened. Just the guy's a douche. He gets out of hand. He gets thrown down. That's the end of it.
Can these two ever stay out of trouble? Hold on. From what you said, they were walking and a Stern fan grabbed their producer. So how is that their fault or them being in trouble? It seems like the Stern fan is the one who caused the incident from what you wrote.
Okay.
He just couldn't handle being laughed at like that, and that's what was happening.
Yeah, that kind of got him a little
It's like, dude, we're not going to get angry about that stuff. It's not Larry King, 1991. No one gives a shit.
And then another one. That's a stupid question. How are O&A in trouble when some idiot on the street assaults their producer? When Stern was accosted on the street several months ago, and it made all the papers, did you comment that he was in trouble?
Here's the... sorry. Here's the All Access. Howard Stern fan allegedly, they use the words allegedly and stuff, allegedly grabbed and pushed Opie and Anthony executive producer Ben Sparks against the wall during O&A's daily walkover Friday between the show's FM and XM studios. The fan, who initially was permitted to say pro-Stern, anti-O&A comments on the air, but ran out of things to say, claimed that Sparks spat on him. A claim denied by Sparks and O&A, who noted that the incident was caught on tape. The Stern fan was subdued by security guard Master Poe. Anthony Cumia's comments on Poe, you do not screw with him. And comic policeman security guard John Clubsoda Kenny Fetter.
Get out of here.
That's what it says. While Opie stuck the microphone in the man's face and profanely demanded and received an apology. The incident was the first case of the walkover being interrupted by a Stern fan since O&A began terrestrial radio crossover April 26th. Best walkover ever, Opie producer pronounced once the crew made it to the XM
How
studio.
accurate is that, though? The guy was permitted to say what he wanted on the air, and he was.
Oh, yeah,
he was permitted. You're not gonna, no one's going to fucking cry about it here.
He ran out of gas.
Run out of steam, stupid. Go ahead. Wow. Yap until you fucking sputter.
Oh, boy.
It's only that. It's only that.
Ran out of steam and the ability to stand upright.
Just an asshole. Just an asshole.
It's only in a couple places. It's no big deal.
This doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere.
This won't have any legs.
No, I don't think this will go viral whatsoever.
It won't go anywhere.
That's just silly to think that.
Maybe Pete
like
Papalardo could call in with another fun update on tickets. Guys, we're at 5 and what? Okay, all right, thank you.
It's, not like the press likes writing anything that involves both us and Howard in some way, shape, or form.
No, I don't think that'll happen.
Not at all.
That would be silly. Okay. All right, let's move on here. Britney Spears on Dateline last night. They're burning the clip I really want to play, but let's start with
By the way, I've really had enough of Jack Black. I don't hate him. Don't hate him, but I'm sick of looking at him.
Nacho Libre?
Oh, how awful that must be. Everywhere I look is his fucking fat face, and I'm tired of it.
New York papers, 3 stars, 2.5 stars, 2.5 stars, I think, out of 4. Yeah. He used to do our show, by the way, when
he looks like fucking Ben if Ben cleaned up.
Jack used to do our...
Does he look like Ben?
Jack's another one that used to do our show when he really needed the help. See, Stephen Lynch doesn't have to be here anymore.
You know they're doing High Fidelity, the musical?
Yep. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Starring your good friend Mario Cantone.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, he's terrific.
His role.
No kidding.
That's what I hear, anyway.
That's what the scuttlebutt is.
Circles.
With the emphasis on butt.
Oh, Joan! Oh! I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
When Jack Black needed help with Orange County, he was on our show.
What's Orange County?
Exactly.
Show or a movie?
I think it was a movie. Was it called Orange County?
Tom Hanks'
movie?
kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was Patricia's. I wasn't in it.
And then, King Kong and all this other, all these other great films come out that he's in.
Have we tried to get him, though, and he said no?
He forgot all about us. Oh, yeah, we've tried.
Really?
Oh, yeah, we've tried. So, should we take a break?
He's funny. The guy's pretty physical,
Yeah, let's
though.
see if we can.
It always makes me laugh,
So Kenny's back upstairs. Steve's back upstairs.
All right, let's take a break and get some info.
Let's suck some cock.
I can't.
Let's do it.
I can't function.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll continue.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony. Ooh, it's in my shoes. Ramon, clean this up.
All right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony show. The dump report for the week, really fast. We gotta see who was the biggest potty mouth.
I love this. At the end of the week, we tabulate the scores and see who couldn't be FCC compliant.
I am proud to say that Opie and Anthony
can't be
had no dumps this week.
It couldn't be true.
I decided to clean up my act.
Did you?
Yeah, I decided to.
Did you?
To clean. I decided to clean it up a little bit, Anthony.
Oh, very
I felt
nice.
like I was getting a little too salty.
These are all guests.
No dumps
and
for me. No
Jim
dumps for Anthony.
And callers. Okay, let's start. Number 1, my good pal who was in yesterday, Adam Ferrara, with 1 dump
for the week.
1 dump. Jimmy had 1 dump. Jimmy must have said something. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Didn't like Jimmy didn't agree with it, so he said, "Don't put it on the weekly." No, it's there. Joey Vento, 2 dumps.
Ooh, that guy from Philly with the cheesesteaks. Yeah.
Tippy Tom 3. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And how many in his pants? Jeez. Various callers, I guess, were dumped out of 5 times. And number 1.
And he only did 3 days.
Did 3 days with us. Was it 3 or 2?
2.5, 3, whatever.
I don't even know. I think it was only 2. With 9 dumps. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Burr.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Who will be at Caroline's all weekend long.
Wow, what a potty mouth.
You really are a dirty one.
I had 9. I only had 1. 2 today.
Hey, guys, we got a big star on the line here. Yes, what? Smoothie? It's too late for smoothie.
It's not. No, I want a smoothie.
I don't want a smoothie.
I'd like one.
Too late. Too late for a smoothie now.
God, Kenny, About an hour and a half late for smoothies.
What were you doing? Fucking off?
Yeah, what the hell have you been doing for the last hour
Who's
and
on
a
the
half?
phone?
We got Davis Guggenheim. Yes, Davis Guggenheim is on the phone. Hello, sir. Davis.
Hello, good morning.
The executive producer of the new movie. Are you the executive producer with the Al Gore movie?
Director.
Director, I'm sorry. Yeah, I went down one line too many. I'm sorry. An inconvenient truth. In theaters
Before we
now.
talk, can you explain the whole dump thing?
We're on, nah. We do commercial radio as well now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first half of the show is on commercial radio, and it's simulcast to XM, and then we do just XM stuff for 2 hours as well.
So sometimes potty mouth people have to be dumped out of. But right now we are on the exclusive XM side. So let them fly if they feel they'll make your point.
Got it.
I'm very jealous that you're married to Elizabeth Shue.
Really?
Yeah, she's great, man.
Well, you can try it for a day and then tell me what you think.
Oh, wow. Hey,
Nice.
I like that.
Yes.
Wow.
She's actually 9 months pregnant. She's due any day now.
Oh, wow.
Why would you
together 16 years?
Why would you bring another child into a world that you seem to think is doomed within a week or two?
Good point. It's pretty terrifying, the global warming thing, but if you see the movie, you see that it's pretty hopeful if we all sort of start working on it now.
If we start working on it now.
Right.
Now, that means cutting down on our use of fossil fuels?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just one thing. It's a bunch of things.
It's a bunch of things? Because I had a point. Steve C., who works here with us, is a huge fan of the movie. He drives a hybrid vehicle. He's a tree hugger.
He's gay.
No, he is not. But there would be nothing wrong with that if he was. Cuddly bear that he is. And it seems to be one thing that we're running out of oil.
An SUV and collects guns.
We're running out of oil, right?
Yep.
And the oil's bad. And is ruining our environment and will lead to a cataclysmic end of everything as we know it. But
and the oil comes from a very dangerous place, and we got to send soldiers there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if we run out of oil, doesn't that solve the problem? Either we're running out of oil. I could see now if there was so much oil that, oh my God, for thousands of years we're going to be using this stuff and change the planet. But if we're running out, then we'll have to come up with something different and problem solved.
Well, the problem is it's a multifaceted problem, and I'm not an expert on this. I'm a filmmaker, but it's also coal. These coal-fired plants are some of the dirtiest polluters.
Weren't we using a lot more coal back in like the 20s and 30s?
Yeah, and I think the bigger problem is, yes, we're burning too much oil. We're also burning too much coal, but basically we're just consuming any way we like.
Isn't that kind of our job, though, as inhabitants, top of the food chain on the planet? Like, doesn't the planet... I see this planet as like ours for as long as it'll have us. No matter what we do, like there really isn't anything we can do to stretch our time here a little longer. Maybe we can cut it a little shorter. It's like anybody else,
But that's like it was when I was in college, and we'd go, for a keg party, and we'd have $40 and we'd buy all donuts, and we'd just go the weekend and drink all weekend, and by the end you'd end up with nothing, and you didn't think about, perhaps that maybe you needed some other type of food for the weekend, and you didn't quite take care of the place you were staying.
Yeah, I was in the same boat as you. You described exactly that, but hey, look where we are now.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is that
a better place.
They're really simple things that you can do.
Yeah.
That actually make your life better.
Are they simple or inconvenient?
They're inconvenient. That's why the movie's called An Inconvenient Truth. But it actually, I'm not an environmentalist. You talk about tree hugger. I'm just not that kind of guy.
Yeah.
I went to Gore gives this thing live, and I went to see it, and it just blew my mind because
Anthony, have you seen the movie?
No.
The subject is, and how I just didn't get it. I thought I knew a little bit about it. I didn't get it before.
Davis, I have a question for you, because a friend of mine knows a lot about this, and he was saying something along the lines of, there's a lot of alternative energy methods which are available, but it just seems that people, for some reason, are always going with the older way, and it's like without using the newer sources. it kind of contributes, and yet it makes the whole thing like a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, and look at it this way. You know, you mentioned that like the party we've had with oil is about to end. It's just all the indicators are there, right?
Yeah.
You know, and this has been, you know, America has really been at the top of this game for a long time, and you know it's going to end, and some country's going to come up with the next thing, and if it's China, you know, they come up with the next fuel source.
They'll just burn humans.
Oh, that's their big resource.
Yeah. But the point is that, you know, why don't we focus our energies on figuring out what the next thing is?
Well, I've heard rumors
that the party's over, you know?
I've heard rumors that there's been, like, vehicles that run on alternative fuel, and that a lot of times what will happen is that the big companies will like, try to, like, get the patents, but, like, it's kind of hard to, like, release it without that.
Yeah, there's a lot of theories about that, and I'm not an expert, and some of them sound like, you know, JFK conspiracy stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But I do know that, you know, when we had our film came out, this institute in Washington, which we found out later was funded by ExxonMobil, put out these ads, and the ads said something to the effect of, CO2, they call it pollution, we call it life. And the point is they were just trying to keep the controversy going because they don't want change, you know? And
they want to keep making their money.
There needs to be change.
It's all about the almighty dollar.
But
we're not spending any time or energy towards figuring out what these new things are.
Do you think if we ran out of oil as a country that we would just start walking around in loincloths and not be able to figure out another way to do things, an alternative source? Don't you slowly see that there is sort of this migration towards alternate fuel sources now with the ethanol and corn-based fuels and all this, that it is happening?
Well, my wife, you know, there's a biodiesel pump near our house, and she's like, well, there's a biodiesel pump. How come there's not more cars doing it? Well, it's like, well, because if you drive 50 miles away, you're running out of gas. How are you going to fill your car up?
Exactly.
There's not enough of them.
The point is that it's a whole system that is locked in step.
But that'll change when it really needs to. Right now, we kind of have enough.
But there's got to be more, right?
Well, I mean, that's where we disagree. Is that I think, you know, the writing has been on the wall for a while now, you know, and if you see the movie, you see that because we're putting so much CO2 in the air, the world is changing really rapidly in a terrifying pace.
Bottom line, Dave, it's time to move and get it done, right?
Yeah, and you know, you go to the movie, this movie, Inconvenient Truth, you go to our website, climatecrisis.net, and you learn a lot about it. And I think you and your listeners would say, oh, okay, this isn't as complicated as I thought. It's not as it's real, it's urgent.
What would you say?
But you got to get big business on the same page, don't you?
What's that?
You got to get big business on the same page. Big business, big business.
GE.
You got the college kids. That's easy.
General Electric has the head of General Electric a couple months ago said that he thinks that green is green, which means that they're going to focus their technologies and millions of dollars on research towards green technology.
Well, yeah.
You know, BP, British Petroleum, is out there advertising how to reduce your carbon your carbon. So, you know, it's things are changing. Our companies like ExxonMobil, man, they're just stuck in place, you know.
Yeah. What do you think the average Joe can do? The number one thing that the average Joe could do to help?
A John Q. Citizen, what can he do?
Well, you go on our website, right?
Yeah.
And there's a thing called a carbon calculator.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I know, it sounds complicated.
I'm scared.
But what you do is you look and you see how the choices you make in your life create carbon, like the car you drive or the air conditioning you use.
I'd like to take this test.
Yeah,
I bet I score pretty high.
Yeah, but you guys, you know, I mean, you got a pretty cynical attitude about this. But the point is that if you wake up to this and you say, look, this is a real problem and I'm part of it, you know, then you could say, look, this is a pretty easy way to do it. I used to drive a big Tahoe, a Chevy Tahoe. Now I drive a Prius.
See,
and my Prius.
How does that make you feel? Doesn't that make you feel like perhaps you've emasculated yourself a bit?
It's a fantastic car.
He's married to Elizabeth Shue.
I know.
I only drive cars that chicks like. I have a caddy because chicks like it.
What does it cost to fill up your tank?
$2,000.
Almost, right? Mine is less than $20, and it goes 450 miles. It's unbelievable.
Wow. Yeah, but
it's a new piece
Prius.
of technology, and I look at these jackasses driving SUVs.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're talking to Mr. Jackass
That's
here.
right.
And and 2 years
I drive
ago,
the
I was
Cadillac
one
of
those
SUVs.
jackasses. Right?
What's that?
2 years ago, I was driving a big Tahoe, so I was one of those jackasses, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that there's a flip, and suddenly you go, oh, okay, this isn't so hard.
I think it's people who drive big trucks like that. I think you'll agree, there's a self-centeredness in it. They're only concerned about themselves and the way things used to be in the 40s, and like they're not really concerned with the rest of the environment.
Well, look, I bought an SUV because I have little kids, and I didn't want to get in a wreck with a Suburban.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, see, there you go, right?
So I had a real reason to do it, and it's fun to drive. And they're fantastic cars.
Yeah. See what I'm doing? I'm burning the fuel up quicker, so we have to find an alternative. If people that drive the Priuses, if everybody did that, there'd be fossil fuel burning for years and years and years, longer than it should be.
Yeah.
I'm helping. It was interesting how you were saying that because of where the oil is located, how the problem is really Islam. I mean, that was actually a good point you made.
Oh, Jesus. I don't think he said that.
He did.
I didn't say Islam.
You don't want to be in that... Jesus, Jimmy. Where is the problem as far as where they're drilling?
Let me ask you guys a question. Have any of you guys seen the film?
Yes. Steve C. saw it, who has been talking to you over here.
Yes.
Because the way you're talking about it sounds like it's some sort of tree-hugging environmentalist
no, not at
rah thing.
I just think if Al Gore's involved, it must be.
Well, most people have that expectation, but I think when you go see it, you realize it's actually not one of these finger-pointing Michael Moore films.
I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go see it.
Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I actually do. I enjoyed it, and I do think that it's a fair. I don't think it's tree hugging or any of that stuff. It's just it seems like it would be on the surface just because of the title and what it's about, but then you get into it and you realize it's a legitimate problem in Al Gore.
Right. People actually find it funny, and they find it entertaining, and they come out kind of charged up. It's not like the end of the world type movie.
I don't know. From the trailer, it looked like the quick images of trees and then a nuclear power plant and gas and stuff. I'm like, no. Kind of scary. Oh no, Steve.
No.
It's not like that.
No, it's not. That was the previews.
Oh, okay.
That was for the Omen.
Yeah. It's actually
We're looking at the Rock movie trailer.
Yeah. They're running out of fuel. That big gorilla's climbing a building. How is that going to help us? Wrong movie, stupid.
No, I know the movie.
I'm going to check it out.
I'm going to definitely out.
We're going to check out the movie there. Davis.
Yeah, it is a legitimate problem. I mean, we got to do something about it. So, I mean, I've heard the film is actually really good.
Well, thank you. I'm just...
What state do we lose first, though, underwater? Florida?
Florida's got to go first, right?
There are a bunch of them. In fact, I live in California. My neighbor in Venice is going underwater. The southern half of Florida.
The Cape.
And then you got cities like in Beijing. It's unbelievable.
How about like Michigan, like off of Lake Michigan?
But, there's going to be more storms. There's going to be more erratic weather. I mean, I think everyone must feel like that the weather is just going crazy.
This sounds good. The Arctic Ocean could be ice-free by the summer 2050. That sounds good.
Yeah, vacation.
So there's the problem is that it's not just things gradually getting warmer.
No.
Davis, you sound defeated. I mean, let's go inside the interview a little bit. Are you feeling a little defeated?
Talking to you guys, yeah.
I hear you gulping and getting a little uncomfortable.
He's a director and a fine one.
I personally will be checking out the film. That's for sure.
Do I sound like a?
I think the point I like though is that you're saying it's not like a Michael Moore film and all that, a tree hugging type of film.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are taking a different approach. And
it appeals to reasonable people. We showed this film to
reasonable people,
a group of evangelical ministers. These guys who are sided with the White House on an energy policy.
Uh huh.
And they love the film.
Yeah.
The film plays to reasonable people.
It's not like a totally we're all gonna die. It's like this is the situation and this is what you can do to fix it. And I was
people
talking
seeing it and saying, "Oh, this is one of putting in a box and saying this is Al Gore and this is a political."
Yeah. Do you leave us with a little hope at the end of the film, like
Yeah, I mean the film actually, the end of the film is very uplifting, and it leaves you with very simple things you can do.
All right, now I bring canvas bags to the supermarket, and I don't use those little plastic ones. Is that a good thing? Does that knock down my CO2 consumption?
I lost you. You're fading out.
He actually brings bags with him, canvas bags, to the supermarket. So when they say paper, plastic, he goes, neither. And,
I already have mine.
And he brings them and, uses them instead of the plastic or paper. So I'm sure that's just helping out.
That sounds a little gay to me.
Oh, yeah. What?
Thank God.
Thank you, Davis. Now we like you. See, now we like you.
Thank God.
What a creep you must look like, marching with those empty bags.
Oh, yeah. I look like a bag lady.
I shouldn't have said that.
No, you were completely correct.
Fine. I like the honesty.
No, you gave into it. You became weak. I was trying to side with you.
Hey, what city?
And you threw me under the bus.
What city?
I'm going
to go see the Omen this
weekend. One voice I can't hear for some reason.
No, Bill is gay. It's no big deal.
What? Oh, I know why. This should be down probably.
Oh, that.
What city did you say is in deep trouble? It's sinking and all that. Beijing.
What city?
Beijing.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's the deal with Beijing?
Well, all these low-lying countries, like the Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
They're more affected by sea level rise. So, if half of Greenland and half of Antarctica melts, sea level rise is predicted to go up 20 feet.
Yeah, but then the gondola business will explode.
That's true. See?
Yeah, I think if you
take lemons.
I think it's good logic. I can't argue with that.
Gondola business with the guys with the big sticks, and they get to dress nice too.
Wouldn't we just evolve into something with gills?
Yeah.
If too much of the planet becomes water, we just all of a sudden, or water world, I'm sure you would have directed that
Kevin
differently.
Costner's still alive. He could tell us what to do.
You guys got a good point. I can't argue with that.
You can't argue with that.
All the girls would look like Daryl Hannah.
More importantly.
I think after this interview, Davis is going out and getting his Suburban back. He's
go pick up your Escalade or something.
Yeah, you guys are right.
I love it.
No, Davis,
you're right. Screw this.
I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging in there with us. It's Davis Guggenheim. Sorry, Guggenheim. And Inconvenient Truth is in theaters now. I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, check it out, man.
Go to our website, climatecrisis.net.
Okay.
And it's worth looking at.
All right, right on, man.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
I was so hoping that they were going to bring on an actual expert so he could combat
He's
his
an expert
argument.
on directing.
And he's just like, I really don't know what the fuck my movie's about.
I was ready to start asking him about because he directed a season of Deadwood. I was going to start asking him about that.
All I wanted to ask him about was Elizabeth Shue's Heine and how good it looked in Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Holy God, was she sexy in that.
Doesn't look that good anymore.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, I'm sure.
Why would you say that? Might be late. He was just a guest seconds ago on our program, and you're insulting his wife.
I think his wife is fantastic.
Pregnant wife.
Dude, you got to go to whackbag.com. They got still pictures and everything.
Do they?
Yes.
Okay.
Want to do one more break? We'll do a little Britney Spears.
Yeah, we need to do some Britney.
All right, we'll hopefully leave you guys this week with some laughs. We'll continue next. Can we get an update from Pete Papalardo? We need to find out how the tickets are selling.
Yeah, Pete, could you call in again with... I'm
not even kidding, Pete. You now have to call. Laughs. But he has to call to let us know how the Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus, the comedy event of 2006, is coming along. Tickets went on sale through Ticketmaster this morning. Okay, Pete, call us back.
They're arguing.
Push Ben.
Anthony, I'll have Poe come in.
I love it. He did make some good points, though, Bill.
He really did. You know what he reminded me of? Why I hate doing stand-up in the Midwest.
Oh. Now you're calling me like one of the Midwestern kind of...
Exactly.
No, I was being reasonable.
Anthony wants the conveniences
that this century, living in this century affords us conveniences.
And his idea...
And if it fucks up the environment and the earth, they'll
figure it out down the line.
In the future, they'll figure it out.
They figure it out.
That's what Anthony says.
Look what happened back in like the 1700s, the 1800s. There were things that they were doing that were screwing up what we do now. How we live now. Look at slavery. That screwed up what we do now. Didn't it?
Yeah, but it also helped. I mean, let's play devil's advocate.
And they said they'll deal with it down the line.
But look at the sweater industry. It took off. And you know what? You can say that was thanks to a lot of the cotton. You can look at it both ways. That's all I'm saying.
I will look at it both ways.
Do you know how much land got tilled that probably wouldn't have?
Of course.
Hey, guys, this is very important. I got to interrupt. Pete Papalardo's back.
Oh, my God. Put on your laughing hats, folks, because here comes a segment.
Are we promoting the comedy show well enough for you, Pete?
You're doing a great job, guys.
Because you know radio, right?
Yeah, no, I'm awful.
Hi, Pete. No, you're terrific. How we doing?
We're doing really well. In fact, at 11 o'clock, which is, I guess, right now, we are opening up lawn seats at PNC Bank Art Center.
Beautiful.
What does that mean?
It means that we basically blew through the first almost 7,000 tickets.
Oh, wow. Oh, excuse me. I have to bounce someone who doesn't agree with me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Jarvis.
Bye-bye. That's right.
Go ahead. Say, he said, this is why Anth is proving that he didn't go to college or something right now. Well, I just proved you're not going to hear or see the rest of the show
That's
on
right.
Pal Talk. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
I thought
college
you didn't
boy.
do that Larry King shit on this show.
Sometimes I do. I'm a hypocrite.
Certainly are.
But more importantly, let's go back to Pete Papalardo.
More importantly.
So we've sold about 7,000 for PNC.
PNC, we've opened up the lawn. Camden's doing real well. We're not there yet, but we're getting close. And Worcester's doing okay. We need to push their Worcester fans, though.
Hey, Worcester. Weren't you hoping for just a couple thousand tickets sold today?
Yeah. I didn't. This is much better than I expected. Much better than anybody expected. So the phone's starting to ring about where else we can bring the festival already.
Oh, tell them nowhere. Fuck them mothers. We're not interested.
There you go.
We double our money or we don't go nowhere. Am I right or wrong?
I bet you your phone will be calling from other comedians as well, huh, Pete?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
We don't want them.
For all those guys who said no in the first round, they're going to be begging to get on.
Yep. If they want to work for free, they could join the festival.
That's right.
Now.
You can audition on the next festival.
That's right.
Bob Kelly, your money's been slashed.
Are those tickets printed
We'll have an
on
open
recyclable
mic
paper?
stage. Instead of a side stage or a second stage, we'll have an open mic stage.
Ugh.
For these comedians that thought they were too big for us.
That's right. This is going to be the fucking best hour of comedy these people have ever seen. How great would it be if we gave them an hour show? If everybody went on, we started at 8 and we're done by like 9:05. Everybody does 5 minutes.
They're just walking around all confused.
Thinking it's a joke, and then they fucking burn the place down and rip it up.
I guess there's a surprise band that's coming on.
Yeah. We send out fucking, like some cover band to do lame songs.
Right.
While we fucking go and spend the money.
All right, Pete, go count tickets.
There you go. We'll speak to you guys soon. Good job today.
Bye, Pete. Why is Joey Cola on Martha?
Go count your tickets, jackass.
Sorry, I get distracted.
Joey Cola's on Martha.
I like Joey, man. He's on fucking Martha Stewart show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but
appears to be acting.
All right, listen, let's get some Britney Spears audio in, and then we'll leave for the weekend here, okay? Britney Spears on Dateline.
Stole my bit.
We'll get right into it.
What is it about Kevin that makes you love him?
It's very simple. Women complicate everything. He's so simple. His simplicity and
nice compliment.
he's like a boy. He just and he cares.
You know,
he cares so much, and his heart is awesome. He has a really big heart.
For the lack of
She's losing her mind.
That could be the worst description of why you like somebody I've ever heard.
He's simple. He's like a child. Yeah.
He's like a boy.
She just describes someone with Down syndrome.
Eva Braun had nicer things to say about Hitler. Well, he laughs at game shows.
Loves the dog.
His mustache is awesome.
Yeah. He always has pit stains through 3 shirts and a Nazi jacket, which I kind of dig. I think it's cute.
All right, here we go. Here's
sweaty out off
the next clip. You're not going to believe this one.
I'm thinking about waiting like a year or 2 to come out with music again. We'll see.
Good luck.
It's just I feel like I want my boo-boos to be a little bit older, because when I do music, I want to do it for real, and I want to travel, and I just want to make sure they're old
Give
enough
that a try.
to be able to be on that kind of pace for me.
She wants her boo-boos or boo-boos?
Her boo-boos are kids. Children. Like she's picking up on some of the street slang.
That's cute.
Great,
My
because your boobs are going to get older and saggier.
Her sag.
That's what I thought in my head.
Yeah, and that'll help ticket sales because they're really going there for your voice, Brittany.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to see old chicken neck tits.
Saggy boobs and lasagna belly. That's great. That should be the name of her next album, by the way.
It is. Soccer mom torso.
She talks about being Southern here.
It seemed for a while people would describe you, they'd say she's this great young thing from the South, small town girl.
I still am, man.
I know, but then all of a sudden...
tea, okay?
But then all of a sudden, they started to use that Southern background in a different way. The tone of it changed. All of a sudden...
They make you feel like you have to have your transformation.
Well,
Madonna, reinvent yourself, right?
Right, but they started saying, maybe she's a little bit of a redneck. you started
White
to hear
trash,
that
say it.
wasn't a good thing. That
That's what
all
you
of a sudden
mean.
it wasn't a good thing, your roots. They started to try and make it a negative thing. How did you feel about that?
I think anybody who's doing well in the public eye or whatever, there's always going to be a shift because people don't want to see somebody happy all the time. And they're going to try to take shots at people. You know, they did the same thing to Goldie Hawn when she did her show.
Good example.
And before she did Private Benjamin and all that, and then all of a sudden she became like this, oh my God, she's a star, you know. But they still gave her flack for her past.
Same thing with Eve.
Does the term bother you when you hear redneck? Because it's not used in a Gretchen Wilson crowd of... Well, it's not used that way. I think
that's just cruel. You know, I think that's cruelty when you judge people.
He's
and
just so
I mean,
trying to get her
I'm not
pride.
a Bible belt, but I just,
Wait till she
I
starts
feel
mentioning
like when
Private
you put
Benjamin.
labels on people like that and you do that, at the end of the day, they're just words, and that's what I have to look at them. I mean, you have to be really strong, you know, and just be like, if that's what you want to say, then, you know, okay.
Goddamn rich cunt! Goddamn rich cunt!
And by the way, I want to point out this stupid Matt Lauer. If she was black, do you really think if they were saying that they were trying to imply that you're like a jigaboo, do you really think he would go that fucking with anyone but a white performer?
Nope. Of course He was trying to say that the Southern roots, when she was first getting into the business, was kind of endearing.
Southern belle and
people liked
charming.
it, yeah. And then it turned into what he wouldn't say, white trash. That's what they're calling her.
Redneck. That's like saying... If you're a black performer, they kind of like your street roots, but now they think you're kind of Sambo-ish.
Right.
Never would they go there with anybody but a white performer.
Big fist would have hit Matt in the face. He'd
No, I'm
hear
not saying poor white people.
Christmas music.
It's actually a testament to white people still being completely in charge and still being paternalistic.
We're also looking at the end of her career. It's very obvious.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
a year, 2 years top.
The big,
2 years
fat,
top.
lumpy end of her career.
Debbie Gibson.
What about her? Debbie Gibson went on to Broadway, didn't she, Stephen Lynch? Expert of all things Broadway now.
Yes, that's true.
I'll speak for Stephen.
Started Beauty and the Beast in 19...
Are you going to do Broadway Bears this year?
Yeah. Got my spangly G-string.
Poor Stephen.
No, I don't even know
Poor
what that is.
Stephen. He's in a hit show on Broadway.
You can tell, though.
I don't care that he doesn't want to do it.
No, I love it. What are you talking about?
Look at him.
I want to ask Stephen.
He wants out.
I want to ask Stephen, what do you think of Debbie Gibson?
Goddamn rich cunt!
Wow.
But I mean that in the nicest way, James.
It's the greatest clip ever gotten.
Stephen, everyone's probably so proud of you. You're like Father Frank, the priest in the Saturday Night Fever, Tony's brother. Father Frank, and you'll come home one day. You want to quit, and you'll come home. He'll go back to the show. He'll go back to the show. What did you say to Stephen about the show?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, you trying to blame this on me now? Is that what you're doing? He'll go back. It's a phase. He'll sing, he'll dance, he'll go back.
Too good. All right.
I have to. I signed a contract.
Spears is so done now. Here's well, she loves being a housewife and loves to cook and clean, everyone.
Although she's not desperate, she's a housewife through and through.
I like to cook, try to cook, and I like to clean. I clean, and I'm obsessive like that, and I like to, if I watch TV, I do watch the home, redoing the house, whole thing, and I get into, like, redoing my living room and the baby's room and all that stuff.
So do you clean the house by yourself?
Yes, I have a maid that comes once a week, but she slacks a little bit. But,
so if I were to come here and ring the doorbell by surprise,
I would be
could catch you
cleaning.
vacuuming, doing the toilets?
Doing the laundry, everything.
See, there's a side of you we didn't know.
Oh, honey, that is the real me, honey.
I pictured there be housekeepers around here.
No, I mean, this house is so big, I have to have some help.
That voice.
Oh my
is
God.
so bad.
Now you know why Kevin's out there. Now you know why Kevin's out there prowling. He thought he thought he was getting the Britney Spears that's up on that stage every night.
Yep, shaking it.
That's why he's prowling
He's
LA.
got to stop knocking her up.
Yeah,
He's the one blowing her out.
Dude, you don't give a shit. He got with Britney while the other one was, what, 9 months pregnant.
Yeah.
That's why he left. He doesn't give a shit.
He shouldn't be putting out an album. He should be writing a book.
I'm sure that's coming.
Reverse gold digging.
Reverse gold digging. How to fuck up a hot body.
Well, we got some great stories of her falling with the kid. One we never heard of before.
His heart is just awesome.
I want to hear her cry.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're almost there. Spears' hospital story when her baby fell out of a high chair. She can't keep the baby in her arms.
Just a few weeks after the baby in the lap incident, Brittany's son, while in the care of a nanny, fell out of a high chair and banged his head.
You took him to the doctor?
Baby's like, what the hell are you doing to me?
So you walked into the hospital and said he bumped his head, fell out of a high chair.
And then the doctors acted really funny with me. I know, it was really bizarre.
Well, how'd they act funny?
Funny
thought I hit him.
I don't want to say, but they...
She doesn't sound... She sounds fucked up in
a little crazy. Well, she's not that bright.
But every baby falls. They make it seem like there's an incident, like the kid tumbled. Is it true that he had too many cookies? Fucking the kids fall, stupid.
And this one's falling a lot, or almost falling a lot.
I don't want to say, but they did.
Suspicious?
Suspicious?
Like I said, I don't want to say what they did or what they said. But it was bad. It was really, really bad.
Do you think, though, Brittany, that because of those questions that were asked after that picture on Pacific Coast Highway with Sean in your lap, that the doctor in that emergency room or that hospital said, wait a second, maybe I have a bad mom on my hands?
I was just happy that my son was okay, and I wanted to get home and get out of there.
Yeah.
And then...
She sounded like Jodie Foster going
not
under the
long
fucking
after
thing.
that, you got a visit from the family services people.
Yeah, in which actually they felt really bad about it. They said, we don't even know why we're here.
So in other words, they came because it's their job to come. They have to investigate.
That's
They
the
didn't
way
have
of
to
getting
come.
answers,
The
by the
doctor
way,
made them come because I didn't bring my doctor there with me.
Same thing
So
they said at the
people
Steinberg
a lot
house.
of times think because you're a celebrity that you're taken care of more. In some situations, people, you're not. You get it worse.
Yeah.
Let's go to Denise in Jersey.
So trying to make her cry.
Yeah, Denise.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey.
Did you enjoy the fact that she looked like she had marshmallows stuffed in her face the whole interview, and her chin goes right into her neck now?
Yeah,
you women out there must love that Britney Spears is going to shit.
The women must love it.
They're all looking, going,
Hey, honey, your girlfriend's on the television. Maybe you want to come in here and take a look.
Oh, Jesus.
Where are you now?
Yeah.
Where are you now? All right, very good observation.
Boy, did she go downhill fast.
Yeah.
She's like Jake LaMotta all of a sudden. What the fuck happened to her? It ain't the thing, it's the ring. Oh, my baby fell. Why'd you put the baby where it's not going to fall? Well, these are the fingers from the baby. Stupid ass.
We're almost up to Britney crying.
And just days after that photo appeared, on a visit to New York City, Britney stumbled again.
What happened?
This time, literally.
You're walking with Sean in one arm, and you tripped on, what was it, your pants?
I think actually I didn't trip on anything. It was New York Street, just cobblestones, and I was walking, and I only was prepared with one security because I've never had that much paparazzi ever on me in New York. So we didn't even know there was going to be that many people. So I think it was a mixture of so many paparazzi and just how the road was all messed up. Me just trying to get in the car.
It was a close call. I mean, it seemed as if for a second,
Accidents happen.
Hey,
and
accidents happen.
Where's Matt with the question? She says cobblestones. There's no cobblestones. It was very obvious in the video. It's a paved street. Cobblestones.
Years she lived.
Yeah, where is she?
What happened?
A chimney sweep whisked by in his carriage.
I hit a buckboard. Well, apparently a Negro had made eye contact with a white woman, and the police were chasing him. I was knocked over.
Accidents happen.
Oh, yeah. Here's Britney crying, finally.
Good.
What do you think it'll take to get the paparazzi to leave you alone?
40 more
I don't know.
What? 40 more pounds. She's gunning for it.
Damn good one.
They're going away fast, Britney. Don't worry. And then you're going to wish they were following you.
What do you think it'll take to get the paparazzi to leave you alone?
I don't know. I don't know.
Cry. Please cry.
Maybe you should put down the paparazzi. No? Thought that would get her crying.
Is that one of your biggest wishes?
Joke. Here we go. Come on.
Yeah.
Success! There you go, Matt.
I would like
That's all he wanted.
That's all he wanted. That was pathetic.
He'll make believe he didn't want that. Of course. Probably even give her the tissue after she starts crying.
Yeah.
It's okay. I would like for them to leave me
Matt's
alone.
getting aroused.
If you could talk to them as individuals, not as a group, what would you say to them?
Yeah, this will work.
I would just say that you have babies at home, and you have a wife, and if you don't, you have to realize that we're people, and that we just need privacy, and we need our respect, and those are things that you have to have as a human being.
Go home and get your fucking shine box.
These stupid celebrities, you can't have it both ways.
Yep, you're right.
You can't have it both ways.
I think once you make a reality show of your life, it's like at that point,
all bets are off.
Yeah, it's over.
They try to say, no, man, it's okay. You can't have it both ways.
There's so many famous people. Like, take a guy like Christopher Walken. You never see him at a Starbucks.
Right.
The guy's been famous since like the 70s. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you cast that net out trying to get that kind of attention, and then it turns on you.
And then also it's like they're too much, but they use the paparazzi to, get themselves bigger.
Yep.
In Hollywood and in our eyes, as we read the dumb magazines.
They sell the pictures of themselves and the baby to publications, but then when someone gets a freebie with the telephoto lens, there's a problem with that. Then it has nothing to do with your privacy. It has to do with the fact that you're not making a dime off of it.
That too.
It's not privacy.
That too.
Obviously, you didn't have a problem with that.
It's all about the almighty dollar. That's what I say.
Big oil.
That's right.
Big tobacco.
Hey guys, Spears is miserable, but she's here for a reason.
Why, Ope?
Well, it's fine.
Why is she here?
And yet, as upset as it makes you, you wouldn't trade your life now, it seems. That seems strange for some people to understand. If they're making you this miserable, how can you still say, but I'm lucky?
Because I have to believe that I'm here for a reason.
Oh, God.
What's the reason?
I don't know. I keep searching every day, just like you do. But I'm so blessed with my baby. That's the happiest thing that's ever, like a miracle, But I just want the most normal life possible for him. That's all.
Is that possible?
I will manage. I will create that.
Goddamn rich cunt!
As much as that makes me laugh, I'm also laughing with, when is Jeff Goldblum going to jump in? When is he going to say it? Of course. You know why she's crying? She knows they're going to have to live off of K-Fed's CD sale money. They're in deep trouble.
She is in trouble.
What was the name of that song?
Popazow, Bill.
Popazow, come on.
It was good, man.
She's
very underrated.
She's heading toward a nervous breakdown. It's very obvious.
Is she pregnant now?
Yeah, second child.
I know this is going to be harsh, and it's very rare that you actually want someone's baby to be retarded.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Matt didn't even recognize her when she walked in, and he said this. This was edited out of the interview.
All right.
What's your name, fat body? Because you are a disgusting fat body.
Let's go to David in Seattle. David, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys. Jimmy, I loved you last night.
Thanks.
Matt Lauer's sitting there, 5 feet away from her, and she's got her big, milk-swollen breasts. Ooh. She's leaning over provocatively. She's got that crotch short skirt on. I couldn't watch that thing and not picture loads all over her face.
Yeah, she's probably sexy, even knocked up. I'd still like to...
Hey, here's the clip from yesterday. Jimmy didn't hear this yet. This is where Matt Lauer was trying to get her crying. Failed miserably.
They managed to snap a picture that didn't cast you in the best light.
Oh, of course. That is their job. And they do a very good job at it. And they've crossed the line so many times, and I think because I'm a sweet young girl, nothing ever gets really done about it,
When you were driving with Sean on your lap, did it... clearly
and
you're
it's
trying
seriously that driving incident. I did it with my dad. I sit in his lap and I drive. We're country. That's what, you know what I mean?
But what happened, though, it crossed from a paparazzi incident to next day, it's in the newspapers, and you've got all these legitimate people weighing in, saying, you know what? That's dangerous.
Strike two.
And she put her child at risk. Yep. You saw the questions that were being asked.
Strike three.
Is Britney a bad mom?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, did Britney record a bad song?
He fell on the ground after that
wearing
swing.
a bad outfit?
Bad
Is
outfit.
Brittany in a bad marriage?
Yeah.
Is Brittany a bad mom?
Is Brittany ugly?
That's America for you.
And he did it again. Is Brittany a bad mom?
A bad mother.
Yeah.
It's not like they're saying everything that I'm going to say that they are saying. Yeah.
Goddamn rich cunt!
A bad mom.
That's America for you.
Yeah, but as a mother, that has to hit.
They make
Pretty
an
close to
entire
home.
country.
She's trying to joke her way out of it, and he just keeps...
Yeah, makes you really strong.
Make you weep?
He literally asked
I've
just
wept.
Could you fucking cry, bitch?
I've definitely wept. Just
Would you mind doing it now?
with
Yeah.
the world.
You're about to start 14.
How judgmental they are. You know what? I know I'm a good mom.
Weep. Fucking asshole. What year was it? It made you weep.
Weep. Make you weep.
Yeah. Did you cry while you were staying into the cotton gin?
Did you get a case of the vapors?
No, you know what? That's like on the $50,000 pyramid where you actually say the answer.
Oh,
like trying to get her to cry, like, bah, bah,
Yeah.
shit, I'm sorry. All right, next question.
Let's go to
weeping, sorrow, sadness.
Things you want me to express in this interview. Yes.
Let's go to Penchy in Cleveland. Penchy.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hey, there was crinkling sound when she was crying.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was her ho-ho rappers, that fat bitch.
I would think just a few short years you'd be calling him about Brittany, calling her a fat bitch.
Oh, no kidding. Dane in Jersey.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey.
I thought she looked like Courtney Love circa '94. A little
Wow.
bloated, a little haggard around the eyes. I don't know.
The whole years,
She's
yeah.
definitely starting to look a lot like Courtney Love, yes. In her bad years.
I was going to say Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you,
Another
Dane.
chunky one.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Heck. Let's go.
Heck.
Let's start our weekend. So I'm going to say it now.
How come they don't call Monday the week beginning? I'm changing my act. It's all observational stuff.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Peanuts.
The guy on the plane. Does he? All right. I like to do like Seinfeld, like observational stuff, but only with my own life. You ever notice when someone's shitting in your mouth? There are people that actually want it on the chest and not in the mouth. Who are these wasteful people? You ever notice when you're being sucked by a transsexual and they turn around and expect you to reciprocate? Who are these silly trannies?
Yeah, just crickets in the audience. Man, it's disturbing me. Oh, Matt, you're being so glib.
Any of the stuff mine?
Yes.
Which one's mine?
Idiot! Oh, wow. What is it, Jimmy? What is it?
I'll know if I have something to... Oh, this was
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Tranny's head.
Or it's just a... I'd like to know what's in the box.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
He's got a knife. Oh, scissors.
This was to be opened on Jimmy Day.
Stand up for your rights.
To be open on Jimmy Day?
Yeah. Let it be alive.
Do not open. Or was.
Or was
That could
alive.
be a poisonous snake.
I hope it's a rabbit or something I was supposed to pet. I was just dead and sad.
Bill Burr, thanks for a great week. Hey, Caroline's all weekend long.
Yep.
Oh, cool. It's
Bill, let's agree to disagree.
Candy corn.
How about that?
That looks really
You know
good.
what I'm going to do one day? I'm going to slash the tires on your SUV and leave a bicycle there. Nah, man, whatever. You know what? You're actually living it the smart way, because we're fucking going right into the sun anyways. What are you going to do?
Wouldn't that be ironic?
This is from Robert Reed, 2121
Yeah, but more importantly-
Pest Avenue.
What the hell is all this crap?
I don't know. It's my present.
Any guesses?
A
bundt cake?
I don't know. Hope it sucks.
Oh, boy.
Scarf?
Obscenity is a relatively narrow category of speech and differs from indecent and profane material and is not protected by First Amendment and may not be carried out at any time. There's no safe harbor for obscenity. The FCC has made it clear. Here, Op, you want this?
What is this for?
Oh, I'm sure you got one waiting for you, too.
Why do we
It's our
got
brand
that?
new lawyer memos that we have to see. See what we go through?
All right, listen.
Hey,
This
we're
looks like a DVD,
professionals.
people.
Let's go to Joe.
No.
Brother Joe, real fast.
Hey, guys, what's up? How you doing, Steven? Hey, Bill.
Hey, man.
I'm on my way to Philly, and tonight's going to be the debut show with the new lead singer, Brian DeVoe from 9 Days.
Oh, tonight?
Yep, over in Philadelphia, a place called Joker's on, yeah, I'm prepared. What a dick.
Wow.
It's in Philadelphia. Go to the website, notyou2.com. You can find it. And starting around 11 o'clock. Then we hop on a plane and we go down to Trinidad.
All right, right on.
This is an award.
Dumb a plug as Rich Voss.
This is
he got an award
from your biggest fans in D.C., the Rockers and the Lil Jimmy Suck My Cock and Gave Me the Virus banner crew. Welcome back to JFK from Nick. And it's an award, and it has like a wrestling, two gentlemen wrestling, and it's congratulations, Lil Jimmy Norton. Lowest number of T-cells.
Well, that's good, but I got a Waffen SS skull button that I'm going to wear in my jacket.
You just like stuff from that era. I mean, not just...
That's all.
Yeah.
Of course.
We'll still believe in that.
It's wonderful. Thank you, whoever sent that. A.H.
All right, we got to get out of here. Joe, thank you.
I'm losing you guys, man.
It would all go wrong, man.
It was just disgusted with me.
Literally beside myself.
Fucking Anthony moved into his new place. He had California ovens come over so he could make them walk in.
That's how you roll. Fuck the environment and the Jews.
I didn't say I love the Jews. I live with them. I live next to
pussy.
And across from and my whole neighborhood.
Yeah, or as you always say when you come in, the Zionists.
Call them wonderful people.
All right, we're just going to walk out.
Say it,
no
Anthony.
way to end this show
They're
today.
wonderbar.
Lance, thank you.
Continued
success on Broadway with The Wedding Singer.
This is going to be one of those German helmets with the spike on top of it.
We're heading out of here for the weekend, and
what's Anthony's gift?
keep calling Piggy Master for your
E-Rock, could you open this?
He's got a Luger.
The 2006 Comic of the Year.
Red and Ready. Red and Ready will flash.
It says glass.
All the lineups are on opieandanthony.com.
It's a German beer stein.
Can we go home?
Sent this.
I want to go home.
It just says thanks. The Nazi pin.
I want to go home.
What is it, Hawk?
What am I being thanked?
Beer?
I just got to go.
German beer?
From Great Lakes Brewing Company. It's Edmund Fitzgerald is on it.
I just got to go.
Oh, wow.
It's
I got to go.
It's a bottle of Edmund Fitzgerald beer.
Well,
someone get me a bottle opener so I can slam down this Edmund Fitzgerald.
I haven't slept. I went to U.S. Open yesterday. I'm really tired.
Very good. Edmund Fitzgerald
I just got to go. No one gives a shit.
Opie, where you going?
Take it away. Take it away.
What is this?
Pass it around. Let everybody see it.
Yes.
And then give them a bottle.
Opie.
If I don't see a ship in the harbor, I'll know I have a dead crew.
I saw this and thought you would get it for you in honor of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Heard you like Guinness. It's dark beer, but blah, blah, blah. Very good. Thank you, Jesse Porter.
And get your comedy tour tickets, shitheads, because they're going to sell out quickly, and then you're going to complain. Just fucking buy the tickets.
They're selling out as we speak very quickly. These shows are going to go, and you're going to be left out.
And they'll be gone.
You'll have nothing to do but go see an inconvenient solution.
Wants to watch that drivel.
I do. I'm going to see it this weekend.
I'm going to
the Inconvenient Truth?
A tractor trailer to just commute with.
Wait till that guy finds out the inconvenient truth about his movie. No one cares about it.
I can't pay my bills. That's an inconvenient truth. Poor bastard. Where the hell did Opie go? Did he just leave? Yep. I love how people leave the show now. It's hysterical. Okay, well, we will see you on Monday.
I thought Monday we had a...
What? We don't. We have a CBS show to do in the morning. And then we have this show to do, and hopefully the walk will be a little more civil.
Less violent. I know, I'm afraid to leave it.
A little more civil. Okay, we will see you Monday. Have a nice weekend. Bye.